We're the best at what we do, and we've been doing it for more than 40 years. We offer same-day quotes and solutions, so call us today. Or have your agent call us and we can work with them to fill any gaps in your existing insurance policy. Regardless, let's make sure your business stays in business. For more information, visit xinsurance.com. That's xinsurance.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today with 1-877 Cars for Kids. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights. Also on the web at carsforkids.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Vacation voucher not available in Oregon.
Faction Talk 103, it's the Bennington Show!
Go beyond alternative and discover a world of emerging indie artists and groundbreaking sounds on Sirius XMU. A commercial-free mix of innovative music from bands, producers, and singer-songwriters, alongside classic sounds from the artists who inspired them.
These are tough times for everyone, so dealing with your timeshare may not be your biggest concern. But when this passes, do you still want a lifetime of payments, fees, and commitments for a timeshare you were misled into buying?
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started the timeshare cancellation industry by exposing the ugly truth about timeshares and giving folks the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than me and my team. Today, we have over 200 employees and have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. Give my office a call today. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare contract or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley Financial now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. That's 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
At Sure Payroll, small business is our business. We started 20 years ago with a mission to serve America's small businesses, and that mission is even more critical in these uncertain times. Whatever your situation, help is here, and we've updated our product to support you in taking advantage of the economic relief on offer from the CARES Act and the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. With Sure Payroll, free up your time and get peace of mind that payroll is handled. It's payroll so easy, you can set it up and do it yourself in minutes on your PC or smartphone anytime. Enjoy U.S.-based support when you need it, even evenings and weekends. And if you need a 401k plan, workers' comp, or HR help, Sure Payroll has that too. It's no wonder they get so many 5-star reviews on Google. Our entire team is standing by to get you set up with 1 month free. Call 844-SURE-PAYROLL. That's 844-787-3729. Or visit surepayroll.com. Let's get through this together. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Snoring not only hurts relationships, it can cause health issues like daytime drowsiness, irritability, and fatigue. Just ask ENT Dr. Joshua Light.
In my practice, I see people daily that have all kinds of health-related problems connected to poor sleep. As a doctor, my answer is Z Quiet. It's my first choice for my patients who snore.
As a woman, I feel like snoring was really embarrassing, and I found Z Quiet and problem solved.
Once I started using Z Quiet, I was actually sleeping all throughout the night.
Don't suffer through another night. Z Quiet can restore your sleep and your relationship.
My patients agree, both men and women. It relieves snoring and stops the sound instantly.
Z Quiet works for both men and women and is now available on Amazon Prime. Or go to zquiet.com to try it risk-free for 30 days for just $9.95. That's zquiet.com to try it risk-free for only $9.95. zquiet.com.
Once I started using Z Quiet, I was actually sleeping all throughout the night.
Don't suffer through another night. Z Quiet can restore your sleep and your relationship.
My patients agree, both men and women. It relieves snoring and stops the sound instantly.
Z Quiet works for both men and women and is now available on Amazon Prime. Or go to zquiet.com to try it risk-free for 30 days for just $9.95. That's zquiet.com to try it risk-free for only $9.95. zquiet.com.
It's the best of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
All right, let's watch. This is the Full House theme for you listening at home. And Jim, you get the treat of seeing Nick Offerman's face on everybody's body.
I already like it with the opening.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A little girl with Nick Offerman's face.
It's so scary, dude. We'll tweet out all these videos.
Oh, it's the same Dr. Fakenstein, same guy.
At Jim and Sam Show, if you want to see him. Full House of Mustaches.
Wow.
John Stamos, Nick Offerman, Bob Saget, Nick Offerman. Dave Coulier, Nick Offerman. He takes off the shades, he's Nick Offerman. All the girls played by Nick Offerman.
God, that's good.
Oh, that's so creepy. Hit pause for a second.
Yay.
Little baby Jodie Sweetin.
As
when
Nick
she's
Offerman.
like 5 or 6 years old, and she's got mustached Nick Offerman face. When she's at that ballerina bar, that's the one. She's probably 5 years old. It's like early Stephanie Tanner. And she's got Nick Offerman's mustached face, and he's looking exhausted because it looks like he just did ballet. It's so fucking weird.
Wow.
Here's the thumbs up.
Oh my God.
Oh, and here's the Olsen twins, Nick Offerman.
Oh my God.
Playing the drums. And Lori Loughlin, Nick Offerman. Kimmy Gibbler, Nick Offerman.
Oh my God.
What a talent, huh?
Oh, fuck,
what a
man.
talent this Dr. Fakenstein has.
He's great.
Yeah. But on a larger scale note, those are examples of great 90s TV themes.
Yeah.
Everything in the TGIF lineup had a great theme. It was Full House. It was Family Matters. Boy Meets World, not so much. Step by Step had an amazing theme. Am I missing any great themes from TGIF?
What was the one that
Perfect
was...
Strangers? Perfect Strangers had an incredible theme.
What was the one that was the Joe Cocker song?
The Wonder Years?
Oh, Wonder Years.
Wonder Years, incredible.
Yeah, but that was just a song.
Right, but I mean, they did a good job. Oh, yeah, you're right. It wasn't original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you hear Ringo sing it, and you're like, fuck him.
Get out of here.
Get the hell out of here, Ringo.
No more autographs.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer solo, isn't he? That's right.
Solo. He doesn't even sing the best version of Little Help from My Friends.
No.
What would you do if I...
What would you do if I... He just yells in a British accent. Troy, you think he was the best singer in the Beatles? I know you're a Beatles fan. He just shouts in British.
Yeah, he was just kind of a goof. They just threw him songs to be like,
all right.
Ringo song.
Oh, he did.
I wrote a song. Okay, fine, Ringo.
They scrapped all his songs, I think, till the White Album.
Did they? He was writing before that?
I think he was probably trying
to contribute.
Yeah, it was Don't Pass Me By and Good Night, Good Night's the worst song on the White Album.
And whose song is that?
That'd be Ringo Starr.
But he is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, by the way.
As a solo artist?
Yep.
Man, you are the company you keep sometimes, aren't you?
I think they said McCartney inducted him. I want to see what McCartney said about it. It was probably so fucking...
How annoying must that have been for McCartney?
How great must that have been to anyone else who was there, though?
That you get to see McCartney?
2 of the Beatles.
You know what would have been great? If you just kind of... you watch the induction ceremony, you see McCartney induct him, and then you just leave while Ringo's doing his speech. You're like, I saw the speech I wanted to see.
They don't.
No, it's just like a montage of what happened that day. But yeah, it says Ringo Starr is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Again, you are the company you keep sometimes.
2015.
That's a shock.
Paul and
You're a giant Beatles fan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like Ringo. Ringo's cool. Ringo was cool in the Beatles, I should say that.
Yeah, he's not solo artist Hall of Fame.
Do you like the All-Star Band with 2 R's?
I saw him twice.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. And he just, he comes out and he just doesn't, McCartney sings the song as you know him on the records.
Right.
Ringo comes out, and he just mumbles through everything.
Does he? What's he open with?
Oh,
is it a big one?
Probably like a medley of something.
Well, he's not the greatest talent in the world.
What's he close with?
What would you do?
That's probably it.
Yeah, I think he closes like with the big ones here. Let's see here.
Does he ever go like, this is what the drumming should have sounded like?
Matchbox, okay. Matchbox Don't Come Easy. What Goes On?
Oof. Rosanna, that's fine.
Yeah, like most of these are just covers. Is that what he does?
Men at Work, Down Under?
Well, the covers.
That's just a good song.
The first couple songs he sang on Beatles records were either written by Lennon and McCartney or they were covers.
Yeah, but you're going to see Ringo Starr and he's singing I Come From a Land Down Under by Men at Work? He's not even Australian.
Well, they bring other people on. There's people in his band that come in sing.
He's not Australian.
There's a lot of songs.
He doesn't come from a land down under.
Africa, does Toto's covers.
Oye, como va?
Who can it be now?
Va. Yeah. Oye, como va?
Oh, he loves fucking the Men at Work.
And Tito Puente.
Can you imagine seeing a Beatle live and he starts belting out Tito Puente?
Give Peace a Chance, he closes with.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's really trying to say something to the audience. Hey, give Peace a chance. How about you sign a fucking autograph?
Well, that's a stupid thing is, peace and love.
Yeah. Cool, Ringo.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, get away from me, kid.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You go, you see a Beatle live and in the flesh, and he's like, next I'm going to sing a song by the band Toto. Like, what are we watching?
It's not even him. Like, he can't. You think Ringo Starr can sing Africa?
He's not?
No!
Who's singing it?
Some other jerk-off he's got up there.
Someone in the All-Star Band?
Yeah.
Just brings out somebody from Weezer, and he's like, will you sing the Toto song?
Chris in Philly has a very valid question. And I think it's what we need.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, too. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Jim. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
I was just wondering how quickly until we get a Chip Chipperson deepfake.
Now, do you think it should be Chip Chipperson performing the deepfake or Chip Chipperson's face applied to somebody else?
I think both.
Yeah.
Oh, but definitely Chip Chipperson's face on pretty much everything would be great.
Yeah, like maybe I think Chip's face in a Laverne and Shirley would be good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it could. Let's contact Dr. Frankenstein immediately.
If it's possible.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder how they do. There has
Thanks,
to be
bud.
a certain amount of footage of you doing different things, turning, looking up and down.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, you've done all the Chip shows on video, so I'm sure that there's, unless your face is blocked by mics.
So yeah,
It's probably got to be clean.
Ah, you're right.
Who knows?
That's right.
But we say let's go to Steve in Baltimore. He's got some scoop on Ringo's All-Star Band. What's up, Steve?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hey.
Good.
Hey, I'm just calling. He does the Men at Work tunes because Colin Hay, the lead singer and songwriter from Men at Work, is actually in the All-Star Band now.
Oh.
So that's why he's doing those
So
songs.
the guy is actually singing his own songs.
Yeah, he's actually in the band. I guess Ringo must be singing them, but Colin's actually there playing.
Didn't that guy tell a story about McCartney wanting to produce one of his records or something, and he felt like McCartney kind of screwed him over?
Who, the guy from Men at Work?
Men at Work. Yeah, there was some kind of a rift between him and
no idea.
You think that the guy? Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Steve, for the information. You think the guy from Men at Work and Ringo Starr just sit in the back shitting on Paul McCartney?
Mm-hmm.
Just the two of them having their little meeting. Everybody thinks he's so great. Fuck him.
Yeah, I thought that McCartney wanted to do something with. He loved the guy from Men at Work. I guess both of those guys loved the lead singer from Men at Work.
Hey, was Ringo Starr knighted? Is he Sir Ringo Starr?
I think he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's
He is.
what? You know, that's Paul's juice. Paul's going, look, could you? I'm tired of this guy looking at me.
He's
cross-eyed.
asking. Yeah, I'm Sir Paul. He keeps saying like it should be all of us.
Yeah, we all did it together.
We should all be knights. Everybody calls him Sir Paul McCartney. Nobody calls him Sir Ringo Starr.
Oh, he was knighted last year.
Oh,
he's getting it later in life.
That's just
better
like,
late than never.
What,
an honorary
Ringo's-
Oscar.
Is Ringo sick?
It's a sympathy knighting.
Yeah, they must have had nobody to knight.
Yeah.
Can't Knight Morrissey.
He's probably calling.
So
That's true.
Ringo gets it.
They got Elton already.
Yeah.
Paul, Ringo, they're running out of British guys. Mick won't do it.
No.
No, Mick did do it, but not with the Queen.
I'm available.
Hey, he probably writes, if you'd like someone tonight, I'll show. He probably showed up every year just in case someone got sick or couldn't make it.
Paul,
look, he's late. I'm here. He's in traffic. He's on it. I don't think he's going to make it.
Ringo, it's been 1 minute.
Yeah.
Paul told me you were asking about me.
It's 12:01. Ringo's there. I'm just tying my shoe. He's like in knighting position.
Down on his knee.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I dropped something.
Hey, just in case he doesn't come.
Ringo getting knighted by default.
Yeah. All right, you're here.
Yeah. We got Ringo in the bullpen, you know.
Yeah.
He's ready. He's ready to jump in.
Yeah, listen, the bassist from whatever band couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Oasis.
Yeah. The Gallagher brothers will never show. You want to knight me? I'm a Beatle. Yeah, technically.
Yeah, we
Where's
guess.
Pete Best?
Poor Pete Best.
Wouldn't it be great if Pete Best got knighted before Ringo? Oh, Ringo.
Travis sent over some of the All-Star. There's a complete concert from the All-Star Band. If you just want to skim through it.
I want to see the opening.
Okay.
Just what's he open with?
This is like this is from 2003.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
By the way, I love how much shit Ringo Starr takes on this show. It's so funny.
Well, you know,
to me.
because he doesn't come off like a nice guy. He doesn't
No, he
come off-
doesn't.
He comes off like a dick. Whereas McCartney, who I've met, was very pleasant.
He also doesn't. He doesn't
Also,
come off.
McCartney's the greatest man alive.
He's the greatest composer ever to live.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the run, not just the songs, but the length of time.
You know, Beethoven. But yeah, you're right.
Fuck
No,
Beethoven.
McCartney's better than Beethoven.
Yeah, wasn't Beethoven deaf or was that Mozart?
That was at the end he became deaf.
Yeah, exactly, because he was tired of
Beethoven,
hearing his own bullshit.
All the big ones.
By the way, the Queen knighted Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Ringo did not get the Queen.
Who'd he
Queen
get?
was busy.
He got Prince Charles.
Who are we
William,
today?
William, I'm sorry.
I will not. I will not. He heard her screaming from the. You could hear in the hall.
We're knighting who? William, I'm not going out there.
Why wouldn't? Why did Charles do it?
I don't know.
No,
It's not as
William
much of
did
an
it.
honor.
Oh, no, William.
William did it, not Charles.
William?
He's the younger one, right?
They get the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, William did it. Yeah, there's photos of him knighting.
No.
I look like me dad, don't I?
Where's the
William. Yeah.
Well-
I was told the Queen would be here.
Oh, you know what? William might even be better than Charles because he is the future king. He's the king,
Yeah, but you know who would have been? He's not the king.
but he will be.
But he's not when he's knighting him. Hey, did
Yeah,
the
you
king
want
knight
the
you?
queen.
Yeah, if you said, if Ringo were to say I was knighted by the king, it would have to be with an asterisk.
What finish? Let me ask. How does that decision get made?
What? Who
That-
gets knighted?
Yeah, like by who does it? Who
Probably
knights
day
you?
of. They go like, fuck that.
Yeah, Queen's on
Yeah,
the
they
bowl.
probably ask her.
Yeah.
She's like, no!
Or she was supposed to do it.
Ringo!
She's been locked in the bathroom for an hour. She just shits.
Have we knighted Rowan Atkinson?
I want to know, how do they determine who does the knighting?
I don't know. I see a lot of photos of the Queen knighting people and not that many of Prince William.
Maybe he's just started. He's like a little kid. It's like he's like Joffrey.
No,
Yeah.
he knighted Rod Stewart.
Exactly.
William did?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Rod Stewart's not a Beatle either.
No, he's not.
Yeah, exactly. Although, what's it called? A picture is 1,000 words or something?
Picture's worth 1,000 words?
I don't know if that's what it's called.
Oh, the song.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, but you heard about what he had pumped out of his belly?
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
That's the rumor.
That's a rumor. I think it's true. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be true.
Yeah, I don't know.
William doesn't even look happy to be there.
No, wow, it's not a. It's like,
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going to send it to Troy.
you know.
Yeah.
I tell you this.
You know,
One time I saw a skit with Mr. Bean. You ever watch Mr. Bean skits?
Yeah.
You like Mr. Bean?
I do. He did a very funny interview with Elton John on a stage where he was
Rowan
making
Atkinson or
fun-
Mr. Bean?
Rowan Atkinson, where he
Okay.
was making fun of his name.
Rowan Atkinson.
Really good.
Mr. Bean did a skit where he was meeting the royal family and he got his zipper stuck and he tried to zip it up from the inside and then he got his finger stuck in his zipper so it looked like his dick. And then when he met the queen, it looked like he had his dick out.
How'd they get her to do that?
It wasn't the real queen. It was an actress portraying.
Dude, he was brilliant on that show.
He
Mr.
didn't
Bean?
talk, right?
Oh my God. No, it's just perfect physical comedy.
Let me tell you something. When you're a little kid and you live in England, Mr. Bean is about as good as
England, it was on Comedy Central all the time.
No, I know. When I got back to the States, that's when Mr. Bean was starting to pick up in the States, and I was like, great.
HBO he was on. I thought it was on HBO. I think HBO. But I do comedy like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't
like
know
physical comedy?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're doing, man.
Shocked.
Yeah, I thought you were having a stroke for a second. I was going to call somebody.
I mean, Mr. Bean conveyed his emotions clearly.
When I say call somebody, I was going to say Greenstein.
Sure.
Like, all right, we got him.
Got it. Wow,
yeah, there he is. Now,
well,
usually
how
there's...
old is William? How is he bald already?
He's been bald forever.
Yes,
He does not look like he wants to be there.
You know why? Because his dad's not Dodi Fayed.
Or no, it was James Pruitt.
Oh, James
or
Pruitt.
Spencer Pruitt.
Spencer Pruitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever the Google image search that looks exactly like Harry.
He's 37.
Prince William is 37?
Yeah.
That bald already?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for Prince William. I finally look okay for my age.
Yeah, he's been bald forever.
Yeah, but he's going to be king.
Yeah, that's true.
So is Simba.
You peaked 2 years ago.
You think so? Actually, it was 3. It was right before the launch of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
That's why we have such hope.
Do you want to see the beginning of Ringo and his
Just
All-Star
to see
Band?
what it does, yeah.
Okay.
And he runs out. He's the big star of the peace sign.
I want all you guys to go out before me. Give him a real treat when I run out.
Yeah, like Paul goes out with the band.
Of course he does, because he's not full of himself. Ugh. He's a terrible singer.
Terrible.
Can't even hear the crowd.
Yeah, of course you can't hear the crowd. They're quiet as a mouse.
You're like, who's this
I
guy?
hate the way he's walking around in his jeans.
He's got no stage presence.
He's just Ringo, though.
See, everybody in the crowd, when they buy the ticket, they think about the Beatles. And then the minute Ringo runs out and he starts singing, they're like, oh,
that's right.
shit.
He stands there.
I just remember what I bought a ticket for.
How many people do you think buys a ticket hoping Paul will show up?
Yeah, they're thinking about
All
the
of them.
Beatles.
They're hoping hoping Chapman will show up.
Yeah.
Nobody's excited in that crowd. That was fine. Don't worry. I got it. He's in jail.
But you know why they're not excited? Because number one, it's the worst Beatle. He's not very talented.
He's a good dancer, though.
No, he's not a good dancer. And number two, this is not like this is the song he starts with?
And like you kind of know what songs he's going to play because he's only got a few.
Just start with Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, you can look at the set list before, like, from 10 years ago and be like, that's what we're going to get.
There's no surprises. I mean, at least McCartney will put in 1 or 2 songs that he hasn't played in 50 years on every tour.
Yeah, he'll play like Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite.
Exactly.
Like,
and everybody was
like,
like, Jesus, he hasn't played this in 50 years.
You know you're in trouble when
Does
you're
he do Help?
Who, Ringo?
McCartney.
Yeah. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Ringo doesn't.
You know you're in trouble when
sing
you
on it.
He should, though. He does need it.
You go to a concert by a Beatle and you're sitting there going, well, hopefully they'll do Toto. Hopefully they'll do Africa at some point. That's the one thing I can look forward
He's
to.
remained thin, though.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
And some just asshole just called up and said, oh, Ringo plays drums while these people... And like, there's another drummer on stage because Ringo's
standing.
so bad at drums now that they have to have a real drummer there. He's just up there as a prop.
Plus,
I believe
Sheila E. is playing drums?
Sheila E. is playing drums.
Plus
That'd be
his
exciting to go see Sheila E.
Plus, his shoulders and arms may be fucked up. Drummers have a weird shelf life. They can't play for 50 years.
He wasn't good back then either.
You're right.
I believe
he was good in the Beatles.
He's not a good...
I believe one of the great John Lennon quotes was Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Yeah, but like...
True or false? Was that a true quote?
I don't think that's a true statement.
I think it is.
Okay, well, but you know what I mean? Like, he has, like, memorable drum beats, which a lot of drummers can't, like...
On the album?
Well, listen to, like, the beat to, like, Ticket to Ride. Like, that, you can hear that beat. And Paul's not playing the drums on Ticket to Ride.
You don't think so?
He played the drums on Back in the USSR.
He did?
Ballad of John and Yoko.
Okay.
What's he singing?
Oh my God. He's doing like rockabilly. Who wants to see rockabilly?
This is the Beatles did this song.
I know, but does this sound like the Beatles to you?
These were throwaway songs the Beatles didn't want.
Yeah, I'd rather see Brian Setzer.
Exactly.
I'm so sick of hearing rockabilly sing about Saturday night.
That's what they like.
I'm gonna rock on a Saturday night.
What else are you gonna rock?
Yeah, exactly.
Tuesday afternoon.
That's when
Let me turn this off. This is hideous.
That's when the Stray Cats are really having
let's just, you want to hear a little help from my friends?
Yeah. Because they're all miserable with this right now, and they're like, all right, it's a Beatle.
Oh, look, Sheila E. comes out.
Thank God for Sheila E.
Nobody wants to see this either.
Okay.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
It's terrible. it's to me, this is unlistenable.
That looks like a kid just banging on the piano.
Oh,
this is boring.
This is his song from the White Album.
You refer to this as the worst song on the White Album.
No, that's Good Night.
Oh, also his song?
That is his. They put it the very, very, very last.
Would you call this the second worst song on the White Album?
Yeah.
So he's got the 2 worst songs
But
on the
it's
White
not
Album.
bad. I mean,
but
do you think it's great?
No.
The crowd's really amped up.
They're sitting.
Yep.
On their hands.
Well, they're hearing a song from the White Album, so they're like, it's kind of cool.
Is everybody in the audience quadriplegic? Because they're barely moving.
No, they give a polite hand at the end. He's laughing. He can't believe it, Ringo. He's bowing. Oh, my God, that was crazy. They're all sitting.
Thank you for that ovation. It's like, well, I wouldn't say ovation. Applause, maybe.
McCartney does 3 hours.
This is 55 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, McCartney has better White Album songs.
Here you go.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
flat.
Now everyone stands up.
Just pretending to enjoy themselves.
Can he sing Harrison songs?
Ringo?
Yeah.
No. I mean, Ringo can barely sing Ringo songs.
No, I can't sing
No,
this
but I mean,
song.
that'll make people happy at least.
Everybody that's like smiling and singing along to this song, that's the face of trying to justify the money that you spent on the ticket. Like you're just like, I guess I enjoy this, but you don't.
It's not a bad life being Ringo, though. You're an average drummer, average singer, and you luck into the Beatles.
Here's the thing.
But for 50 years, you have a career.
Yes, you're right.
Still selling out gigs. They're not McCartney gigs, but they're gigs.
From an outsider's perspective, you're 100% right.
And in the music industry, he is still a god because he's Ringo.
100%. He's still a Beatle.
To all of them, no matter how Keith Richards, make the look at each other. Go, all right,
Here's the issue.
But he's still Ringo.
When you surround yourself with greatness and you're just not on that level, it's got to drive you crazy.
Listening to your mirror conversation.
Oh. Talk about yourself.
Well, the whole group.
Oh, I see.
This is, I don't know if you guys want to watch this, but a bunch of drummers salute Ringo.
No, why would I want to watch that?
Wait,
to explain why Ringo is a good drummer.
I don't need
I believe David Grohl's in this. And
first of all, nobody says David Grohl.
Dave Grohl, by the way, McCartney asked
David
him to
Grohl.
do it. McCartney asked him to do it.
Look,
Dave, would you do it?
You think that's what happened?
Yeah,
I don't need a bunch of good drummers playing Beatles songs so you could be like, see, I told you he's a good drummer.
Questlove, Max Weinberg.
Fine. The
All
Beatles
better
are
than Ringo.
The Beatles are super popular. I just watched Ringo Starr in concert. He sucks. Period.
Okay, that's now, but they're going to
I don't care about then.
They're going to explain.
I don't need explanation.
I was telling you that Ringo was a great drummer in the Beatles.
I don't care. I don't care. What do you mean the need explanation? Guess what? Big deal.
Wouldn't you want to hear these Questlove?
No.
You don't want to hear them explain why Ringo's a good drummer?
No, I don't.
What can they say, possibly?
Because they're not going to explain why he is a good drummer. They're going to explain why he was a good drummer.
But that's how bad his reputation is. The guys that come out and go, no, really, he was good.
Yeah, I'll be ready for his in memoriam when he passes away.
That's like
I don't need it
of,
now.
A bunch of comedians explaining why a comedian is good.
Well, why he was maybe good 20
Yeah. Imagine that. Everybody comes out and they're like, oh, you should have heard Monster Rain. Monster Rain was great. And then Norton comes out and does his current stuff. It's not the same.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're right.
But you want to hear 30 seconds of this.
No.
Dave Grohl only.
Like, imagine if Don Rickles weren't good. Like, Don Rickles was always great.
Passed away.
But imagine if you lost it, right? Imagine if you just cringed when you saw him. If you had a bunch of people on video talking about how great he was and playing his old stuff and doing his old jokes, and then he went on stage, it would still be like...
What happens, though, if it was like Don Rickles is influential, and this is why he's influential?
I know why.
Yeah, but maybe some people don't. Obviously, you don't know why Ringo's a great drummer from the Beatles.
Was. You said is just now.
Don Rickles was great at one point.
He was great until he died.
He wasn't as good, though.
But he was still good.
He was still good.
He was still good.
When he stands up in those things and would roast Clint Eastwood in front of his mother.
Yeah.
God damn, was he ballsy.
Also, he wasn't surrounded by 3 people that were much better than him. So that makes it a little easier.
Yeah, that is true. It wasn't 3 great comics
right.
and him.
Right. It wasn't 3 of quite possibly the greatest comics who will ever live surrounding him. and then he's just good.
Even when he is surrounded by greatness, like that De Niro clip that went viral.
Right.
He still comes out on top.
Right.
De Niro's laughing and enjoying being shit on.
It's such a good clip.
Well, Bob has a good sense of humor.
I wouldn't know.
Does he? I only know him from movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a different side you don't see.
Oh, that must be nice. That must be cool. Yes, so no. The answer is no. I don't need to.
No, just like 30 seconds, just to hear what these amazing drummers have to say about Ringo.
But guess what? If you got these amazing drummers in a room by themselves, of like just us kind of shooting the shit, being guys, locker room talk, they'd be making fun of Ringo too.
Of course, Dave Grohl would absolutely make fun of Ringo.
You don't think Dave Grohl would make fun of Ringo?
I think Dave Grohl's probably better than Ringo.
Of course he is.
Yes.
110%.
Probably better.
And by the way, I'm not sitting here going like, let's talk about how great Dave Grohl was in Nirvana. No need to, because he's still doing it.
But Ringo influenced everybody.
And Ringo's friends with Paul, who's friends with Dave Grohl.
That's true.
Yeah.
The band that Ringo was in influenced everybody.
Yeah.
I told you, Ringo's drumming. Do you know the song Ticket to Ride?
It's a great song.
Yes, I've heard. I don't even love it. It's okay.
Can you picture
yeah.
I don't love that song.
You remember the beat?
You don't love that song?
She's got a ticket to ride. No, I don't.
You don't adore that song?
No, I if it's on, again, a Beatles, even a bad Beatles song, I'll listen to because that's the Beatles. But I don't love that one.
Oh, it's a great song.
She don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Toodles. I don't either.
Yeah.
But
no one does.
The point being, it's a recognizable beat.
I hate the
Big deal. By the way, like people listen to Seven Nation Army and they're like, oh, everybody recognizes the drums there. Meg White was a terrible drummer.
Good point.
Good
point.
Oh, wow.
Great point, huh?
I look at this video. I've never seen this.
Listen to harmony.
I mean, that I remember. That is an amazing harmony.
Now listen to that beat.
Yeah, he's keeping up.
Look how dorky he looks.
But look at the video. He's just standing.
Yeah, that's cool. It was like this. Brrr.
Like it's simple, but you still have to come up with it. You still have to invent that in your head.
I just gave my Meg White example. Everybody knows.
Sam really got you there.
But everybody knows the drum. You know what happens when I turn on Seven Nation Army? My 2.5-year-old goes, "Yay, drums!" But I haven't had the heart to tell him you're listening to one of the worst drummers to do it professionally.
Ringo's drumming. He's standing up, just kind of slapping. By the way, I am enjoying the song a lot. I am enjoying it a lot.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
And the thing about the White Stripes is, I don't think if you had a very technical, amazing drummer in the White Stripes, that they would have been as good as they were. What made it good was she was a little sloppy.
I'm not insulting Meg White. I think she's incredible, and she's exactly what the band needed. But she's not going to make an all-time best drummers list.
Why do they have Ringo standing in this? This is so weird because it looks like it's so easy what he's doing.
Well,
he looks like Alex from Clockwork Orange in this video.
Yeah, their rider probably only calls for 3 chairs.
This is just a promo video, and none of their guitars are even plugged in.
No, but it's still good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Beatles were good. I don't think we're treading new ground here.
They're the holy grail.
But like after the Beatles, it was like, oh man, look what John Lennon's doing. Oh, look what George Harrison's doing. Oh, look what Paul McCartney's doing. Like you would still listen to the solo stuff. Somebody like Mark says, I won't take your deal, Mark. What's going on? Mark in Kentucky.
Hey guys. Hey, I'm really tired of hearing you rip the greatest drummer of all time. Have you seen his drum kit? His drum kit is smaller than most drummers' auxiliary kits. And he's got more number 1 hits than any of the Beatles.
Well, who's this?
Is that true? Ringo?
Ringo Starr
I think
has
that's
more
right.
number 1 hits. More number 1 hits as a solo artist than any of the Beatles.
Oh, as a solo artist, not as a Beatle. How many as a solo artist?
As a solo, Paul McCartney, he was great. I love all of McCartney's songs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The first 3 Ringo Starr albums were on the radio all the time. I'm 57. I was a kid when that was happening. But that's when music wasn't this, you had to go on the road to make money.
Ringo does not have the most number 1 hits.
Ringo had 2. George had 3.
Ringo only had 2
Paul
number
had
1
9.
hits. Paul had very many.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, you're wrong.
Mark, I think you're
wrong.
No.
I'm looking. I'm going through the pages of my memory here,
We're flipping through Google.
Jim, I've checked my mind's eye.
But that song you were ripping, it doesn't come easy. It don't come easy. That was a #1 hit.
I'm not saying he didn't have any, but he literally, there was more bipolar.
The No song. I don't smoke it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor.
Ugh.
That was a #1 hit.
Okay, which solo Beatle has the most #1 singles on Billboard's Hot 100?
Good question.
Paul McCartney, 9.
Okay.
George Harrison, 3.
Okay.
Ringo Starr, 2.
Okay.
John Lennon, 2, and he was murdered.
Yep.
So Ringo Starr and John Lennon are tied for last place?
What was John's? Imagine, and I'm going to guess the other one is We All Shine On?
Instant Karma?
I don't know.
Instant
I don't
Karma,
have a
yeah.
list. But yeah.
I'm going to guess
I would guess one of those two.
So in
both of them.
In his entire life,
They're both #1s, I'm guessing.
There you go. There you go.
I think you guys are wrong.
He didn't even have the most.
For years,
Mark, he didn't even have the most top 10 singles. Even in the top 10, Paul McCartney had 22 top 10 singles. Ringo Starr had 8.
Yep, and 8, and Harrison had 6. I hated that fucking. What was that last song? The big one. The big one he did. I can't stand it.
Which one?
His #1. A couple of his #1.
Which one?
The last Beatles #1. The last Beatles.
Oh. So Mark, you saying that Ringo Starr has more solo #1 hits than any other Beatle is actually incorrect. Ringo Starr has less solo #1 hits than any other Beatle, except for the one who was murdered very quickly.
Yep.
Comparatively speaking.
Well, then I stand corrected.
Okay.
I've been going through my life thinking that, she's 16, she's beautiful. That was #1.
This discussion.
The No song was #1.
Stop bringing up the No song.
This
man.
discussion that you've had at parties.
I like singing it.
Good. Do I like hearing it? No. Because you said this at parties before, and people are like, really? Before Google?
And how can you even compare any band today to Ringo Starr, dude?
They're most bands are
What are
better
you all
than Ringo.
smoking there? Is that studio in Colorado?
Look, here's the thing. Ringo Starr was a part of a great band. He's a talented guy, but in that pool, he's not the greatest.
He's the worst in that pool.
That's a fair way to say it.
Imagine just like starting.
Well, I agree, but think about it. They were the Quarrymen before Ringo Starr came on board. They were playing little
Is that not true either, Troy?
That's not true.
Mark, I hate to correct you. You are wrong again.
That surprises me because Mark is known for his Beatles facts.
Another memory error.
Mark, you were wrong about that.
What's your favorite?
23-year-olds to school me.
Mark,
God,
wait,
I didn't know what I was going to do.
Mark, what is your favorite guitar solo by Keith Richards in the Beatles?
Keith Richards and Beatles. But did you notice, and speaking of Keith Richards, you notice every Rolling Stone song has a badass Keith Richards
Mark, we're not talking about the Rolling Stones.
At the very beginning.
Mark, I want you to know two things. Number one, we're not talking about the Rolling Stones. And number two, nobody in this room can take your word on anything. You've been wrong about literally everything you've brought up today.
That is correct, Mark.
Hey, did you know dogs can't read MRIs?
Okay, goodbye, Mark.
I did know that. They know more Beatles facts than you do.
Can I please correct Mark?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Beatles were recording the first single of Love Me Do has Pete Best on the drums. And then they're like,
and they were the Beatles already.
They were the Beatles. They were recording as the Beatles.
And Love Me Do is like a classic song.
Did they redo it?
And George Martin was like, this guy sucks.
That's a bummer.
And then Ringo was in a band that was touring in Liverpool, and he was the best drummer there. And they're like,
look, Ringo's definitely better than Pete Best, and he might have been the best drummer in Liverpool at that time.
Is there any audio of that original recording with Pete Best? I'd love to hear that if it exists.
I probably couldn't tell a difference.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't notice much of a difference either.
We're not audiophiles.
Pete's drumming. Oh, they have it.
Fate. Wanting Pete out and Ringo, and they should sync up.
I don't know the difference.
I don't know. Wait, so far so good, right?
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I can.
Things get even hairier comparing
okay,
the
I don't need
bridge
this guy on here.
Why? Sounds great.
Yeah.
Better voice than Ringo.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, they made the right call.
Is he just kind of plodding through it there?
Yeah, he didn't have a ton of natural rhythm, it doesn't sound like.
Yeah, he just sucked. Wow.
Okay, we don't have to hear the 30 seconds of Dave Grohl saying Ringo Starr is great, do we?
I'd love to hear that.
Thank you, Jim.
Just for a second.
Troy, you feel bad about the Ringo stuff.
He does. He feels bad that we're criticizing Ringo.
He loves the Beatles. He feels bad about it.
This might be one of my favorite things that we do on the show.
Ringo was a real dick suck to you, though.
Yeah, he was
listen,
mistreated you.
He was mean, and he humiliated my father in front of me. That was tough to see.
He did, right?
He did. Yeah, it was a shitty thing to do.
And that's the last thing. As a young person, you don't want it to have your father taken off that pedestal.
Yeah, my dad's my hero.
Especially by the worst Beatle.
How did you humiliate him?
My dad was doing sound for Ringo's All-Star Band, and I was like, Dad, I need to meet a Beatle.
And you're how old at this point?
16, 17, 18, somewhere in there.
Real tough thing to see.
You were younger.
But as you're entering into adulthood, real tough thing to see.
Yeah. So after they were done sound check, my dad's like, all right, come on. So we went up on stage, and he's like, hey, Ringo, I'm doing sound for you. Do you mind meeting my son? He'd like to have you sign something. I'm like, yeah, I have a couple of things I'd love for you to sign. He just looks at me and goes, one thing. And I signed it. He signed it. I was like, oh, thanks, Ringo. Yeah, but he just hands it to me and then walks away.
Ugh.
And then somebody scolded your father.
And then somebody came on stage. He's like, you don't ever talk to Ringo on stage, blah, 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 blah.
You watched your father get dressed down?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
It was sad.
And did your dad just have to sit there and take it because you can't upset Ringo?
He did, but my dad did pull through. So
he got you the signed album.
I do have that.
But you had to watch him be humiliated.
How did he get the signed album?
Ringo said one thing?
Yeah, I had him sign the one thing.
You still have it?
Yeah, I signed an album. It's just like a magazine thing that he was on the cover. Yeah.
That was the one thing, though.
Yeah.
It's just one. Because, I mean, there must have been such a huge line of autograph seekers.
Yeah.
Then he only had time to do the one thing.
One thing.
Paul would have signed more.
Of course he would have. And he wouldn't have been like,
For a kid. Oh, then again, you were a dumb teenager.
Paul would have done anything.
Maybe.
Yeah, don't talk to me on stage. Why? What are we protecting? You suck.
Yeah. Paul's very friendly when he asks for a picture.
Yeah, I was going to the bathroom when Jim went out because I was like just trying to see because Jim was like, I'm going to get a picture with Paul.
Yeah.
And Jim walks up to him and he was such a nice guy.
I walked with Jim to go get that photo. And just being next to Paul is one of the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
it had to have been
a bummer
incredible.
for Paul.
Yeah,
probably
that had
not
to suck
memorable
for
to
him.
I
Paul.
did see him one other time in
But I
public,
mean,
too.
he
was
took
in a
the
mall.
camera.
Yeah, he did. He gave it to his guy.
Yeah, like just...
And my neck is still in turned selfie pose, so I look Paul straight ahead, and I'm looking, and my neck looks really fat in that picture. But it's one of my greatest photos ever.
I mean,
but I saw him and Nancy when he was with Nancy Chevelle, whatever her name was, walking in or maybe he's still with her in some mall in Beverly Hills.
He walks everywhere.
Yeah,
he'll just walk the streets.
He takes the train everywhere. Yeah. There's pictures of him just on
Wait
the
a minute,
train.
did I really see him in a mall, or did somebody tell me they saw him?
I think you saw it in a dream.
I don't remember it.
I bet Ringo doesn't walk the streets.
No, I get bothered.
No, you know what? I think I heard that someone saw me. But I'm catching it. There's something wrong with that. Okay.
That's
how memory works.
Jim's got a ton of Bill Murray stories that all happened to him. Your wedding day, he got in your wedding picture.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jim tells stories like Joe Biden.
He does.
Yeah, but I caught myself immediately.
What difference does it make of the details?
Yeah, facts are irrelevant.
It's dumb. All right, we don't need to see this, right?
Yeah, Jim, you don't mind seeing a minute of this, do you?
I wouldn't say a minute. I would say 30 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Why? Because you mean we trashed him for 40 minutes? So why do the feel good thing for more than 30 seconds, right?
Okay.
There we go. Wow, look at that.
That's cool. Hey, listen, be pauses.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the guy from Green Day sitting down at the Beatles drum set. Cool.
No, Trey Cool is way better than Ringo.
Trey Cool is great.
Yeah, he was.
I would see Trey Cool in his all-star band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Plus, he's funny.
Hilarious. He's
Ringo's
Trey
not.
Cool.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got a cool name. Ringo Starr is lame. Trey Cool is
I don't know.
still-
Ringo's an okay name. I mean, now it's a little but back in the 60s.
I mean, look, I'm sure a younger person would probably be like, Trey Cool is a pretty lame name, too.
Yeah.
To name yourself something like Rockstar-y and then age is tough.
Yeah. His real name's Richard.
Ringo's?
What's his last name?
Oh, Starkey.
Starkey?
Ugh.
Richard Starkey.
Dick Starkey?
Dick Starkey.
Dick Starkey. Don't call me Dick.
2 R's at the end of Starr?
Yeah.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. This is all to say that Rodney was a show that had a theme song
That's
that we
right.
should probably listen to.
Wow, I forgot we were going to start on this. I knew we were forgetting something. Yeah, we should listen to the Rodney theme song because it hits you right out of the gate. We played a little bit with Bill Hader, but you really got to listen to the whole song.
Right. This is, again, the pilot for a show that somehow didn't get picked up, where a young teenage boy was able to summon Rodney Dangerfield whenever he needed life advice. And the intro and theme song for the show recently leaked online. So let's take a listen.
I'd love to see the whole episode.
I would too.
childhood I had. My mother breastfed me through a straw. When my old man took me to the zoo, they thanked her for returning me. Last week I looked up my family tree, 2 dogs were using it. That's the story of my life, no respect.
They're showing these, there's 3 people in the class.
Is that Stevie Wonder?
By the way, I hate when a pilot shows action shots.
Like, where'd you get those?
Where from? All from the pilot?
None of that ever happened. And then, like, if it does get picked up, you start getting into the end of the first couple seasons, and you go, none of the stuff on this, none of this ever happened.
None of it happened. I want to, by the way, mark this down again. Sean DeVerich. I want to see who that is.
Yeah, what's Sean DeVerich up to?
Because that guy got a TV show, and he was psyched when it happened.
He's a kid.
He's fucking probably 14 or 13, and he's like, I got it.
He's going to be a famous kid.
You got it with Rodney.
Yeah.
And the one from whatever, the Punky Brewster.
Soleil Moon Frye. She's like, I'm not Punky anymore. Rodney Dangerfield's on this show.
This guy thought he had a huge hit on his hands.
How are you going to fail with Rodney?
30 years later, he's probably a producer or a director. I mean, he probably stayed in the business, but I wonder what happened to a guy who got a shot on a show that didn't go.
Sean, you want to know what happened to Sean?
Yep.
Could be a manager at a Foot Locker.
Well, he was 4th boy on an episode of The Wonder Years.
Oh, okay.
He was kid on an episode of Highway to Heaven.
Cool.
With Michael Landon.
Sure.
Hopefully you got to meet Michael Landon.
This is too bad.
What's
his last credit is Where's Rodney?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
It ended.
Wow.
Obviously. He was a child actor throughout the 80s. Facts of Life.
Oh, yeah. What did he play in the Facts of Life? The Halloween show. He was Hansel.
TV movie, Please Don't Hit Me, Mom.
He was in the...
Oh, it's hilarious. I wish you wrote that. Mom, please don't hit me, Mom.
Yeah. Please don't hit me, Mom. She's like, shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom, please don't leave me, Mom. Oh, there he is. He's older now.
What's he up to?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not much.
That's it. That was it. He is, hang on, go back to it. Just in case it said, yeah. No, you were right. Nothing.
Did he become a publicist? Go back.
No, it's just, that was a Contact 4A publicist.
Oh, real estate?
Yeah, he's in real estate.
Okay, he's doing something.
All right.
Well, he's not homeless, yeah.
But I mean, you wonder what happened to I just like, what happens to somebody when they get a show like this? Because in that moment, it's the biggest thing ever.
We didn't finish where does Rodney theme
No, we have to go back.
Got to start back because they were telling the story of the show. Through song.
And feeling frustrated.
Where's Rodney?
So when you're feeling down and you can't get past his frustrations, he asks a simple question. Where's Rodney?
You let it play through. It's good.
I'm ugly. You're kidding. Halloween, I open the front door. Kids give me candy.
Oh, she's from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I knew her from somewhere. That's exactly where she's from. Yep, she's the older sister.
She looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Okay, that's rude. That is so rude. Her name's Amy O'Neill, and she was great in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. She was the love interest.
Look at her. She should be staring at Dirk's dick.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that the face? That's the same
and
face.
The haircut's the same, too.
Yeah,
the haircut is the same.
Scotty?
Face is the same. She does look like Scotty. Slimmer. She's slimmer than Scotty.
She's much prettier.
Much prettier. She's great in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. She's still doing it. Look at her. Okay, 3 credits in the 2000s. But still, 3 credits in the 2000s, huh? Yeah. She was on Baskets.
The lead in Where's Rodney was Jared Rushton.
You talking about Rodney Dangerfield?
No, not Rodney Dangerfield. The kid.
Oh.
Was Jared Rushton. He's the kid from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Holy shit.
Love interest.
Somebody saw Where's Rodney, and they're like, we got to put all these kids in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's so
And
weird.
Punky Brewster was like, all of us? And they said, no, Punky, not all of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this show whose names I don't remember.
Everybody except you, Punky.
Oh, he played Moose. Sean DeVerich played Moose. God, I want to see this.
Jared Rushton is also the kid from Big. He's Josh Baskin's best friend.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him because he was blonde, and in Big, he was a redhead.
He had a hell of a career.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop.
You didn't finish the song.
I met a girlfriend at Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, a biscuit. Ice cream soda pop. Vanilla on the top. Ooh, Shalita walking down the street 10 times a week. I met it. I said it. I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool. I'm hot. Sock me in the stomach 3 more times.
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
Like I watched a lot of movies as a kid, you know?
Gotta finish the Rodney song.
You're right.
And I was an ugly kid, too, in the merry-go-round. They made me ride under the horse. My wife is dumb. Are you kidding? You want to know how dumb she is? It takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes.
You can hear that they're cutting out the audience laughter. Like
They did. But why wouldn't they just have Rodney redo the jokes for the thing?
Because that would be good.
Like, the editing is horrible.
Yep.
Doesn't sound professional at all.
They're like, we'll fix that when this gets picked up.
Yeah, that we'll fix in post. And you're like, it's done. What do you mean post? What's post? It's the pilot. It's finished.
I really, really want to see the pilot.
Me too.
Badly.
Me too.
Everybody's excited about this, so somebody has to bring out the pilot.
Somebody's got it.
Because, like, where did this surface from?
Right.
Yeah, this is great.
Somebody's got to have it. Even if it's just somebody who worked on it or something, it has to exist.
The pilot was submitted twice in 1990 and 1991.
They said no, like you didn't. Maybe you didn't see it.
Rejected both times.
Yeah, in 91, they were like, no, we're not going to do this. It's ridiculous.
I hate that he looks up to the real Rodney, and he can summon the real Rodney.
Like,
why not just have him be your invisible friend, stupid ass?
When they just wanted Rodney.
Yeah, but I mean, he'd still be Rodney.
No, he could. No, you're right.
Thank you. The boy went and got me something.
Good. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Do you just summon Rodney Dangerfield out of the blue and he can come and help you with life advice?
Really silly.
Punky Brewster had a good theme song, too.
Yeah, I'm just reading the back to school. Too bad.
It did air.
Oh, it did?
Oh, then somebody's got to have a copy of it.
There was an article in Vulture in 2013, like, describing the pilot.
What's it say? How great it was? It was funny? It should have got picked up?
No.
Better than the Lost Pilot?
No.
Hey, you think it's a little fishy that old man Henry wanted Punky to live with him?
A little?
Yeah, it's a little fishy, isn't it? Isn't it a little suspect? You know what the plot to Punky Brewster is, Jim?
No.
That wouldn't get passed today.
No way. Punky Brewster's mom abandons her at like a mall or a supermarket or something. And then she's got her dog, and she just knocks on some random old guy's door, and he moves her in. A little weird. A little weird.
Michael in Florida. Tell you how these things happen.
What's going on, Michael?
Oh, Punky has huge tits. Why not? And hey, are you guys?
She had breast reduction, I believe, as an adult.
Oh,
yes.
Good for her.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. Same prep burger service as Compound Media. They did this like 2 days ago. Come on.
You know,
yeah, it's called YouTube.
It's a video that's been going around. And did you tweet it, Travis, or did you just text
I
us?
texted it to you.
Travis texted me last week, and it said I can't stop. Well, I was on vacation.
Oh, I found it.
He's like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
Thinking of this is in my head, but the video came out recently, so I think a lot of people probably spoke.
Yeah,
about it.
it was a last week thing.
Yeah, the last week.
Oh, I love Tef Dog.
All right, goodbye, sir.
Huge tits.
I found the pilot.
You did?
Yep.
Look at you.
Yep.
I was like, it's got to be somewhere. Travis was like, yeah, check the internet.
We should watch a minute just to see a minute of the flavor of it.
I just sent it to Troy.
1 minute for the flavor.
Right? All right.
There's old commercials in it too. It was like taped off
TV.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Where's Rodney?
Where's Rodney?
Oh, where's Rodney?
Because I want to know, they're probably going to pull it offline. We should get a copy saved. They're going to pull it off.
What do you need it for, man?
And come on, you don't want this?
It was uploaded 8 months ago. When are they going to pull it off?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
I think NBC's...
This is our copyright. How are we going to sell DVDs of Where's Rodney Pilot?
Somebody who wrote the theme song might be like, that's not good.
Yeah, it's like I would sue for the music rights, but I don't want anybody to know that I made this.
Exactly.
See, that little stuff is awesome. Like we already see, like you see the last frame of like a local news advertisement before the show comes on. I love that stuff.
Oh, here we go.
We don't need to listen to the song.
Well, you don't want to skip through. You don't want to miss the first part.
I don't care where Rodney is anymore.
I hate the in-show moments.
Wouldn't it be funny if everything in this open happened on the show that we're about to watch?
That's
like
what I'm
every
wondering.
single scene?
It had to.
Or they just shot it for the open.
It looks so bad.
I mean, yeah.
I want to know why they submitted it twice. Did they redo something?
They're probably just trying to get that cash. They probably really just figured Rodney Dangerfield is still very, very famous.
Yeah.
One of the biggest comics in the world. I'm sure that they'll take it this time. And they're like, no, we're going to take this show. It's embarrassing for everybody involved.
Even Jay's name was not good in it. Lou Barnes.
You don't think Lou Barnes is a good, compelling character name?
And what's the opening moment?
Announcing a world
Oh, it's commercials.
God damn it. See if you can zip through these.
Yeah.
More horsepower. Power.
Isn't this weird?
There's a McDonald's commercial for Dick Tracy. Oh, this is awesome. I know what I'll be watching today. Keep going. You're watching commercials. There you go.
Gotta go back.
Go back. You missed the opening.
Yeah.
Just
Troy.
talking
I'm
to
lost.
himself.
I don't know what's happening.
There's the cold open, the shot of the school.
Troy.
There you go. Just leave it.
Troy, you're on a Planters commercial
If I
again.
play commercials, they say skip
Here we
forward.
go.
If I
Oh,
don't,
Troy, shh. We're watching the show.
This is school.
Hi, my name's Rodney, and I'm 13. Well, soon to be 14.
Oh, the kid's name is Rodney.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact. As I think about being 14, here's what I'm looking forward to. I won't have to be 13 anymore. When you're closer to getting my driver's license, just maybe I'll be mature enough to talk to a pretty girl without getting sick.
Oh, it's cute.
You like this?
The dinosaurs.
They laughed.
That was the joke?
The crowd laughed.
The whole audience laughed.
Went crazy.
I see.
They went crazy.
There's Thea.
During the Triassic period of a geologic time.
Oh, they're laughing. The
Yeah,
audience is going crazy
dinosaur
laughing
stuff.
because the kids are falling asleep.
Yep.
One of the kid had to wake up real quick. They're very bored and sleepy.
Uh-huh.
And so the live audience was there laughing,
They
going
got a
like,
kick out of it.
right. I remember when I was in school, I was also sleepy. It's funny.
To 200
Worst class to have after lunch. I can't stay awake and everybody smells like fish sticks.
Man, 3 big jokes within 30 seconds. That's huge.
The canned laughter. I used to play that game. Like, would I laugh at this?
Yeah.
And the answer was, I think almost every time, no.
Yeah, never.
If you want to skip to a Rodney part,
Please.
go to 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
I mean, he's
Troy?
in there before, but like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go to 22.
this will just show you how
Because I was wondering.
the series would have worked.
You know what I was wondering? Where's Rodney?
I can tell.
Yeah.
Disgusting. You're my idol. I gotta be alone for a while.
I was looking at a poster of Rodney.
Rodney, where are you? Where's Rodney? Rodney, if you can hear my voice or read my brain, come here. I really need your help.
It's a really weird thing, man.
And that puts fencing.
Weird. Hang on.
Rodney's fencing.
somewhere.
The music.
He's getting summoned.
It's that kid again. Hey, take it easy, will you? You got me right in the touche.
Oh, Rodney.
That kid.
Oh, okay. They got really stunning visual
Yeah,
effects.
he's
though.
disappearing.
Yeah, he's disappearing from the fencing practice and reappearing in the boys' room.
Don't make this a habit, will you?
Listen, I got the date with Cindy, but I'm supposed to go out with my grandparents, and I don't know what to do.
Your grandparents, huh?
Yeah, and I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Look, kid, they're grandparents. They're getting old. It's not easy. You got to show them some respect.
Ah.
I know I'm in the same boat. That's why I'm fencing. I want to stay young. Because I'm getting old. Are you kidding? My insurance company sent me a half a calendar.
It's a good fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
I mean, it's still Rodney.
That's a good joke.
But, like,
I think he's in the dock.
why would you create a premise like this? You have Rodney's material. Why would you create such an asinine premise to try to hammer some Rodney jokes in there? It's
The
terrible.
insurance company sent me half a calendar.
They make Rodney disappear from wherever he is, and he reappears wherever the boy summons him to.
And he was fencing. That's that kid again.
And why does he have Rodney posters and everything?
Because he's a
all
big
over?
Rodney fanatic. That's why he summons Rodney.
He loves Rodney Dangerfield so much
God,
that
Troy.
he's able to summon him.
Troy can't follow Where's Rodney.
Well, Troy's jealous because he tried to do Where's Morrissey, and Morrissey no-showed him too.
Yes.
It's like, fuck, right?
And then he did Where's Ringo, and like he's right over there scolding your dad.
Oh, should we take a break? Or do you want more?
One more joke.
Okay.
Shaped pool with a stone in it. I mean, you know when you get old, you get certain signs. I walked past a cemetery. 2 guys ran after you with shovels.
So it's just
My last birthday cake, I couldn't blow out the candles. The heat drove me back. Oh, you kid, I saw my picture in a funeral home with a sign coming soon. I mean, you know when you get low.
All right, you can stop it.
Doesn't make any sense.
They're just having Rodney
He's just doing jokes.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more Best of Jim Norm. We'll be back with Best of. We'll be back with more Best of Jim Roberts. We'll be back with more Best of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hey, it's Covino and Rich, live every day on Faction Talk Channel 103. We're having a lot of fun, but also having some real good conversation.
And some really cool guests. You never know who's going to zoom in or stop in on the show.
The great Kevin Bacon.
Don Cheeto. Howie Mandel. The great Dennis Quaid.
Henry Winkler. What's up?
So don't miss out on it. We want you to stop by.
Every morning, 11 a.m. East, 8 a.m. out here on the West Coast on Faction Talk 103.
The most inclusive and most interactive show on radio.
We guarantee you to allow it.
Good evening, my night owls, and welcome to the night shift for a special evening of music for which the nighttime is the right time. This is volume 10 of From My Home to Yours, titled In Dreams.
Bruce Springsteen DJs on E Street Radio, Channel 20. Hear replays throughout the week or anytime on demand with the SiriusXM app. Search Bruce Springsteen.
It's a new season, and it's Sport Clips haircuts. All of our stylists are clean certified and guy smart. So come in and get yourself back in the game with our legendary MVP experience. It's a mancation with our hot steam towel, relaxing shampoo, and a winning cut. Check in online and walk out with confidence. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
And you'll be stepping out like a pro. AdamandEve.com says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. Ooh. Simply choose almost any one item at 50% off and also get free shipping. All you need to do is remember this radio station's exclusive offer code DOLL. Got it? That's DOLL doll. Then go to AdamandEve.com and choose an adventurous, neat toy for him, a sexy piece of lingerie for her, or maybe something you'll both enjoy together. And don't you dare forget the 50% off and free shipping on an item sure to spice things up. Plus, it's delivered for free, discreetly right to your door. Just remember offer code DOLL. That's DOLL doll. So go to AdamandEve.com and choose something daring to spice up your night. And use that offer code DOLL. Don't forget that offer code DOLL.
To adapt to this changing world, folks are buying more stuff online than ever before. If you're an e-commerce seller, are you ready to meet the demands of the new delivery culture? Be ready with ShipStation. It's the fastest, easiest way to ship. In just a few clicks, you can manage orders, print labels, and get your product into the hands of happy customers. All from a simple, easy-to-use interface. ShipStation gives you the best rates available with all major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, and UPS. With ShipStation, online sellers of any size get the huge discounts usually reserved for big Fortune 500 companies. It's simply the best shipping solution for you and your customers. No wonder ShipStation is the #1 choice for online sellers. You can try ShipStation free for 60 days completely risk-free. Get your company ready for the demands of delivery culture. Visit ShipStation.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the page and type in XM. That's ShipStation.com. Offer code XM. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
You're looking for a company that cares about you. Will keep you running, not sitting. With long hauls and the choice to take the loads you want. Stop looking. John Christner Trucking is all of that and more. We offer great equipment and consistent lanes. We keep it simple. We get you loaded, get you paid, and get you home. Call us today, 866-386-1860, or on the web at johnchrisner.com. 866-386-1860, or on the web at johnchrisner.com.
Sirius XM, Channel 103. Faction Talk.
What's summer without a road trip? And what's a road trip without music? That's why we created a channel crammed full of nothing but driving tunes.
Don't show up, don't come up to girl. I want it that way.
Sirius
XM's Road Trip Radio, Channel 301 on select radios, and always on the Sirius XM app.
When it comes to giving your child a quality education from home, experience matters. Online learning might be new for your family, but Laurel Springs School has been doing this for nearly 30 years. As the experts in online learning, Laurel Springs has the tools and the curriculum your child needs to maintain their learning unhindered by whatever the future holds. Their flexible learning programs, designed for students in kindergarten through 12th grade, offer challenging and diverse courses, and Laurel Springs School is accredited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges and Cognia, which means their transcripts are recognized by colleges and universities worldwide. Life can be unpredictable. Laurel Springs School is the online learning solution you can rely on for quality and consistency. Register your child at laurelsprings.com/SXM today and receive a waived registration fee. That's laurelsprings.com/SXM for your waived registration fee. laurelsprings.com/SXM.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened, but your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-678-8807. That's 800-678-8807 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. As a result of this bankruptcy, a victim's compensation fund is being set up that may be worth over $1.5 billion. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation. Call 800-678-8807. That's 800-678-8807 and talk to one of the compassionate counselors for more information and to see if you may qualify. Your call is completely confidential. Call 800-678-8807 today. Sponsored by Sheldon Law Group.
Bill O'Reilly here for Home Title Lock. When life is in chaos, your home is your safe haven, your most valuable asset. Imagine losing your home to an online scammer. In an instant, you have no place to live and your home, your security, no longer yours. The crime is called home title theft. It happened to a friend of mine. It's one of the fastest growing crimes in the country, which is why you need Home Title Lock. The title to your home is online, where thieves can find it and forge your signature on a quitclaim deed. It then appears you sold your home. They can borrow against the house and leave you with payments. Your bank and insurance will not cover you, but you can avoid this nightmare with Home Title Lock. Please go to HomeTitleLock.com, register your address to see if you're already a victim, and use code RADIO for 30 free days of protection to help you through the crisis. That's code RADIO at HomeTitleLock.com.
We are back with more Best Of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Welcome back.
Fine timing.
Jim
I like
Norton
to walk in the
Sam
studio
Roberts.
and see Earl and Ron sitting here.
Yes, Ron Bennington, Earl Douglas from the Bennington Show.
It's the return of Earl Douglas, legendary producer.
I can't tell you, like Travis and I have talked about it multiple times, because obviously Travis and I are the only ones left in the office that have been around since 57th Street.
Yeah.
And when we started seeing Earl Douglas, Febreze himself, in that office, like on a daily basis, it just makes us smile every day.
Jimmy, I guess you go back.
I go back with Earl since NEW, of course.
Yeah, like what, 18 years ago?
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, about 2000.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
How few people are still doing, this kind of radio?
Yeah,
those days.
How did you end up getting Earl Douglas back in the fold? Did you have to convince him? Did you have to convince Sirius?
And had you tried before and he said no?
Because the last time we saw, and the reason I called him Febreze, the last time we saw him, he was so stressed out, he invented an allergy to Febreze that would make him pass out.
No, that was
legit, right, Earl?
That was stone cold real.
Yeah.
That wasn't made up.
There was way too much Febreze in that studio, Earl. I'm the first to admit it.
But Ron or Fez or whoever would spray Febreze in a room, and it would make Earl lose consciousness.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't too long after that Earl left radio.
Take a break.
Well, he took a sweet break for himself and left. Kind of crazy, right, Earl? I mean, you had an exit thing here that was insane.
Yeah, I was.
It's legendary in HR.
What happened? What was your exit?
I don't. God, I can't remember.
He gave a speech of where he thought he and the company should be heading. And
what?
Yeah,
I did?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember this.
And
was this on the air one?
No, it was off the air. And when he left, they were. You know how they get concerned around here about who leaves and what they're going to do.
Of course.
And the word postal was used.
Was his ID removed immediately?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing here. Is like, don't come back and visit. It's a big part,
right?
But Earl didn't lose those things. You were able to stop back every once in a while.
Yeah, I was. I did your show a couple of times afterwards, and it was cool. I thought it was cool.
Do we remember what Earl's idea was for a better satellite radio?
It was going to be, in-depth rock, and
in-depth rock.
Yeah, rock. He was going to take the rock hard. He wanted me and him to go in a direction that he still talks about with me to this day.
Rock heavy.
Yeah, but of course it wasn't the show that they bought. You know what I mean?
Right,
it was just a totally different thing. And so he took some time still. But, Earl goes back before all of us in New York radio.
Yes.
Wait, you were with Scott, right?
Yeah, I started in WNEW in 1989.
Wow.
Was that when you were doing the public file, or was this before that or after that?
Yeah, I became, public service director in 94.
Oh, okay. And he was also our union rep.
No, I was never the union. I became the de facto union rep.
Yes,
after
that's the
everyone
union rep.
Yeah. You can't say I was never the union rep, but then I became the de facto union rep.
I have to correct you on that one.
I was never voted on to become the official show.
And you still were. Also safety manager.
Were you the safety manager?
Yeah.
It's an important job.
I was like the deputy fire or something.
How does a guy handle all those responsibilities to be, in charge of public service and the union and everybody's safety?
Yeah, well,
that's a lot.
Remember, I think that was all after 9/11 too. So,
when it really counts.
So for public safety, they just point to the windows.
No, the fire
First
safety
responder. First responder, Earl Douglas.
No, they got really crazy about building evacuation after 9/11, and we had all the
Anthony
fire
tells this great story about the fire alarms going off and everything at the old NEW, and he looks out the window and just sees Earl's face, the safety manager, looking straight up from the street. The guy who was supposed to get everybody out.
I ran into the office. I'm like, okay, we got to go now, and he was
just Costanzing people out of the way.
So you didn't stay in the building to make sure everyone was out safely.
Yeah, and I was like, let's go. Because you got to, the drill was...
Yeah, you got to run the drill, yeah.
Follow me, guys!
You go from office to office and say, hey, we got to go now, let's go. And he was just like, yeah, it's no big deal.
Right.
He was just very nonchalant.
So you just stood down at the while you left him up there to burn.
Was that right?
That was his choice, not mine.
How many firemen will say that? Hey, he was the one in the burning building.
Yeah, the baby didn't want to jump out the window. So
I was going to put him in a fireman's carry and
why not, Earl?
That's why they call it that.
What did you do all these years you were away from radio? You left. What year did you leave Sirius?
2009.
Yeah. What have you been doing for the last 9 years?
Most of it was I've been at the Hard Rock.
And what was your job there?
I play records.
You play records?
I always say I play records, but
what do you mean?
What's the job title?
Vibe manager.
I see.
What?
Basically, they give me this database.
Vibe manager?
Yeah. They give me a database of video.
I thought his radio titles were bullshit, and then he said vibe manager.
Vibe manager? That's a job?
That's a job.
Well, you're in charge of the vibe?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you set the tone of the building. So, if let's say
Elvis's guitar is on the wall. What do you have to do to set the tone?
There's, let's say Ozzy's in town, and we have a room full of Ozzy people. I play hard rock, metal.
What if
as opposed to just playing what else might you play? Like they're like, no, we don't want to hear any Bad Company, or we don't want to hear any soft rock, no Stealing Dan.
Yeah, but you try to feel that out. You try to
for the vibe.
Well, I think Jim's question is like, what would stop them from just having an intern put on the best of Black Sabbath?
You're a Pandora channel,
right?
Well, I know it. Well, my musical expertise and
now, what would you do if a black family walked in? How would things changed? Tell me something good.
Some R&B, some funk.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but that seems like it's stereotyping, doesn't it?
It does, but they'd probably be offended, and then they'd look up at the vibe manager and realize he's Earl.
It's
It's
him.
like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
I guess
okay.
that's fine then.
The vibe has changed, everyone.
That's what people do, though. When they feel the vibe changing, they immediately start looking. Where's the vibe manager in here? Who's doing this?
What if you saw Sam walking in? What would the vibe? He suddenly would change the vibe of the room. What would you play?
Sam's a millennial, I would assume. Probably like Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Pearl
That's
Jam.
good. That's fucking good.
Yeah, I understand the job now. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, you are still there.
Yeah, I'm working tonight.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
That's enough to pay your rent. That meaning that's a full time job. Well, no, I mean the vibe. It's not all open in the morning. It's open just in the afternoon and night.
But
right?
it's just a really, like, when somebody tells you this is my job and you go, they pay you full time for that? That's like an insulting.
I mean the hours. It seemed like the hours you work wouldn't be enough to cover what you need.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm there from basically 5 until close. Close at 1 o'clock during the week and 2 a.m. on the
Oh,
weekend.
okay.
And you have an iPad, right? That's
Yeah,
the
we have
deal.
an iPad. It's a video database.
Uh-huh.
We also have some audio in there.
Where's your office, or where do you vibe from?
I don't have an office. I'm basically on the floor.
You're on
Jim,
the floor?
how do you figure out the vibe of a room from the office? Earl's got to be on the floor.
No,
He's
but
gotta
are
feel
you
the
in
people.
are you in a DJ booth?
No.
Where do you play from?
No, we have an iPad.
So you just walk around the room with your iPad?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm helping everybody out. I mean, the
what
restaurant
way?
business is really crazy. I mean, you're doing everything. You could be scouting tables. You could be bussing tables. You could be moving tables.
A lot
you
with
could-
tables.
So you're
crowd control. You can be doing anything.
don't tell us that you're a busboy with a fucking iPad. That would be destructive.
By the way, I do think there would also, if the Hard Rock hired a vibe manager and made him also act as a busboy, that feels racial, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It just feels demeaning to his position.
Right.
Like, I don't know if they would do that to a white vibe manager, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean,
it feels prejudice.
No, it feels like that the job of vibe manager is being disrespected. The job itself is that they're saying, "Hey, we don't think this is a very important job, so you can do this while you're doing that."
And why aren't you like a hype manager instead? You should be like the hype guy.
Like have a microphone and an iPad?
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know. I've never thought of that. I don't
Okay.
consider myself a hype guy.
All right.
You don't.
Not at all.
You're more a vibe guy.
Yeah, like you could tell, like music stuff. You ask
The
me stuff
vibe
about
of this
that.
room right now, what would you put on for us? What would you... You're looking around like, oh, the guys are all together again.
That's tough because you got Hard Rock Jim, you got Millennial Sam. Like,
Right. Yeah.
where's the...
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, we have Ronnie, like Elvis Costello,
Right,
and
right.
Van Morrison, and
You
can't
can't peace, love, and understanding.
That would be great.
But I mean, Troy's in here too, and
Yeah,
Troy's all
Troy.
tatted up. Like,
That's
what
true.
do you
Yeah.
do? You walk into this room, you see
It's
it.
like skate punk? What do you do at this point?
Yeah, like yellow card. What do you? What do you? What do
I heard
you?
that name in a while.
What do you?
What do you play for all of us?
What do you get the iPad on? What do you tap?
Let's see. For Ron, I would start with
No, it's for the
all
room.
the
For the room.
No,
We're
I'm
all
just,
eating together. 4 of us are eating together.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Anthony's in there, and you got to have That's
right.
You know, he fucking loves that stuff.
He does.
Something with an organ and a monkey to get him going.
I'll probably start with Soundgarden.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we
I
all
didn't
get
even
like
think
that.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a place we all meet.
Yeah.
You know, Soundgarden, maybe
But
System
stay
of a
with
Down.
the hits for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too deep.
Right.
System of a Down. Then move into, Jay Giles.
Jay Giles. That's
Yeah, Jay Giles is popular. Yeah.
You like that?
You ever hear Centerfold? I like that one.
So how do you make the transition? I mean, not that you made the transition because you're still a vibe manager, but how do you come to this realization? I've mastered the art of vibe managing. I want to get back into this radio thing.
Well, I mean, I got to thank Mr. Ronnie B right here.
oh,
he
no,
really,
you don't have to.
he really made it happen.
How did it happen? Phone call, an email, chance meeting?
It was a text, actually.
Yeah,
Ron
text.
sent me a text. I think it was right before Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. And then how long did it take us to get you in?
2 months.
Yeah.
Now, is that you guys convincing Sirius that he's not going to do another one of these speeches?
Yeah, the thing is, I was on the road one day and I get a call from Earl and he goes, well, thanks anyway, buddy. Just the fact, and they had called him and told him that we're going in another direction. And I go, Earl, there isn't another direction. You were the only person
Yeah,
that we wanted to
I
do
got this email basically
Yeah.
saying it, and I was like, okay, that was that.
And that was how you got fired?
No, that was this time when they were trying to
get
hire
him back in.
Oh.
He didn't pass through.
So with no other options,
right?
They were like, we're going to go with nothing right now.
Right.
I see.
And then I called Wiki and I go, come on, dude, what the fuck? And he goes, he didn't have anything to do. It was HR. Because once they put these tags on you,
right?
You know what I mean? That's the problem. That's why we can't get Eastside Dave back in the fucking building.
Yes.
Just to say hi, because he made a couple of fucking murderous threats.
Yeah. Just a couple.
Yeah. And that doesn't leave. And he's like, to me, he's like, the guy left. And I go, yeah, but that fucking thing, is just stuck to you somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone makes a murderous threat occasionally.
Yeah.
Right.
Good man's fault.
Earl didn't make murderous threats,
No, he didn't.
though.
No.
But they were like, you left the company, we don't want you back in.
We don't know exactly in that file, but it's something.
Did you ask her?
They
like,
won't show you your file?
No.
Does that concern you? Do you go to HR and go like, hey, guys, now that I'm here and we're all one happy family, just what was the hiccup?
No, I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm ready. I'm like moving forward.
How'd you get smooth? How'd that get smooth? Yeah, that's a positive attitude. How'd you get smooth?
Vibe.
How'd you get smoothed out? How'd they get smoothed out?
It turned out that it was an older, because I think I tried a couple of years ago and it was an older one and they had rejected that one and they never got around.
But they called them 2 years after. No. Who knows what that fucking was? No, you can't really interact with HR.
It's crazy,
Even
right?
the biggest bosses that we have, they can't go to HR. It's a totally separate thing.
What do you mean they can't go to them?
It's like you couldn't, like the president of the company can't go and say, hey, can we take care of this thing? That's away from them. This is like between them and the lawyers. That's how come HR was set up. And all the years that I worked in radio, we never had a fucking HR department.
God.
And now it's a huge floor.
Where is it?
Somewhere in like 37, and I think some of it's up the street. We don't really know those people.
Yeah, because you know
don't want to.
the lawsuits from the companies.
Right.
They fuck the company. They want HR to nip this shit in the bud.
Exactly. It's exactly right. It was set up so that people, particularly the creative people, can't do their ideas.
That's right.
when I started radio, the people that we used to take on, like the youngest producer would be just the guy fucking hanging around the balloon every time that there was something that went out, this fucking idiot or some caller who would call too much, and you go like, dude, do you just want to fucking be in radio? Come in here tomorrow. We're going to take your pants down. We're going to put stuff up your ass. See how it goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, I remember even when we were on 57th Street, the intern hiring process has changed dramatically.
Sure has. Yes.
Just in 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it
the
used to be like, this will be a fun guy for the air.
Right.
And now, well, interns are not for the air. Interns, we got to make sure we're teaching them. And also, about we can't have them have these responsibilities.
Right.
They have to have...
People are always saying to me, how's radio changed? I go, well, we don't see the interns' tits anymore. You know what I mean? That's the big fucking major change.
Guys and girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be able to do anything, and now you can't do
Right.
any of that stuff.
So,
have you met HR? Sorry, Sam. Have you met them or no? I've not.
I don't know one of them.
I really don't either.
I don't know one of them. They send interns in that they think would fit the show or whatever, but we're not even part of that process anymore.
They are so like Scott and Andrew and those guys. They really can't tell HR to do anything.
They can't tell them to do a damn thing.
I think their strategy historically for us in terms of finding interns, their strategy has been the ones that Sway says no to.
Right.
Those are the ones who end up doing our show. Yeah.
So they deal with the attorneys.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. And I mean, you don't want to...
Meeting with lawyers and HR. Do you know how not fun that is?
That's the worst fucking thing.
There's
that can happen.
never a fun experience. You're like, I got to meet with lawyers in the HR. Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, it's 99% of the time bad news when you
And
have
the
a meeting
lawyers
with HR.
aren't familiar with you or your show.
No.
Or anything that's happened. You know what I mean?
Well, they're not putting a value on that. They're just looking at a piece of paper and saying, how does this play?
Yeah.
How does this play?
That's all they care about.
How can we cut
That's their job.
ourselves? How can we cut out this cancer before it gets into the bones?
Right.
That's how they look at us. Yeah.
Before it metastasizes.
That's right. So you brought Earl back, and then you shocked the world. I was telling you right before we started that Jim and I couldn't be at the Thanksgiving show this year because we were in L.A.
We were zipped across the coast.
Yeah.
Which we were bummed about, and especially bummed about when I start looking at the pictures the day the Thanksgiving show is getting recorded.
Yeah.
and none other than Pistol Fez Whatley walks out on stage for the first time since he left.
Yeah.
And I mean, I listened back to it, obviously, and the reaction that he got was unreal.
It was crazy.
How'd you guys sneak him in?
That was very fucking difficult because we didn't even want Hard Rock Johnny or Wiki or anybody to know, because you know how they are. They're like little fucking loose lips. All of them, off they go. So we couldn't even plan this bit, but we did a real old school radio bit where, it was This Is Your Life, and Big A, the insult comic, came out.
Oh, yeah, Keith was there? All right.
Yeah, Keith Robinson was there, and the place went fucking crazy for him, too. And then Stalker Patty, and I'm like, what? This isn't even my fucking life. This is O&A's life. This is Opie's life. Why is this up here? And then she was like, all right, we've got a phone call that we're going to put up. We're going to FaceTime. And I was like, if there's one thing I learned in this last year is that I'm not a victim anymore, and I'm going to stand up to my abuser, and I'm not going to take any call from a man who fucking physically and spiritually and sexually abused me, Fez Whatley. So while I was doing that, he came walking out. It was just fucking old WWF shit.
It was great.
And
wait, was he on the monitor or no?
No. He came walking out from behind.
Because even a phone call, because people knew that even like a Skype call or a phone call, that would have been like a big deal.
Is there video of him walking out? I want to see that. I've not seen that.
I don't think that there's video.
No, the fucking hilarious thing about it is we've been talking about this for years, and we were saying like we'll do something live, but if you're like a regular caller or whatever, who gives a you know what I mean, it won't have the same pop. So like in a real fucking old school magician thing, we fucking waited as long as we could, but then in this time he had another heart attack, and now his heart attacks are called silent heart attacks because of his sugar diabetes have fucking numbed up his nerves. He doesn't feel the heart attack anymore.
Wow.
So he just fainted, woke up at the hospital, and then 2 days later they're like, well, we went over, you had a pretty bad heart attack. And this is after having all the fucking cords ripped out. No, forget the stents. He did a quadruple bypass.
Oh wow, my God.
Yeah. So that's
this was after this. He had a heart attack after the bypass.
Yes.
You're saying? Oh my God.
Yes.
What is it? Is it genetic with him, or what's going on with his fucking heart?
Yeah, that's part of it. And the other part, and this is true, and I don't even think I said this on my show, but so Gail and I go over to run through this bit with him, right? And he's very excited because he hasn't done this stuff. There was fucking 6 Coke cans in his fucking room, right? He drank 6 fucking Cokes that day, and he's got sugar diabetes. So this is like going over your fucking friend's house after you got out of rehab and seeing a crack pipe there. It's the same shit.
So what do you at that point? You going, Fezzy?
Didn't say a word.
Because what are you going to do at that point?
Yeah, we had a job to do.
Yeah, that's not the time or place.
Yeah, right.
Because you want to believe at first, when he first started having heart attacks, you want to, he must be just stressed out. He's on the air. Maybe the show is stressing him out. And then he goes home and he just keeps having heart attacks. Worse than ever.
Yeah.
Now, does he have
he
any
still has his stress worse than ever, too. I mean,
he's still stressed out?
Yeah.
Does he have any desire to come back up and do some more radio?
The thing was, this wasn't the easiest thing in the world for him either. You know what I mean? Like, this was fairly exhausting. He killed it. He hung around and signed shit for people. I mean, he was just fucking great. But there might be, some kind of specialty programming, or I don't know. I always talk to him if he wants to do a podcast or something. But right now, he's just, dealing with his health. But he's still he's still a great writer, and he's just hilarious. I think he just got a bad hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in Florida when I was down there in Tampa. He came with some friends.
Yeah, I was really excited about that, too.
Yeah, I was happy to see him.
Yeah.
I was happy to see him.
I saw him at WrestleMania when they were in Florida. I didn't even know he was going to be there. I just saw we were at the Hall of Fame, and I'm just like, who's that in the front row? I was like, is that Fez?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was. I just loved that the reaction that he got. Everybody went right along with the bit that was going on, and it was
the bit
great.
that he came out and he was my abuser, and then he slapped me, and then Gail slapped me, and then Fez slapped me, and then you would fucking like this. So then the whole thing is like Chris Stanley's supposed to come running out. I stop a punch, smack him on the head, and then all of us put the boots to him, and then we celebrate, and then we bring Chris up and we celebrate while we're fucking doing Hogan's music. It's just fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But Stanley, as he throws the punch and I block it, he fucking dives on the ground.
No.
Yes.
Why?
He's a fucking idiot. And seriously, I haven't even slightly let it go. I'm fucking tossing. I'm like, this bit was going so fucking great.
Did he ruin it?
In my own mind, the audience has no idea. But also, fucking Earl, you missed the fucking thing too that you agreed to do.
Earl, what'd you miss?
What were you supposed to do, Earl? Because I noticed Earl wasn't.
I was.
Here's what happened. So when I'm freaked out that Fez is there, Gail's trying to get us together, and I yelled, I'm going to yell, I've been triggered. And then Earl was going to come running out and go, hey. And I'm like, triggered, Earl, triggered. But I look up and he's not fucking there. He's not in his place.
Where the hell were you?
Vibe managing.
Were you vibe managing?
Was it weird to do a bit in your home place like that?
No, I mean, I had the mic.
You were nowhere near where you need to be.
Where was
I was backstage.
Why didn't you come out?
Yeah, you know how far backstage is from where you belong?
You gotta be side stage, bro.
30 feet.
Yeah, you had to be on the side
You
of
had
the
to
stage.
be at the top of the fucking stairs.
It's a line. It's quick, you know?
Why did you come out and do it?
He's thinking about music.
Is that what happens? Sometimes you get at the Hard Rock, and even though the Bennington show is happening, and that's your new responsibility.
This is your home now.
You start thinking about the vibe, and all of a sudden, poor Ron is out of producer because your mind is on the vibe.
Because he's thinking about It's American Band by Grand Funk Railroad.
Or did you just not like the joke and you didn't want to participate in that joke?
It was a
You're
great
allowed
joke.
to say it anytime you want.
No, it was a great
I mean,
joke.
if I cross the line, I'm only now getting woke. You know what I mean? I don't know everything that's happening in this world.
But you are getting there.
Kind of. I mean, I'm hitting the snooze alarm, but I'm trying my best. I'm really, really drowsy, though.
Is that the issue that Ron's not woke enough for you? Is that why you just left him out to dry?
Ron is very woke.
You have every right to attack the white man after what you put up with, Earl.
Why didn't you want to do the bit?
I wanted to do the bit. I was back. I had the mic. I had to run and grab a mic. I was backstage. I was waiting for the line.
How far is backstage? It would have taken you fucking 18 fucking seconds to get there.
I was right at the wings.
What goes on in your head?
Oh my God, he's driving me nuts.
So when you were at the wings, and then why did you come out? What happened? You didn't come out. Okay,
You would
so
have
you're
had to been
triggered.
at the top of the fucking stairs. Nobody would have been looking at you because they're focusing on Fez.
You said the line, right?
No. I fucking looked over that
and
he wasn't there. You know what I mean? And I had to fucking punch out.
Oh, thank God.
And then I got fucking Stanley laying on the
Taking a
ground from
dive.
a blocked fucking.
So wait, you blocked his punch and he fell?
And he fell.
That does that? That's so stupid.
It was fucking so terrible. And I almost wanted to just say, you motherfucker.
Did you
What
mention
are
it to him
doing?
after?
Constantly, Jimmy. Constantly.
Off the air too?
Yeah. We had he didn't fucking answer some texts when I was coming in yesterday, and I brought it up again. I don't know
Why didn't he answer your text?
He said, he's busy doing other stuff, but
Like falling down on the stage at the
yeah,
wrong
I mean,
time?
when he doesn't have an answer, he goes fucking silent. Run silent, run deep.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
You know what? I bet he's the one that taught Shitterloaf. Shitterloaf does the same thing.
Oh, is that fucking right?
He goes silent constantly.
So he gave you basically a terrible soccer flop. That was
Yeah.
what he did. He threw, you
Right.
blocked it, and he fucking soccer flopped.
Yeah.
So when Earl's not on the side
damn
of the
it.
stage,
Mm-hmm.
are you thinking to yourself, he's been here for 3 weeks. This is fresh
Right.
Earl. This is new, back on the
Yeah.
scene, energy Earl.
Yeah.
You
and
know
he's
what?
already letting you
Here's
down.
what to my pre-woke Ron Bennington. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Pre-woke.
no. That's,
Yeah.
We know what that means.
Yeah.
That's not good. Earl, that's on you, by the way.
yes, it
if
is.
pre-woke Bennington comes back, that's on you.
Did you know you blew it?
Yeah.
How did you know you blew it?
When I was clearly not on the stage.
Did you try to run?
Well, you said
No.
you were on
Wait,
stage.
I was at I'm in backstage area.
So
where
Earl,
the
he
mics
said,
are.
hold on, he said trigger. Did you run to the stage?
No, he didn't say
He didn't
I
trigger.
didn't say
trigger.
trigger
Oh,
because
you
he
never
wasn't
said-
in
I
his
see,
fucking
okay.
spot.
I missed my spot.
I see
So
what
did
you're
you think to yourself, boy, did I just blow that? Or did you think, I guess Ron just decided not to do it. I'm in the clear.
I thought he was just not going to do it, but I should have been in my spot.
But then when did you realize that wasn't the case? He was making up for the fact that you blew it.
No, there was just so many things going on that night, but I should have been in my spot.
Were you? You didn't want to be in your spot?
No, I just
you forgot. You forgot.
Heat of the moment. I blew my spot.
Did you forget, or you didn't want to do it?
Did you forget?
He was thinking about heat of the moment, wasn't he?
Heat of the moment.
This would be perfect right now.
Yeah, talking to a girl, Rosanna.
Yeah, what was it? Was it forgetfulness, or did you not want to do it?
Yeah, honestly.
No, I was be completely honest. I was just so excited that there was this. And
watching this show instead of being in it.
Yeah,
I blew my spot.
Did you realize you hired a fan, not a producer?
He
blew his spot.
Look,
he did.
It's a dog's name.
When you, when you,
poor little guy.
We all know what we were getting by bringing Earl back. You know what I mean?
That's
you
part of the fun.
Yeah, you get some sweet, you get some sour. You got to enjoy it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Earl, what was when you were sitting there vibe managing before you were back on Bennington, thinking about the Ron and Fez days? What were some of the memories that you would think of that you were like, yeah, I missed that? What were the great times? That you were involved in, obviously.
God, just watching him do an interview. It's always
really nice.
No, I'm like, seriously, watching him, it was like a clinic.
I could watch you walk down memory lane for hours.
Yeah.
When I said, what was your favorite memory that you were involved in, you went for when Ron interviewed people.
Watching him.
But like you were doing the
That's what he likes to do.
Watching him do an interview.
Yeah.
He likes to watch you, Ron.
A lot of people don't even know this, but Earl came back from a pretty bad sickness, too. It was touch and go when he was gone, and it was the last.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the last case of sickle cell anemia that we've had in this country.
Do you know? I almost asked if it was sickle. Were you really sick, Earl, or no?
No.
No, you got me going.
Well, you know, before he had the Febreze problem, this is before you, Sam.
Yeah.
He got a bad ulcer from working with O&A. So much that to this day, he said he almost died.
No, I had two bleeding ulcers. I needed 3 blood transfusions.
Is that
I was in
right?
ICU for a week.
Where were your ulcers?
They were like here and here.
He's pointing to his asshole and dick. It's not ulcers, Earl.
Were you so stressed out? What was it that was stressing you out to that extent?
No,
when they tried to make him ski.
No, it turned out it turns out it's actually genetic.
Oh,
Really?
but it just happened that one time.
Has it happened to you since you got away from those guys? No.
I'm the eighth. I'm the eighth of 8 kids.
Is that why he used
The
to
eighth
have
of 8 kids.
saltines and club soda everywhere he went?
Yeah.
Why? Good for your ulcer?
That was part of it.
got a delicate
but
stomach.
I'm the eighth of. I'm the
You're
youngest
Henry
of 8.
the Eighth.
I'm the youngest of 8, and
Why does it shock no one that there's 8 kids in your family?
Yeah,
You know,
smaller family than I thought.
and kids 2, 4, and 6, and 8 all have.
That's
stomach
other
issues.
names, by the way. 2, 4, and 6. Get in here.
George 2, George 4.
Let's talk to the evens.
So, the stuff that you did a lot with Ron and Fez. I mean, you were a very large part of that show.
Well, let me tell you too, with the blood transfusions.
Okay.
Right. I came in and you were tied up to 2 different blood transfusions was going on, and it was like I was in the movie Blade. I'm like, this is so exciting to see Wesley Snipes in his biggest role
with all the blood going and everything. Yeah. So what was it? What was it that you were involved in that you were like, oh man, that was a fun time. I missed that. That was a great bit. That was,
Big Ass Bash was a highlight.
Oh yeah, he boxed Al Dukes.
Fighting Al Dukes. Was a
What
highlight.
year was that?
Oh, that was back when we were at NEW.
It was,
yeah.
right?
Fighting
Yeah.
Al Dukes was fun.
Who won?
I did.
Did you not like Al?
First round knockout.
But also Al
he
had
called me. He called me out.
Yeah,
he totally called me out. But that was fun. That was the best shape I was in my life because we trained for 3 months.
Oh, you really did train?
Yeah.
You had someone instruct you in boxing?
Yeah.
A real boxer?
Yeah. It was a JKD instructor, and I got my ass kicked during training, but it was fun.
Yeah.
We can't really put on a night of fights anymore, can we?
No. Those days are over.
Yeah.
I actually that night. This is how much radio's changed. Fucking Billy Staples did the Digstown challenge where he fought 10 listeners. One after another, right? So we're like, all right, this will, you know how you do when you put together a show? You're like, okay, this should take, 28 minutes. This is great. We got this whole segment taken care of. And about the fourth or fifth guy fucking just comes out and hits him. And there's Billy laying on the floor. The fucking place is going crazy. I got 6 more fucking guys wearing gloves. And I just started yelling at the wall like there was something like, what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. They're telling me that he went the full round. And then the fucking place is booing. And I'm like fucking yelling at no one. What are you fucking, you heard? All right, we've got to keep it going. The judges have said. And they're fucking smelling salts trying to get Staples up and moving.
Yeah, you're supposed to work these things. Like in the Carney days, you're not supposed to actually have him fight listeners.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? And, in the Carney days, those guys really were fucking fighting.
Yeah.
That's where the shoots came from.
They could actually win the fights, yeah.
Imagine trying to get someone to knock out a guy that works for you now. How hard that would be to fucking pull. You just can't. We'd have listeners. We used to have the blind boxing.
Yeah.
You just can't do any of that shit.
No, all of it's gone. All of it's
all lawyers.
Gone.
And it's all from lawsuits. That's people are like, why do you do the same show? You can't. They won't let you do any of that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a fucking kid in Florida. And his name was Billy the Phone Freak, and he was just this pale, skinny kid. And I'm on the air, and I said, the fucking funny thing is as skinny and weak as this fucker is, he can beat any woman in a fight. The fucking phones are blowing up. Women want to fight him. So we take him out the first fight, and he's like, girl, he trained. He beats the girl. I put him like through 6 or 7 fights over the next 2 years. He's nonstop training. He's getting better and better. So I'm doing this big fucking gig in the morning. There's like 10,000 people in Tampa, and we got Randy Savage is the fucking referee. And this fucking Billy the Phone, he comes out, he looks like a fucking Navy boxer. He's just fucking nailing this chick, hits her on the fucking head. She's out and not waking up, right? She's not waking up. And I'm like, fuck, man, this is real.
You got scared.
I was scared because and a fucking Savage is next to me going, I don't know, dude. I don't think she's coming back. I've seen this happen before. I'm like, shut up, man, please. My whole fucking career. I've got kids in private school.
Well, you guys had you had sanctioned the bout and gotten the proper insurance.
Yeah. We didn't even have a fucking medic sitting by. Just a fucking woman that our fucking producer knocked the fuck out.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it fucking crazy? This when you look back at some of the chances, like how that was a lawsuit or that was the end of the career,
and that Randy Savage would just be associated with it too.
I don't know, brother. It doesn't look good. He would not give me a fucking positive vibe.
When did you finally wake up?
It was like a minute or so, like a fucking minute, 2 minutes, and it was like that entire time. You can't breathe. You cannot fucking breathe. You're like, we fucking killed a woman.
Brain damage, yeah.
I had Don Vito, and this is before he did the BAM show.
Is he dead now?
Yeah. And he was a guy that I knew from my old neighborhood. So this was even before Jackass. He used to come down and do shit on my show. And we had a fucking chicken wing and beer eating contest. And on the way home, we put him with the 6-finger boy to go back to his place. He fucking was laying back and he threw up in his own throat. And the kid didn't fucking tilt his head, just let him sit there with puke in it. And he fucking went brain dead. And I come home from my show. You know what it's like doing mornings. You're fucking exhausted in the afternoon. I don't have to tell you guys. And getting calls from the hospital. And I go there. And they said he's in a coma and he's fucking brain dead. And I'm like, motherfucker. And I'm like, I got to call his fucking family. And there's one guy in his family. And I'm like, I hope that fucker doesn't take it personal. Because I remember he hit somebody in the head with a brick when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like, I got to fucking figure out a way.
Right.
And I was talking to his parents about flying them down. And they're fucking crying. And then he just fucking sits up like the Undertaker, starts fucking pulling hoses out of himself. And the doctors are like, we're going to run some more tests. And he's like, fuck you. I'm leaving here. This is fucking ridiculous. And they said, you had no brain activity. And he goes, because I was sleeping. And now I'm in this weird fucking thing. But literally, like, I went from this guy's dead, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, to please, you get out of your shoes. I saw him put on his pukey shoes and just go down the fucking hall trying to put on his clothes because he didn't want to miss out on his Florida vacation.
Why didn't your guy turn him over?
He's a fucking idiot. I mean, the guy had 6 fingers. He's a fucking circus freak. He literally had 2 fucking baby fingers coming out on the other side of his baby finger. You can't count on him.
No. Yeah, in hindsight,
6 you can.
Yeah,
in hindsight.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter is remembering when Earl had to be wheeled out of the building after he faked passing out after being sprayed by liquid ass, going so far to say that he had memory loss about the entire incident. You know why I remember that? I rode to the hospital with him because I rode with an audio recorder just to make sure that we got everything, because that happened on O&A.
I got flipped over.
Right, that happened on O&A, and you guys were trying to get updates because Ron and Fez was on right after us at the time, and so we had to try to get Earl to the hospital and try to snap him out of it so we could get him back to 57th Street before Ron and Fez was over so we could get the update in.
Why did you have memory loss?
No, I got flipped on my head. I got knocked out.
By who?
Febreze? What's his name? Danny schoolboyed me. And I flipped over and I landed on my head.
That's right, Danny.
Apple boy.
Danny was crouched behind him.
Danny Ross?
Yeah.
And I went and I landed
Who
on the
pushed
back of my, I don't remember. I guess I don't
You have
remember.
memory loss
You got pushed. Okay.
I got pushed and I landed on my head. The only thing I remember was when I was in the hospital, when they were like looking me over. No, actually, I was in the ambulance and I was like, "How did I get here?"
Did you pass out from the liquid ass?
No,
I'll tell you,
I got
he didn't.
knocked out. I got flipped over and landed on the back of my head.
He didn't break the whole time he was in the hospital. The whole time he was in the hospital, the ambulance, it was. I don't remember. I don't remember what happened. How did I get here?
He's not a fucking squealer. He is not a squealer, man.
No.
You're
Or a
good
liar.
people.
I believe him.
No,
I totally believe you.
I
He's a liar.
still don't remember what happened.
I totally believe Earl.
But do you believe what he said about no showing on Ron at the show?
Yeah, he fucked up. 100%.
But he didn't even give an answer.
Yeah, I said I blew my spot.
Blew his spot. There was a lot happening. He was kind of enjoying the show.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Jim's got a lifelong defense of Earl.
I'm Team Earl.
Because Earl took the Black Sabbath photo.
Oh, that's right.
That was Ronnie. Ronnie gave me his pass, too.
But fucking Earl never. So here's what happened to that. And this is really because it fucking went into Jim's book that Earl was a hero. So Earl has passes to this, and it's Sabbath, and he, I'm going to go with him, and I go, Jimmy's the guy who fucking loves Sabbath. Give him my ticket. And Earl went and took full credit and said, here's my ticket.
Did I not credit you in the book?
No.
My terrible apologies.
No. You didn't know at the time.
That was Earl.
You
That was
had
on
no
Earl.
idea.
Oh, okay.
And then when I read the book, I went, motherfucker, I could have been in this book that I love.
Right. And instead, you just got to read about Earl.
Yeah.
Story of your life, right?
Earl did take a good picture, and Earl didn't walk backstage with me. We just walked back there like we belong there.
Yeah, that's fucking great. That was the greatest night of your life.
It will never be surpassed.
I'll tell you, we talked about when we were out in LA and we were talking about the wildfires. I asked Jim, what's the one thing you would take out of your house if it was burning down? And immediately, it was like my Sabbath photo.
Because that's signed by all of them.
Right.
Holding their trophy. I mean, what am I, a dick? I got to take
And that was like the very beginning of you being able to have those kind of experiences, right?
Well, no, it was 2006.
Oh, was it that late?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was earlier.
I came home early. I left the comedy festival a day early because there was anticipated snowstorm. So I left the Aspen Comedy Festival.
So you can make sure that you were back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Earl, you must have been proud in that moment, knowing that mission accomplished.
He was so happy because I think you had lunch with Iommi.
That day, me, him, and Steve Carlisi, and Iommi's. They talked about putting a possible Tony Iommi show on Sirius or on XM at the time,
Right.
and I knew that it wasn't going to happen. Probably, we went for lunch and had a great time. And Steve was good because he talked to Tony's guy a lot. So me and Tony just ate Cobb salads and chatted away.
You did,
yeah.
You liked it,
but Tony made that picture happen because Ozzy was walking away. And he goes, "Oz, come back." And he got Ozzy back for me.
I also remember how you totally took over the press room during the Q&A.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking great.
Because you you're supposed to sit down. He stands up, and the TV cameras are in the back, so he's completely blocking the TV cameras. And they're screaming at him. He could care less.
Right. I have footage of that. You can hear me in the background, but you could. It's very faint because it's not taped properly. But I was just shouting out fan questions, and Earl took black and white photos. I put one on Instagram recently. Photos by Earl Douglas.
But the thing was, he asked the best questions.
Of course, he's obsessed.
But because everyone's
Those
like,
guys don't give a fuck.
I remember one guy was like, "When are you guys on tour?" They were already on tour.
It happens all the time.
But they did like those guys. I'm sitting in this room full of so-called journalists, and they didn't know homework. And he came in and just great questions.
He's a super fan. He's like, this is my press conference.
One of those, they were never the critics' favorites.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they always act like they're doing a fucking favor when they talk to those guys.
Yeah, they really were shitty.
Yeah.
And I just kind of stood up and just asked questions.
You didn't mind that you were taking the press's questions?
I will never forget how annoyed they were. Sit down. I was like, yeah, but do you think that you guys...
Right, that's fucking great, though.
The camera guys like, sit the fuck down.
Because they were going to ask garbage.
Yeah.
They were going to ask garbage. And they were only going to ask Ozzy. You know, they weren't going to acknowledge the other guys, so fuck them.
Did those sexy model shots that you took, are those still on Google and everything? You remember when you had Earl do a sexy fashion shoot?
Who?
I don't
remember
know.
You were naked. You got your feet up in the air.
Yeah,
I mean, I can see the photo.
They were good. It was a good photo.
I had so much fun.
Wait,
doing
you
that.
were naked in a photo?
Yeah, because remember I took shots of Lily, then we flipped the scenario where they shot pictures of me.
I'm now like Earl. I'm fucking blanked out by all kinds of experiences.
Look up, Troy, look up Black Earl. I mean, that's...
Naked.
Yeah, Black Earl naked. Try that. I bet it'll come up. Okay, yeah, that's...
no, this
I think that's a different Earl.
Yeah, definitely. Ron and Fez. Right?
Yeah.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah.
Black Earl, Ron and Fez.
That's
yeah.
a hung in shape Earl. Oh, there's
Yeah,
Lily and Sam. Wow, these are old pictures.
Yeah,
Wow,
really-
Sam, you look like a baby.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that picture of Lily. Yeah, it's a good picture.
Earl took that picture.
Yeah, he did.
But then we had the exact same
All right,
pose.
now I do remember that picture.
I remember her picture. I don't.
Yeah.
The exact same pose, but it was Earl, but it looks like it's been scrapped from the internet.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Probably
I
too many
mean-
people jerking off to it.
You think that's what
That's
it was?
probably
know,
a
I
big
did.
fucking problem.
Did you ever have people coming up to you when you were trying to manage the vibe at the Hard Rock, like that were radio fans of stuff that you had done?
Oh, all the time.
And what would they say?
No, they were like, loved you on the air. Say hi to the guys. You know,
Why are you making out with a guy though? Was
That's
that a
East
sexual-
Side Dating.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, was that like a sexual relation? You
No,
look like
they
you're-
were-
You see how into it Earl is. Look at his face.
Yeah, his hand is all down, like oh,
he grabbed me by the back of the neck and just.
Oh, I know the drill.
But your shirt's like your whole chest is exposed in that photo.
By the way, Jimmy, I didn't get a chance to talk to you about your set at fucking Gervais. That was so goddamn funny.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
And so fucking edgy.
Thank you, man.
I can't believe how far that you're taking that unsuspecting audience. That's what was killing me.
Thank you, man.
That was really, really funny.
Yeah, you were great too. It was a really good night, man. I appreciate it.
He was fun to hang out with that night, right?
He was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just it was just the three of us in the green room chatting and eating snacks. It was really
Yeah.
it was a nice night.
Yeah, I saw Jim at Caroline's. Like, was that last weekend? Right?
Yeah.
It was over Thanksgiving, and there is a bit that I told you that I liked. That it's like you sit there waiting to see if the audience is going to go on this ride. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then when they do,
Yeah.
it's like there you got them.
But
You know
it's
what I mean?
never 100% of them.
Right, no.
There's always some people like, what?
Yeah, there's always a couple of
Yeah.
uncomfortable people.
Okay,
There's Earl.
That's really nice.
Earl, why is your face so much darker than your body? Were you aware of that? Your shoulders are light.
Is that me? I mean, it looks like they superimposed my
No.
head on
No.
me.
No, that's you, Earl.
I recognize the feet.
Yeah, I know those legs
Those-
anyway.
I would recognize those heels from across the room.
I'm going to tell you something,
How
Earl.
sexy you are.
I would have expected a little more definition in the leg. You're skinny. You're in good shape, but just not a ton of muscle.
And the dark face is probably be a camera flash or a lighting issue.
It had to be.
It looks like you. Yeah, it looks like you have Sammy Sosa torso.
No, you look good though.
Sammy Sosa?
Yeah.
We can't see your glutes, unfortunately, because you're known for those.
Is that what you'd like to see?
Well, I mean, Earl is known. I mean, look, he's a great guy. He's got a phenomenal ass.
The sad thing that you can't tell from here is he was shitting while this was happening.
Yeah, he was donkey tailing it.
Do you like this shot? I mean, you look good.
No, it just
I like
looks
that you
very awkward.
kept the bow tie on.
Why? You got the fucking hand on the face. You're super sexy. You got the tie.
You could have married a Kardashian.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because the husbands always turn out well.
Yeah, they go
They do.
through
You could have fucked. Why not? Lamar Odom made it.
What do you think of everything that's gone on with Kanye West since he married Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, I was a fan, and now I'm just like, he needs to.
Is it the MAGA hat?
He needs to go away.
The MAGA hat's too much?
It wasn't even that. I think he's just sick in the head.
I see.
He's legitimately sick in the head, and he needs like medical attention.
Yeah.
Well, he's on medication. I mean, he's not doing anything destructive. I mean, he's still putting out music and shoes. He makes an ass out of himself sometimes on Instagram, but who cares? Like he's not doing anything that's hurting him.
Right?
He's still working, and he sat with the president. He literally held court with the president.
He's the only guy I ever saw shut Trump up.
Dude,
Trump just sat there.
Well, Trump liked that there was a famous black guy who likes him.
Right.
So he was like, oh my God, this is great press.
Especially a young guy?
A young guy like that, a relevant guy.
Yeah.
Who loves him.
Well, he took over that press conference.
He did. It was uncomfortable. He didn't say a lot of important things.
No.
Earl, did you think he said important things?
Not at all. I mean, he was just, I'm watching, I'm cringing.
He missed his spot.
Yes.
He was too far in the back.
Well, look, I'm glad the whole thing happened. Even if Earl did miss his spot.
No, it was all.
I'm so happy Earl is back.
Yeah, I'm glad Earl's back too. Like I said, just
and I hope
seeing
Fez
him
comes
around.
back once in a while too. I miss seeing Fez around and talking to Fez.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to wait another 3 years to shock people again. You know what I mean? You got to build it up. He comes back
definitely.
next time, and people are like, "Hey,
Oh yeah, he does
hey,
this now.
Fez." Yeah,
Right.
that's what fucking happens. It's always the first thing that all people ever remember anyway. I mean, all we needed to do was just walk him out, and that could have ended it. He could have turned around and
Could have
left.
just waved and left.
Yeah, and that could have been Earl too. Earl actually got a big pop that night too.
I was kind of surprised when I looked at the photos that there wasn't some kind of shared stage space between you and Fez and Earl, but then that would be explained by the fact that he didn't.
We couldn't find him.
Yeah, he was gone.
We could not find him.
He went on walkabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, which happened. Now, did you ever get a medical reason as to why Febreze made you unconscious?
Apparently, I don't know what's in it, but I had this. I remember I had 2 CAT scans, which is I hate. I want to never get another one. And they found some kind of a blockage in right here.
He's pointing to his temple. I mean, in the nose.
Like right. I don't know where.
What's the blockage? You can't breathe well, or you think
From his
that
old coked up days back at NEW.
Well, the boxing might have been maybe something got caved
Yeah,
in.
the boxing
Could have been the boxing
Could have been the
career.
boxing. Maybe Al Dukes fucking broke your face.
He never laid a glove on me. But
Well,
Just had to make it hurt still. You can tell he's very prideful of that Al Dukes victory.
He is. Al had
Just had to rub it in a little bit.
Al had the flu and was in an ambulance before this thing, getting liquids, and the crowd was fucking shaking the ambulance back and forth, chanting a pre-woke name for a homosexual.
Oh gosh!
They were yelling Norton?
So Earl beat a sick man.
Yeah, and then tore up his master's degree in the middle of the fucking ring.
Did you do that?
It was really great theater. It was, yeah.
Yeah, he had a master's degree. I think,
He ripped it up.
I think he went to.
We made fun of him because he had a master's degree in communications.
I did like the whole Stone Cold thing. And I was just like,
that's great.
Tossing into the crowd.
And now Al is over at the sports station, and he was heavily involved with the guy who got in the gambling thing.
Carton.
Yeah, he was.
Craig Carton.
He's the morning show
Yeah,
guy,
Al
producer.
was setting up these rich guys and getting their checks from them and being part of that.
Al Dukes is actually involved in the crime.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
wow.
involved in the crime.
Wow.
They still haven't pressed charges.
That's something we should.
He's trying to lay low.
Yeah.
So he was behind a lot of it.
Yeah.
You mean the stuff that Craig Carton? He's guilty. He went to jail.
He's not in jail yet, is he?
He's guilty. They haven't sentenced him yet.
When's his sentencing?
That is a very weird thing. I never know how that works. I know with black people it happens fast.
Right.
With Craig, it's taken some time.
January, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, maybe he's gonna have Christmas at home, which would be
hopefully.
nice. But I hope he turns state's evidence on Al Dukes.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
Al
that'd be
was
great.
involved in every part of that.
He facilitated a lot of it?
Yes, all of it. All of it.
Earl, there's an article in the paper today that OJ's ex-manager is saying that he's making a documentary where he's saying not only did OJ kill Nicole, but he knows that OJ had help killing Nicole. Does that bother you?
It confirms what I said all along. Everyone's like, did he do it by
each with their
himself?
own.
I was like, he had to have had help.
Why?
I thought you were an OJ is innocent guy.
That case, I was like, I would have
killed her.
Earl's always been the self-defense guy.
Yeah.
No, I always contended that he never did it by himself. He had to have had
Why
help.
did you think that?
The way they,
'Cause he's OJ, you
the way
know?
the prosecution set that case up, I was like, there's no way he was in his 50s at that point?
Yeah.
2 arthritic knees, climbs a fence, kills 2 people, runs. It's
Yeah,
impossible.
but he's still a world-class athlete.
Sure. I mean, there's no way. I mean, but I understand what you're saying, though. Like, with his knees, there's no way he could kill a fucking blonde ex-wife.
Well, he had a knife.
But they said he ran, he climbed a fence, he climbed another
Adrenaline.
fence.
You guys see what's going on over here.
People fight. You know, there's a lot of times in a UFC fight, guys will fight with a broken hand.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
All
All
the
the
boxers
time.
do it.
Yeah.
Fight with a broken jaw. I think Ken Norton broke Ali's jaw, and it's halfway through the fight, he fought.
Well,
Dude,
you
but
ever had this? Like, you were sick, or you had a flu or something. You go up on stage, and then you're fine.
The adrenaline, it kills
and then
it.
You come back off stage,
Yep.
and you slowly.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not sick anymore.
pain
And
goes
you are.
away, and,
Yeah.
and your sickness goes away, and then when you walk off, the adrenaline does give you an ability to do stuff. Sure.
I think if he had help, though, it was a pulling guard. I really would go back and look at the offensive line at that time.
I really do hope it just comes out that Cato was behind it the whole time. He was right under our noses.
I would fucking love it if it was Cato.
Yeah. So you think he was involved?
Yeah. Of
You
course
do.
he was.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he did the killing, or do you think that he didn't?
Maybe he was
didn't
just
do
a
all of it?
lookout. Maybe Charlie did the killing, and he said, that's not what we came to do.
Well, who was that fourth person's blood that they found at the scene?
Charlie.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, I think AC was there, Cato was there.
They didn't find a fourth person's
No,
blood?
they did not.
Just the three? The
What's
two
the
people that died and...
OJ.
Okay.
Wasn't Robert Kardashian? They said he took
The
the
kid?
bag.
The email he may have, yeah.
They said he took the bag that had the bloody clothes.
That was
in it.
speculated, sure.
But I saw David Schwimmer did it on the series, and there was nothing in the bag.
Nothing at all.
I
Just-
say,
No.
when David Schwimmer did it, there was nothing in there.
I never watched his series.
It was great.
good?
It was
very good.
unbelievable.
I saw the real thing, so I was, you know what I mean?
No, but the series was actually really like you think it's gonna be cheesy, but it's like it was well done. Hey, did you see the interview OJ did in 2006 that was finally aired?
The If I Did It interview?
I never saw it.
Why? It's OJ's words.
I tapped out on OJ the second.
You should watch that though. You'll be more convinced that he didn't do anything wrong.
You mean when he's switching pronouns and jumping from hypothetical to literal?
God. Well, why did that happen? I was tired. Oh boy.
I mean, I might have been if.
You know what I mean?
More Best of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts on the way. The Jason Ellis Show.
Thomas Hayden Church, I believe, is.
What? Thomas?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You were talking about your dilemma with your daughter. I have a dilemma myself. I mean, look, Tully and Kevin, you guys are a lot closer to being teenage girls than Jason and I. But Jason and I have teenage daughters.
Right, so we got all sides of this debate covered.
Live, 5 p.m. East, replay at 5 p.m. West, and on demand anytime.
Tennis fans, get ready for a Sirius XM Town Hall event.
Jim Courier, French Open champion.
Join me, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, and Hall of Famer Jim Courier. We'll talk about some of his biggest moments and get his thoughts on today's superstars, Fed, Nadal, and Djokovic. And we'll get Jim's take on the upcoming U.S. Open. It's the Sirius XM Town Hall with Tennis Channel's Jim Courier and me, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, this afternoon at 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. And on Amazon, Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in your house.
Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we brush it off, we blame ourselves, or we avoid it pretty much because we're ashamed. But with Roman, it's easy to talk about it with a real healthcare professional who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, safe, totally discreet. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction. Say it, call it what it is. You can do this all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. The healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. Getting started is very simple. You go to GetRoman.com/Teft. TEFFT, and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, embarrassing to talk about, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a healthcare professional. Go to getroman.com/teft. If approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of erectile dysfunction treatment. GetRoman.com/teft.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-981-9332. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-981-9332. That's 800-981-9332. 800-981-9332. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Bill O'Reilly here for Home Title Lock. When life is in chaos, your home is your safe haven, your most valuable asset. Imagine losing your home to an online scammer. In an instant, you have no place to live and your home, your security, no longer yours. The crime is called home title theft. It happened to a friend of mine. It's one of the fastest growing crimes in the country, which is why you need Home Title Lock. The title to your home is online, where thieves can find it and forge your signature on a quitclaim deed. It then appears you sold your home. They can borrow against the house and leave you with payments. Your bank and insurance will not cover you, but you can avoid this nightmare with Home Title Lock. Please go to HometitleLock.com, register your address to see if you're already a victim, and use code RADIO for 30 free days of protection to help you through the crisis. That's code RADIO at HometitleLock.com.
Sirius XM, Channel 103. Faction Talk. Soft-tastic, smooth-fisticated, calm-tacular. Sirius XM's Yacht Rock Radio. The Doobie Brothers. Ambrosia. Toto and more from the golden age of soft rock. Yacht Rock Radio, sailing the seas of smooth on Sirius XM Channel 70, and listen with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
Friday nights, a new era of WWE Smackdown is on Fox.
Oh my God!
Featuring your favorite WWE superstars, all ready to put the smack back in SmackDown. And don't forget, I'm still the big dog, Roman Reigns.
There it is!
New yard,
This is awesome!
same rules, but read that. Fridays won't know what hit it. Friday Night Smackdown at 8 p.m. on Fox.
Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we brush it off, we blame ourselves, or we avoid it pretty much because we're ashamed. But with Roman, it's easy to talk about it with a real healthcare professional who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, safe, totally discreet. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction. Say it, call it what it is. You can do this all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. The healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. Getting started is very simple. You go to getroman.com/teft, TEFFT, and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, embarrassing to talk about, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a healthcare professional. Go to getroman.com/teft. If approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of erectile dysfunction treatment. GetRoman.com/teft.
Your dog's health is too important to feed some highly processed burnt brown kibble. Make the switch to the Farmer's Dog. It's real food made fresh and delivered right to your door. The Farmer's Dog is made from fresh meat and vegetables, gently steamed to ensure only nutrient-rich whole foods end up in your dog's bowl. No high-heat processing, no preservatives to keep it shelf-stable for years. Just real, fresh food. The Farmer's Dog worked with top vets to create complete and balanced recipes, so you know your dog is getting the nutrition needed to thrive. And it's pre-portioned just for them, so you don't have to worry about under or overfeeding. The Farmer's Dog makes it simple to give your dog a truly healthy diet. Start today by going to thefarmersdog.com/SXM, and you'll save 50% on your first box and get free shipping. That's thefarmersdog.com/SXM for 50% off your first box with free shipping. Thefarmersdog.com/SXM.
My name is Eddie Williams. I've been driving for about 4 years. One of the great things about the JB Hunt 360 is you can access it anywhere at any time to see freight from any part of the United States. I like the ability to still negotiate rates while picking freight not only for today but for the future. You can't beat that. The app is amazing. It's easy. It's a great tool to have. JB Hunt 360 is leading the way.
Set up your account today at jbhunt.com/carrier360.
We are back with more Best Of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Together? Well, yeah, that's no surprise.
Stutter, like,
Microphone. Stop yelling at the guests.
He's physically stuttering. I didn't know are we on air?
We are.
Welcome to me.
Troy, why do you only give the female guests a hard time? Like what?
It's just playful flirtation.
He's trying to flirt with me.
How's it going?
Nah.
Exactly. That's that.
We've been cool last couple times.
No, we're not cool. We just don't have chemistry or anything like that.
I'm fine with that, but it's just
you're still trying.
I think he has like a base level thing he just does with like hot chicks like me.
Wow, I wouldn't say hot.
Super hot. Sorry, you're right. Super hot chicks like me.
You're barely fuckable.
Is he negging you?
Obviously, he's still continuing to try to neg me.
I said you're barely fuckable.
I shaved my shins this morning. Nothing can stop me. I was listening to Gloria all the way here. Can we please play that song today? Please,
of course.
Sam.
Of course we can.
Oh my God. That song is so funny too, because if you listen to the lyrics, it's about a full-on breakdown of a woman. You know, it's just like the process of a woman aging. Have you listened to the lyrics?
No, I haven't listened to the lyrics. I didn't know. We'll get into it.
Hi, Rob. How's the wife?
I think.
Does she know I'm blowing you?
I think that Troy. By the way, Rob's wife.
Okay, well,
you're being very weird and flirtatious. Here's the thing about Troy, right?
Troy, let me just smile.
Troy needs.
I hiked
to know on some level.
Because you stopped talking. So
no, that's in Nyack.
I'm an idiot. Hi, Jim. Good morning.
That's like right by Jersey. Okay. That's not Westchester at all.
Is it? God, I'm an idiot.
You went hiking?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I guess.
Yeah, it's good for a few minutes.
On the weekend, on the Sunday before.
Hiking or swimming?
Yes, they were intense. I don't know. I guess that's like a thing. Like you go and like put a tent up like around the lake.
It's called camping.
Yeah, like right but next to each other, so close. But then there was like other like, and I mean, I'm not making this up, but there were sort of like, you know, Muslim people, like women in burqas that were deeper into the woods hiking. Yes.
Where did you go?
Bear Mountain.
This doesn't seem like a hiking trail. Yeah. It seems like a wooded area.
She was in Kandahar.
Yeah. Did I stumble upon a refugee camp?
It seems like that.
I don't know. I thought it was just, I mean, it was nice. We took my dog, we walked around the circle and we went back.
Look
it was
at you.
Pretty.
How long of a walk?
Probably like 20 minutes.
That's fine. That's doable.
Right?
Yeah. Anything more is. Why you went all the way to Bear Mountain to walk for 20 minutes?
Listen, I'm trying to let my boyfriend be the leader in these romantic adventures. I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I like getting, look, that's us. It was nice. We got seltzers.
That's a nice pick.
So what did you do? Just go home after that?
I had this preteen ticket. Yeah, I went home and fucked a lot, Sam.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you getting defensive?
I'm not. I'm just, you're saying.
You drove all the way to Bear Mountain.
To walk for 20 minutes. Yeah.
To walk for 20 minutes.
Briskly.
And then you drove back home?
Our heart rates were up.
It's a nice mountain in the back.
It's pretty, right?
It is good.
Yeah, but that's why people spend more than 20 minutes there.
They do.
It doesn't make any sense.
What are you doing
I
here,
know
though?
what happened.
What happened?
She had to shit.
We're going home. It's not untrue. He took me to delis and stuff. We got sandwiches. He loves
How many delis did you go to?
I think 3 different delis over the course of the weekend.
Oh.
She had to shit in the store. Let's get out of here, honey. I want to fuck.
That's right. Drop a hot one.
Let me freshen up.
Yeah.
In there for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Delis.
Right.
And they're dirty.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of people take pride, especially in the Westchester, in having good delis.
So,
But
I think he'd be excited to hear you say that.
he's right. Okay.
He hates New York delis. Doesn't hate New York delis, but says delis outside of New York are much better.
They are. Yes, they are. Yeah. Delis in New York because they're bodegas / deli. He's 100% right.
All right, maybe that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're full into relationship life. You're leaving the city now and doing little hiking trips with your pet dog. And
I am a one-man woman. He started making me do this sign.
what does that mean?
The finger at the foot. Well, one finger
number
up.
one, man, the M down.
Right.
That's man?
And then you flip it. I'm a one-man woman. Monogamy.
Is that what you do?
I hope you do that in LA and get shot. Whatever those signs are. You offend the wrong person.
I'm in love. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. It's nice to be in love, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, good for you.
It'll end soon.
You think
Maybe.
so?
Well, I don't know.
What's
You
your
don't cheat
longest
on 'em.
relationship that you've been in?
8 years, but it was
Okay.
tumultuous.
You faithful?
During that one, no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
There was some infidelity there, but I feel really good about being faithful. I don't feel like running around. I'm too busy. I'm focused. I'm doing great.
Weather beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you want to have a baby?
Fuck you. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind one.
So you're ready
I
for him
have
to
a-
give you a baby?
You just gave 3 answers.
I have a little time though. I got my period late. My eggs are pretty fresh, I think. If
You hope.
Oh, I see. You got your. So you're saying later in life, so that the cycle
pushes
started
everything
later.
back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way.
Yes, it
I don't
does.
think so either.
Shut
Does he like that you have a tiny vagina?
Yes.
He does.
Oh yeah, of course. We have wonderful lovemaking.
That's good.
I didn't realize that it was documented that you had a tiny vagina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was born with it shut. It's called vaginal fusion. Have
Really?
I told you this, Sam?
Yeah, it's,
I
it's
guess
also a
I
great
don't
band.
Vaginal fusion.
And a great restaurant too. A lot of sashimi.
So they had to open it up
Yeah.
medically
Yeah, well, yeah, they just use steroid creams. Every morning my mom would have to put this cream on me.
until it would
So she was 17.
Mom, I can do it myself. No.
But it doesn't have any deformities.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's great. I mean, I think that's the goal, a tight vagina. I mean, no offense. I don't want to say anything about who you're sleeping with, but
I mean, why are you getting so
I'm
defensive?
not. But you're like, why is that deformed? Because it's just
You
when
were
it's
born with
tight.
a closed vagina, and you're getting mad at follow-up questions. What's wrong with you?
It just was it's tight. It's still very tight.
Tight as a nickel.
I'll take your word for it.
I know. I'm sorry.
Joe Mackey's outside.
Sorry.
Joe Mackey
Yeah.
doesn't mind a person talking to him. Maybe we'll bring
No.
Joe Mackey in here. Troy
You're
got her all
so
worked
crazy. I know. He slammed the door on me
Why are you
twice.
all worked up? You
Because
turned on?
Troy is flirting with her because she's not attracted to him.
No, I'm not flirting.
And it drives him crazy. Troy likes for every woman that comes in here to have kind of at least he doesn't need to sleep with everybody,
Sure.
but he needs them to have a baseline attraction to him. And she doesn't. She's not interested.
No, we're just
She's
friends.
not interested in Troy, and
If I
drives him
was-
kind of crazy.
In my drinking days, it might have happened. I don't know how that makes you feel about yourself, but
Probably not that great, right?
Yeah,
Troy?
if I was loaded, I might.
Right.
I mean, she's fine. She's like a 5.
You see what I mean?
Visually.
we're both being really defensive, both Troy and I.
She's funny. I really enjoy when she's in here, but she's a 5.
Those are not a 5's legs.
Hey, Jimmy!
Plus, you see
Team
her
fan.
you see her putting her ass all over Instagram.
Yeah, it's okay.
Come on.
I mean,
I'm
come
gonna put my ass all
on.
over your driveway in Westchester.
Okay, I don't know what that means,
I don't either.
but I think it's a good thing.
Karen and Troy are going back and forth, Joe.
Oh yeah, it's very
Joe
erotic.
Mackey's here, and I know it's
Joe Mackey.
I know it's Joe Mackey because
Well, I'll
his
stop
idea
that
is stuck
sexual
on
tension.
Put that to a stop right now, Joe.
Enough of this tomfoolery, you guys.
Welcome, Joe Mackey. I'm glad that you're here.
Oh, I'm glad I'm here too. Nice to be here.
Explain to Joe what we were just talking about, Karen. I don't even know what it's called, what you were born with.
Oh, vaginal fusion. I was born with my vagina shut, and it just had to be slowly opened with a steroid cream.
Be careful, Joe, because if you ask any follow-up question, she takes it as if you're being offensive.
Well, he was just painting it in sort of like a negative light, and I just...
You had your vagina
I didn't say
shut.
it was bad.
No, not you.
It's bad if your vagina's shut.
Oh, there was steroid cream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So my
pussy got flagged by USADA.
my pussy's neck got really big.
And when did that stop? When was everything okay?
I think like 3 or 4. Like I stopped developing memories sort of about it. I remember it, but like.
So if everything was back to normal by 3 or 4, why are you going around saying you have a small vagina now?
Because it remained so.
This is like you saying, well, I started my period late, so everything is later. Just because your vagina opened late doesn't mean that it hasn't been worn the fuck out. You know what I mean?
It's like a starfish, though. It goes right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my voice to get deeper, but it'll happen.
It will. It will. Maybe you need
Don't take steroids, though, huh?
Yeah.
No.
I guess not.
You'll get a vagina opening.
Well, if you're a bad girl. I like that you talk about that. I respect that.
Yeah.
When did you start talking about that? That came out on Chip?
Probably. Chip really gets in my head, you know?
Yeah.
So in sync.
Well, that's the thing about going on Chip. It's always a risk because, you end up revealing so much.
Right,
Yeah.
I know.
He's a
learn
master
something.
interviewer.
He really
Yeah.
is. He
Yeah.
twists and turns things. You're embarrassed. You're proud one moment.
Yeah.
Then you feel bad. It's crazy.
How does your boyfriend feel about you being so public about all your
He's
everything?
he's really fine. He's really
He
cool.
doesn't care.
Yeah, no.
Good for him. He's a confident guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like crazy hot. He knows what he wants to do.
What does he want to do?
He like wants to be like like a personal trainer type person.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably like cheat on me with his clients.
Yeah,
I
aren't you
would think
afraid
so,
that some
yeah.
rich lady with a great body will fuck him?
Is that such a bad thing?
Or would you like it, or would you?
I don't know if I didn't know about it though. I feel like you could probably get away with it. I also was like, I could just show up to every one of his sessions and like bring him like a smoothie and just like reign with fear.
The thing about women is guys like when they're clingy.
Do you?
I love it. Yeah. If you're just around all the time.
Yeah, I hate time with my friends.
Yeah.
I always want my girl there.
Oh, yeah. It's better. It's better.
Much
it's like,
better.
this was good. Now it's so much better because somebody is making sure I behave myself. And
But
people like that.
I'm never around though. I'm always busy.
Oh,
So,
excuse me.
Sorry.
I
Sorry to
didn't
let you
realize.
down. I'm not that type of girl.
Okay. All right. I mean, it sounded like, you were proposing showing up at his personal training
But
session.
when I said that, I was like, that's going to make me like really, I can maybe get someone else to do that.
Smart.
He'll
Hire,
walk
like,
in,
a
he'll have his
private
hand,
investigator.
his hand on the small of her back, guiding her. A lot of male trainers guide their female clients. I see that all the time.
It makes me nervous. Like when I see those big trainer guys, I'm like, I feel like I would probably inevitably get wet at some point by accident. Not like you just can't help but like get aroused in those some situations.
Joe, is that the way you feel about your personal trainer?
I can't speak to that, but
Right.
a lot of women have that problem at my comedy shows. Don't feel good for the custodial staff after those.
It's tough, huh?
Yeah,
They're all wet, huh?
Yep.
You got to put that fucking. They have to drop that sand that the custodian will put down when you puked.
Like sawdust?
Yeah, there you go, sawdust.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like an elementary school kitchen every time.
I forgot. Yeah, you'd vomit and they'd put sawdust on it.
Yeah.
Of course they would. And everybody would throw salamis and whatnot at the janitor as he tried to clean up all the puke. It was a terrible life.
Would they?
Of course. Of course.
Meanwhile, he's doing the best thing he could do, which is get the vomit smell out of the cafeteria.
Right.
Yeah, but come on. At that age, you're not trying to make sure that you're not thinking logically.
I remember the time we farted on a kid's hamburger. He walked away from the table and we put his thing down and I think Tom Naylor sat on it and farted and then put it back up. And we were all giggling, but he realized something was wrong because his burger was flat. Like he shouldn't have put a pressure on it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like sit on it
yeah.
fully.
Yeah, he did.
He knew something was
So he
up.
didn't eat it?
It's amazing the visuals from childhood. It's like that. I don't know if I'll ever see anything that makes me happier.
I did the grossest thing once. I can't believe I'm about to tell this story. Like we were playing like Truth or Dare or something, and I like pooped.
Oh.
I was probably like 12. Like I was like not that young, and I like wrapped it up in like toilet paper and like made my friend hold it.
Oh.
Jesus, how much did that cost him?
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
So gross.
Yeah.
Right? Like ew.
Who dared you to do that?
I don't think anyone did.
Truth or dare? I'm going to tell you the truth.
What story did you have at 12 that you wouldn't tell? That you had to do?
I know. Yeah, I think I just wanted to be more the center of attention.
So no, I get that. The bathroom and did it, and then came out with it.
Yeah.
The dare wouldn't have been on her. If somebody else held it, she'd be like, "I dare you
hold my log in.
I'm going to take a shit in some cellophane, and you hold it. I dare you."
You're holding it. You can feel Karen's internal temperature. Yuck.
It's like, do you have a cold, Karen?
I shit on a piece of Pepperidge Farm white, and I put the other piece on top, and I put a like the little thing in between, like a sandwich.
You just looked like you're so grossed out at me.
No, I'm not gross.
You made a shit sandwich?
You made a shit sandwich?
And I showed my friend Bill D'Angelo, and we laughed about it, and then I put it in the street, and a car ran it over.
It's funny. Yeah. Probably a little flex of your feces in the car tires.
I'm guessing.
That's funny. Yeah.
I said it to be silly.
But like, why would you think that? You're like, okay, we have this shit sandwich. What are we going to do? Oh, we can put it in the middle of the road and have a car run over
I just presented it to him on a plate. I knew he would need it, but it was just, he's like, it's gross.
Right.
We had a laugh.
That sounds funny.
Yeah. Classic childhood moments.
Yeah.
You ever do anything weird with fecal matter?
No, nothing like that. But I'm wondering, was it a paper plate?
Yes.
Did you keep? Okay, that's
good question.
Smart.
It really was.
Smart.
You can't wash that plate and keep it.
Never washes out, does it?
No, I knew I was going to do with it after, so I want to break a plate.
You knew it was going to be put in the road to be run over?
What else are you going to do with this?
No, that's a great question. Yeah, what else is there to do with it at that point?
Every time I run over poop sandwiches, I'm like, damn it, kids.
Oh, damn kids again.
All right, so she held your shit.
Yeah.
He, you said, right?
No, she.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
It was like a lesbian scat thing.
Right.
Was that what it was?
It's like
Lesbian scat?
It's like a witch, seance thing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why.
How long did she hold it for?
Nah, maybe like 10 seconds. And I was like, I think I told her, I was like, that's my poop. And she was horrified.
Oh,
she didn't know?
No.
How antisocial of you.
Why? Because I snuck away to poop?
Yeah,
that's really weird.
No, because you made someone hold it. Here, hold this sock full of goodness.
It was a dare. It was like a dare type situation. I think I was like, yeah, I'll dare you to hold whatever I come back with, and I fucking pooped.
What did she think it was?
That is so gross.
What did she think it was? You walk into the bathroom and you come out with a fucking, what you think it was, a small UFO?
Right. That's on her a little then. She should have known.
So it wasn't clear plastic wrap?
No, it was toilet paper. Like wrapped it up in paper.
It probably soaks through like fucking when you have when you have oatmeal cookies in a napkin. The grease will soak through at the bottom.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, you could definitely probably feel the heat, but I don't know.
Most of the time you think like the old pranks are like, oh, whoever falls asleep first, we're going to freeze your underwear. Woo!
They would do that?
Yeah.
In Westchester.
But you go like, I'm not a girl who went to girl slumber parties.
Oh. Yeah, it
But-
sounds like our parties were pretty.
I didn't realize that you guys were shitting it in paper and
like you
handing
take
it to each
the
other.
underwear out of the freezer. I mean, would it be solid? Can you put on a frozen pair of underwear? I mean,
That would be the gag, I think. Was the whole joke.
all right, so wait a minute.
Your
First,
underwear is frozen now. You got no underwear.
what underwear are they wearing?
Man, I don't know. It's just that's what you would do.
Everybody would go to sleep without underwear on?
I didn't go to girls' slumber parties.
Well, I'm talking about your slumber party right now. What? You went to sleep with no undies?
I didn't have slumber parties.
How many boys? Would you all sleep in the same bed?
Well, I was the only boy.
Oh.
Men.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was Sam and 4 30-year-olds.
Yeah. And trust me, they would make sure that I went to sleep first.
Yeah.
And I go, where's my underwear? They go, don't worry, it's in the freezer.
Right.
Don't worry about
Wear it
that.
tomorrow. Let it thaw out.
It's on ice.
I wonder that takes odors out if you freeze something like that.
I don't know.
They do, right?
Yeah, some people don't wash their jeans. They tell you to freeze them.
Is that what you did with the underwear that you're wearing now that you had on yesterday?
No, but I would. I'm wearing the same underwear twice.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
Did you flip them?
No.
Oh. I'll do that with a thong. I'll flip it.
Oh. You ever do that with your thongs, Joe?
No. I get a clean thong every morning.
Good for you.
It
By
makes
the way.
no seam in the pants.
Smart. Very smart. Yeah, but Joe, the only
people
thing
ask
is,
me to poop in a napkin. I'm like, I don't have to poop right now.
Was it a solid one or was it like a mess?
Yeah, it was a solid one.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a solid one. I was a healthy kid.
It was like holding a fistful of Jell-O.
Oh, God, I know. Oh, God, melted peanut butter. Ooh.
Joe's very sexy, though, because when he bends over, it's like a girl in the late 90s. Like, his shirt comes up, and you can see the top of the thong sticking out of his pants.
I get a lot of compliments.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
very good look.
Yeah, that's a real whale tail.
Joe Mackey, by the way, September 9th through the 15th is going to be in Las Vegas at the Comedy Cellar. And, of course, we know you from the Keeping Joe podcast with Sam Morrell and Phil Hanley. Karen Feehan, on the other hand, tonight will be hosting at the Stand at 8 p.m. and performing Friday at the Comedy
I'm
Store
going to go on the West Coast for a little bit.
in Los Angeles.
Just a couple days.
Why are you going?
They're flying me. My day job, Paramount Network, has started using me for like some talent stuff. So
You
they're
probably don't want to announce where you work.
That's fine, I think. And I know your fans are vicious, though. Like they're animals sometimes. But they're flying me out to do like red carpet interviews at the Alec Baldwin roast.
No, that's amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
So it should be fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't I see if I can get myself a little stage time at the Comedy Store? Because I love it there. It's so fun.
When is the roast?
So they're shooting Saturday. It'll air the 15th.
Oh, this Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I heard
be
someone
great.
was relating some of Nikki Glazer's
Oh my God,
jokes
she's
to
gonna
me.
annihilate.
They were so,
so good.
fucking funny.
It's so Really?
Someone told me, just quoted a couple of her jokes to me. They're so goddamn
I saw her
funny.
run them at the stand. She's gonna fucking destroy everybody. It's gonna be great.
When I first saw that Alec Baldwin was the next guy, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then I started thinking about all the Alec Baldwin stories that have been out there in the last like 10 years or so.
Right.
There's so much stuff.
There's a wealth of stuff there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be her, De Niro.
Yeah.
Is De Niro going to be there, or is he doing a video?
He's supposedly on the dais.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
on the he's supposedly going to be there. That's
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I guess he must be good friends with Alec Baldwin or
Right.
something.
Right.
It's going to be
Caitlyn Jenner is on the
Caitlyn
dais.
Jenner's on it.
I mean, she's sort of the Ann Coulter of this round. I feel like.
Yeah,
They're
they gave
probably-
Ann a beating, right?
Yeah.
the Mike the Situation Sorrentino.
But who else? I
Griffin,
think there's a
Chris Red.
Caroline Ray.
Jeff Ross. Is she on it too?
Yes, she was announced recently.
I guess they're friends.
Caroline Ray, yeah.
That's fantastic.
So I think hey, I love that. I think
Do they
it's
do
really
that? Do
fun.
they always get like one celebrity and kind of set them up to probably not do great?
I don't think so.
They wouldn't with Caitlyn. Comedy Central
No.
wouldn't do that
Oh,
with her.
no.
She must know him on some level. There was no way they would set her up to look terrible.
No.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple of the jokes that might be said about her.
Oh my God, it's like
They're not going to bring up the transition, are they?
I'm sure a little bit.
I would hope not.
Not only that.
It's
though.
all Olympic
not
humor.
only that.
It's all Olympic stuff.
Yeah, just a sprinkling of manslaughter stuff.
Yeah, well, that was Bruce. That wasn't Caitlyn.
Right.
That was we don't bring that
That
up.
was in the past.
Wait. No, she was Caitlyn when that
No,
happened.
she transitioned immediately after.
But
I
her
remember.
name was still.
I remember because we.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, according to his first wife, he's been transitioned since she left him. She's been going around on the hills, Brody's mom or whatever, like saying like he said he was a woman way back when.
Oh, really?
Well, before he made Kylie and Kendall.
So how do you make them?
I don't know, with his man dick. I don't fucking know how you guys work, you fucking freaks.
Some steroid cream.
Steroid cream. This is probably what it was. I think it was steroid cream.
I don't know. He's a superhuman.
You know, Burning Man ended yesterday.
Ah, shit.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, it's a
really. I
bummer.
can't believe I wanted to go there.
That was the one place I was hoping there was a mass shooting at. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, there was a death. They found a dead body.
Good.
Why didn't you like Burning
I
Man?
just hate it.
Why?
It irks me.
Why?
I don't. What's everybody doing? What are they doing?
Sometimes they're running around in the desert. Sometimes they're listening to music. Sometimes they're doing drugs. Sometimes they're in the orgy tent.
Yeah, I don't like it.
None of it.
No.
Andrew Schultz went to Burning Man like
Of course he did.
I think last year. He might have got 2 years in a row.
Did he like it?
He loved it.
Of course, there's a bunch of underage pussy walking around half naked. I'd love it too.
He did say he went to the orgy tent.
Yeah.
Although I was reading like the orgy tent now, it's like a dome. It's not like a tent,
Yeah.
but it has it has like a ton of rules now.
Oh, because you can't, like, anyone just can't go.
Right.
They have to have, there's a screening process of some sort.
You can win, but you can't touch, or you can't.
Yeah, look, but don't touch.
Say no giving dome in the dome.
I think so. I don't know if it was as cute as that. I don't know if they did a play on words like that.
No.
But yeah, no, they did a whole there's a whole list of stuff. Although I don't even think you have to go into the orgy dome because there's this DJ called DJ Flume from Australia. Troy, do you know DJ Flume?
I do. Yeah.
You know what? You must have heard about what he did at Burning Man.
Of course I did.
He reportedly his girlfriend, the girl he's seeing or whatever. I guess somebody brought a sign. Like a whiteboard and was writing messages to all the DJs on it when they were performing. And so somebody wrote on the whiteboard, "Does DJ Flume even eat ass?" and held up the sign. And this was on Instagram. He then got the girl that he was with and he started eating her ass while he was DJing
that's so
at
nice.
Burning Man.
That's so romantic.
That's why I don't respect DJing as an art form.
Tell me.
Because if you can't play guitar
and eat ass.
you
You totally can play guitar and eat ass.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you can. I mean, you're probably not going to get into every
it just
single
seems
nook
like-
and cranny, but
They seem to have a lot of free time and a lot of free body parts. Like even that picture of him, he had one hand on the thing. And he was like barely paying attention.
yeah.
Just
well,
look
what
up your
about a guy
Is
from the
this
Who
the
can do
guy?
goddamn windmills?
And his girlfriend is hot.
Of course she is.
Yeah, I think every rock star should be able to, perform analingus while they perform.
Like those old bands like Van Halen would go underneath the stage, fuck a groupie, and then go back up on stage and finish the show.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing I'm interested in is like the girlfriend's facial expressions. Like during this. Like, is she looking at the crowd? Is she like, look at him go, eat my butt. He's the best DJ boyfriend ever. Like, what is she doing? Or is she like in pure,
A state of orgasmic lust.
Out of here.
Is there a picture of it?
It
Oh
was.
my God, she's fucking sexy.
It was on Instagram.
Her face
Live?
isn't even in that. She could be a cyclops.
No, I've seen her. She's really pretty.
Wow.
She is pretty.
But they took it down. Instagram took it down because you're not supposed to post videos of analingus on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's one of their rules.
Is that her boyfriend, the DJ?
I guess. I don't know what the
She's
status of their relationship is, but I know that his tongue was in her butt at Burning Man.
Yeah.
So,
She's
I don't want to be a
hot.
traditionalist.
Man, what a nice butt.
She's hot.
Would you eat her ass, Troy?
I mean, in a second.
Yeah, me too.
On stage?
Of course.
If you go to our Twitter account, I think the video that was posted is up. You don't have to scroll up to go to our Twitter account.
I just need her full name so I can look for it.
Our Twitter account.
You lost Troy.
Our
Yeah.
Twitter account, Troy.
That's Jim
Ours.
and Sam.
I'm going to our
Sam.
search. You want me to
Sam.
search for it, right?
No, it's on our Twitter account. The
Oh, you
video.
just had it.
What do you
You just had it.
Are you off
That's
on
it.
planet?
What's that?
Are
That's
you
it.
off on planet analingus?
That's it.
Oh.
Sam.
Well,
Wow.
I
what a
mean-
great ass she has.
Karen, was I not being? Did you understand what I was saying? I mean, what the hell were you? What the hell did you think I was
Wait,
saying?
is he the DJ there every year?
Sorry, Mom.
No, he's just a DJ.
Okay.
He might have been there before, but
I
he's
think
not.
they,
like
they
that.
have rotating DJs. that
Yeah,
come in every year.
yeah, it's like a festival.
Okay.
Yeah, it says "Sorry, Mom,"
Yeah.
and he's
Let me see the ass
performing
here.
a little
What
analingus.
Why would you make it smaller?
No, because it's not
he's on
planned.
planet analingus somewhere. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
Let's expand that screen, Troy. You
Fireworks
dumb
going
man.
off.
That's a guy that would poop at a sleepover.
That's 100% right,
Like,
Jim.
I
You
don't
just have
think-
to write it on a card.
I don't
That's
think
100%
Troy
right.
could DJ and eat ass the way he's like not being able to play this video.
Troy can even look at ass eating and go to Twitter at the same time.
She has a great ass.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
copy and pasting a name to search something. I don't know what he was doing.
Well, I didn't know that I was on our Twitter.
Wait,
I only said it 9 times.
Well, I thought you said I thought I was on somebody else's Twitter. I was trying to get
Sam,
her
did
name.
you not get like a bagel this morning or something? Do you need a snack? I feel like you're like more angry today than usual.
Sam's not sleeping.
Sam doesn't like when things are not prepped on the video.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Thank you.
Irresponsibility.
Thank you. Especially when Troy, I said we tweeted it.
Right, I know.
When Troy gets lost in analingus world,
I understand.
you know,
Let's
She's
see the
shaking her
video.
ass too. Let me see it.
Let's
Is she
see-
shaking it?
Yes.
she is.
Oh, was that
She
just
She
the
was just
end?
up there for a sec. She
You
was.
just saw the end? That's the
He
whole...
jumped up and licked her. She is fucking sexy.
I mean, he didn't go and like.
She's probably
to
a sexy
completion.
Australian accent.
I bet
Oh,
she
yeah.
does.
Come on,
I bet she
lick
does.
it.
Okay, I don't know if that's what she said.
Eat it.
Lick it.
Go ahead, eat it.
I like that only had 2 favorites.
Yeah. Eat it, mate.
Eat it, mate. Eat my Vegemite out of my butt.
Yeah,
See,
he's
there
back
she
there
is.
licking.
He goes, "Yes, I do," and he does it.
And somebody from behind
Oh, I
filmed
love
him.
you.
It's kind
Yeah.
of douchey. I would film it, but I wouldn't. Oh, she put it up though.
Yeah, it was
I
on
think
her
she-
story.
Yeah, it was on her stories.
Yeah.
So, oh boy,
Well, it's really hot. Good for them.
DJ Flume.
How do you feel about ass eating?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, okay.
Joe, you don't think you could eat a girl's ass in between jokes?
I don't think so.
Like, why not?
Well, that one's not pretty enough for me. I get some pretty exclusive ladies.
I see. I mean, Jim, you could. He was only performing analingus for like 2 seconds.
I know. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
You could, right?
Yeah.
Like
While
if somebody
she had the flu.
if somebody was heckling you from the audience and she looked like that and she was like, "Yeah, you don't even eat ass," wouldn't you? You could do it,
Like, get up here.
right?
If it wouldn't ruin my career, I would eat ass on stage. Bob Levy used to eat fucking blue cheese out of girls' asses on stage.
Okay.
Blue cheese dressing.
But that was his clothes.
Yeah, it really was. Bob's Bob's
Oh, my God.
He's an animal.
The
Bob Levy.
outrage culture strikes again.
Yeah, Bob Levy was a fucking warrior.
You You know, people can't even eat blue cheese out of a girl's rectum anymore. I mean, what is this society?
Think of what we're giving up.
Right. PC, run amok. So you wouldn't, you don't think you could?
No, thanks. No, I
No,
couldn't.
not offering.
No.
Because you said that you didn't respect DJs because...
I don't even like it when someone I know is at the show. It's another thing to worry about. And you're raising the stakes just a little bit.
Yeah, you're saying that level of intimacy.
Yeah.
Not for you. They're...
No, I'm just trying to make the crowd happy.
That would.
It would?
That would, Joe. Come on.
I think it would kill. I would be, yeah, Joe!
Yeah. My career's going okay as it is.
Okay.
Right. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, it might hurt you.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But you don't think that DJs, it takes a lot to be a DJ?
I think some that compose their own music, that's probably a good thing.
Sure.
But it just seems every time I see a clip of one, it looks like anyone could do it. It's just, they're just sitting with one arm up in the air going like this.
Yeah.
Like pointing at the crowd.
Well, they went.
Like,
I think EDM.
wow, you're working hard.
Yeah, DJing and electronic music went through a little bit of a rough patch because there was that period of time where people kept posting videos of machines not even being plugged in and, and all that stuff, and it wasn't the best.
Was it really
time.
not plugged in?
No. And they're twisting like the headphone knobs.
Stop.
It's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I feel like that goes on less now.
Do you even have to be there though? Couldn't you just
Right.
press the button on the internet and have it play?
Well, I don't know if the button's on the internet. I know that.
Well, they just connect.
You're over my head with your technology right now, Joe.
I know a lot about machines.
Let me see the fake DJ exposed. I guess I've heard of it happening.
Yeah.
Did Steve Aoki get caught doing that?
Unfortunately, he did.
What was he doing? It's probably.
Bunch of the big guys got.
He was
caught.
throwing.
Oh, this is actually Aoki.
I remember this.
Yeah,
What
he
did
was.
he do?
He was throwing cake and is messing with the headphone knobs and not actually doing anything. You know, because you could pre-record a mix technically,
Right.
and just kind of go for it.
Oh yeah.
Who are those guys?
They pointed out.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know if they're his team or I don't know who they are.
Oh, that's oh shit, I can't remember his name. Layback Luke. That's
Are they playing the
Aoki.
music or no?
They're just listening.
Yeah. So like they start touching knobs
For no reason.
and there's no change in the music.
Oh.
Like they just like.
Oh, this is a little embarrassing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is weird though when there's three guys up there and you're just standing. Like people are just looking at you.
I can imagine the whole DJ thing is weird because you have two of yous, right?
It's so gay. I hate
Okay.
it. It's like, what are you making? I don't want to jump the way you jump. What is this? It's so goofy.
They are just touching the knobs. There really is a bad video.
They're not doing anything.
Troy has a DJ group with another man.
I don't care.
It's a job. It's really a job. One guy can handle it.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you have three guys up there, it's just what the fuck you doing?
What
So
is
what is
one
it?
guy doing?
Is it like you guys are like you two compose music together, and so it's like when it's time to go on stage and put it out
Yeah,
there?
you got to be two of you.
Yeah, because it's not fair otherwise.
Why are there those two guys with him? I don't get it.
Well, a lot of times they do what's called a back-to-back.
And a belly to belly.
That's right. So like,
And ass to mouth.
That's right.
laid back Luke will play a song.
Right.
Layback Luke plays a song. Steve Aoki plays a song. Layback, they go back and forth.
Were they big? Were they?
This
Are
is
they
just two
the other
guys. This is
big?
my
They're huge.
favorite song. This is my favorite song. Now hear my favorite song.
is
Now
that right?
this is my third. This is my number 4 favorite song. I hate DJs.
These guys are really good at liking music.
Now, I don't even like this one, but I feel like I should.
So why do they pretend they're doing stuff instead of going, look at this thing I made?
It's just
Here's a popular song. Here's another popular song.
This is from the top 10 hits according to the Billboard charts, which is also my opinion.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s, but you 20-year-olds will like this.
I hate this fucking music. I don't even like any of it.
Just go home and listen to like the standards.
Kill yourself.
I want to hear. I want to see the unplugged thing. That is embarrassing. I've seen the Aoki, that one. Just touching.
But he's so rich too. He has like a huge place and like this crazy pool.
Yeah.
Scott Disick did an episode on his house.
Who?
I fucking watch the most garbage things
Scott
sometimes.
Disick?
I'm embarrassed.
Who is that?
He's the boyfriend from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but now he's dating Sophia Richie, which is maybe the hottest chick on the planet. But anyway.
Was she Lionel Richie's daughter?
Yeah.
Another one?
Another one. That she's like, she makes Nicole look like fucking a gremlin.
Well, Nicole's adopted, right?
Is she?
Is she?
I think so.
Say You Say Me is a great song.
Yeah, it is.
You ever see Fergie singing that when she was a kid?
No.
No, man.
Fergie.
Have I ever seen Fergie Singing that? Why would I have ever seen that?
It's just an interesting thing. As a child, she was singing "Say You, Say Me." She was very good.
No, I've never seen that before.
I like to.
It is the worst when kids sing.
It normally is.
Right.
But she didn't do the whole song. She just did like a shit version of it. But you could see she had a fucking great voice. I always thought she was British, but I think of the other Fergie.
Sarah Ferguson.
Yeah.
It's always funny to see like little boy singers that are like really good singers because their voice hasn't changed yet.
Right.
And you go, yeah, there's who knows what you're going to sound like in 2 years.
I don't like it because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yes.
Like, they've never been.
Right, go ahead.
They've never been crushed yet.
Yes, yeah. But they sing with all this passion
Yeah.
as if they have. Like, what is this? Who's teaching you to act like this?
That's why I hate the Jackson 5. Fucking hate when they say ABC when they sing about girls.
Yeah, but maybe
and, girl, you left me.
But it's like,
Shut up.
You weren't allowed out of the house.
Yeah,
maybe Tito's telling Michael about it though.
I can't stand the Jackson 5.
She didn't leave him. Their parents moved.
It's a different deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is her saying, I wish this was the clown from It.
This is Pennywise?
Scary. It's pretty scary.
This is from Kids Incorporated.
Yeah.
This is from
Yay.
1984.
The BTK killer episode.
Yeah. Pogo the Clown introduces Fergie. This is when they want to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. I think she's lip syncing though, but she's good.
You can't do the Jackson 5, but you could do this? What does she got to be sad
She's doing
about?
a cover.
But she didn't know anything about what she's singing. Neither did the Jackson 5. Jackson 5 didn't write their own shit.
But she was at least doing a cover.
And I could buy it a little more from her because I know she turns out to be like a heroin addict later in life.
Yeah.
So as a
Michael
child,
Jackson didn't have any problems later in life.
This is Fergie. Look how cute.
She's good though.
Remember when she pissed herself on stage?
Of course I do. My favorite Fergie moment.
I don't.
What? Okay, that's
Plus,
fucking scary.
the clown
a
is
clown
there,
shows up in the dark twirling a broom.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
That is fucking terrifying.
Kids Incorporated.
Jesus.
Just smiling at little baby Fergie.
It's sick.
That is horrible.
How did clowns ever become kids' entertainment? It's beyond
I don't know.
This man is insane.
That was my first autograph. Was a clown. My friend's birthday party, Jocko the Clown, and I got him to sign my autograph book.
I feel like I had a similar clown like that too. They would sweat their makeup off and like spit on you. Ugh.
Was there ever an era when clowns were not terrifying?
They smell like cigarettes.
Right.
Of course.
I don't know why people are scared of them. I've known a few women that have been scared of clowns. They're not.
Because they have makeup, but they got these big smiles on their faces. They're lying about it. You don't know what's going on underneath. And they can sneak into places. What are they doing hanging out with all those kids?
I'm getting a tattoo. Tears of a Clown.
Oh my God, that describes you to a T. That is so deep. Wow.
So all the time that you're laughing, you're not really having fun. You're just thinking about.
Say it, Joe.
Let him know.
You're just thinking about the lady that broke your heart.
That's right. Crying on the inside.
I've been there, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
No, we're not. We're not going to break. Sometimes Jim gets emotional and throws us to break at weird times. You Say Me by little baby Fergie?
Yeah, it's a good
lovely.
version. She's awesome. I mean, you can hear how good she is.
Really
Because
good.
kids singing is normally very irritating.
I'm gonna watch this whole video probably later.
It's not long. It's almost all. It's a minute.
Well, I just want you to know that I thank you.
I love a good cover. One of my exes pointed out that I like a woman singing a cover.
You love covers.
I'm a sucker for a good cover.
Yeah. Does it have to be a woman, or do you like? Because you like
I
men
do,
doing
but I mean,
covers.
typically I've just.
I like Kelly Osbourne's cover of "Papa Don't Preach."
What?
I don't think.
I thought I liked it.
It's a terrible cover.
No, it's good.
All right, well.
What?
Yeah, I'll stick up for Karen. It was good.
Yeah, Travis, fuck yeah.
Well, you
But
already got
Travis
me.
likes pop punk.
Right, I was gonna
it was
say,
a
I
good
was like,
cover.
you probably like it, right? It's an Osbourne.
That was on the radio.
It was on the radio. She put
So it was a lot of shit. What do you mean that was on the radio? Like that justifies your point?
I thought that made it good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you like when it comes to music, Travis likes all the songs on the radio. What channel do you want, Travis? Doesn't matter. Whatever's on the radio, that's good.
I just
you
like
sound like a DJ right now, Travis.
I like the idea of Ozzy Osbourne preaching.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
I do too.
That's great.
He's such a disciplinarian.
Yeah, it just it seems
That
like
is his daughter.
it'd be hard to tell him something.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't she say like some like really fucked up racist shit by accident? Oh yeah, she was on The View or whatever, and she said something like, "Well, Donald Trump, if you build a wall and get rid of all the Mexicans, then who's gonna clean your toilet?"
Yeah, she
was
fucked
being
up.
sarcastic though about like.
Was she?
Yeah, like you've got a Mexican housekeeper, so that's fine, but you
Right.
don't want them.
I get what she was. I don't think she
wasn't
had.
being racist.
Yeah, it's not that she's racist. She's just you're asking an idiot to talk about politics, and maybe
poor
they're gonna
Kelly.
say something stupid.
She was a little out of
I
touch
always
in that
liked
moment.
her.
Her verbiage wasn't right.
Yeah, it was just.
But I like Kelly.
Me too.
I just don't like her
Like
Papa Don't Preach
Sharon,
cover.
like
I
Kelly.
disagree.
Have you? You've never heard it?
Sure.
You're in trouble.
It's I'm in trouble.
Whoa. Hold on, Karen's got something there.
Nope. nope. You will not. No. Not
That's
the way
nice.
Sam was. No, Sam was
You
me.
didn't even get the lyrics right.
Yeah. Papa, you're in. No, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
That's what Jeffrey Epstein's daughter would say. If he was alive and he had a kid.
I'm not a good singer.
Do you want to hear a little Papa Don't Preach? Is that what?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
not.
gonna play Gloria though at some point.
Well,
right?
that's what I was gonna say. Karen came in here, just
Gloria.
like a little firecracker.
I've been listening to it every morning. It's really pumping me up.
I have it on my fucking Spotify.
But do you have the original version of Gloria or the Sandy Kane version?
Sandy Kane's version.
Do you have Gloria by Sandy Kane?
Is that the one you like, Karen?
I don't think so.
It's good.
Are
It's
you
actually a
tricking
really
me?
good cover.
Look up Sandy
It's a
Kane's
great cover.
Gloria. Yeah,
I don't know which one I've been listening
Oh my
to.
God! You actually have a fucking Instagram notice go to your phone whenever you get a like.
yeah,
You're
exactly. They
insane.
don't pop up all that often.
No, that's a follower.
Oh, follow. Okay, that's so crazy.
It is annoying, but I'm not smart enough to change
I love
settings.
this. She's from Queens. This is an amazing version of Gloria.
Okay.
It's better than the original.
Is this a live version?
Yes.
You're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, could you? Wait, who's that?
That's Sandy Kane.
Here she goes. She's great.
Here she comes.
She can sing though.
Yeah. Look at her go.
My name is Gloria. She is the queen of the
Is that the original lyric?
Yes.
She's a cocksucking warrior.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is great.
She's from Queens, Astoria.
She's a cocksucking.
She's like, I'm Gloria.
She's the best.
What the hell? Gloria. It doesn't even sound like the song.
Oh, here it is. I love that. She's from Queens, Astoria.
This is it. It's a little bassy. She said she's a cocksucking warrior.
Oh,
Does she?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
what she said.
The biggest mic switch.
Don't you love that Sandy in this video we're watching is looking at the phone that's filming her?
Yeah.
Like it's the camera.
She's great.
And the mic is not good.
Right. That's not
She's the
her
best.
fault.
Yeah.
She's great.
That's a better version. The original is
You're-
average.
You're right.
Poor
You like
guy's just trying to watch the basketball game.
So you've been listening to it all. You've been listening to Gloria a lot.
Just like the past couple days, it's really been getting me hyped up in the morning.
But I'm going to tell you what's going to bother you is from now on, you're going to hear she is
I
a
know,
cock-sucking
I
warrior
Oh, Gloria from Astoria.
from Queens, Astoria.
I'm gonna come around. Like she's just not even singing close to the words.
Are those not the words?
Or the melody.
Oh, that's the
Gloria.
that's the version I always knew.
Thanks a lot. You guys are monsters. I was really enjoying it, and now it's over.
I don't like the Laura Branigan version.
Let's hear the Laura
It was
Branigan
getting me
version.
going. It was pumping me up.
Laura Branigan had many great hits.
What other great hits?
Wow.
I was thinking Gloria.
I didn't realize this is almost 40 years old.
No?
Vintage hits. It's gonna get you pumped up.
Ugh.
Travis loves it. Travis
nice
fucking
fat
loves
hips.
it. Does she? Is she
Back
hot?
then, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You like this, Joe?
Oh, she got a jumpsuit?
It seems like being a dancer was easier in the 80s.
It's like being a DJ.
Because video music was still kind of new, so you tolerated anything.
Oh, look at those eyebrows. Whew.
John Mellencamp would never get away with that shit today.
No.
She's the type of hips, though, that you hold on to and you just can't pull out. From the back. Like, you mean to pull out, but you're like, I can't do it.
We're having a baby.
Yep. Someone has to be seated. Yeah.
Oh, her voice is
What an
incredible.
awful video.
I mean, I don't get the video. I don't
There's
get
a
it.
disco ball. She's standing in a weird room. There's no audience.
This, I gotta be honest.
There's smoke. This is literally just in a room.
Wait, do you not ever listen to the words though? It's like they're like, if everybody wants you, then why isn't anybody calling? It's like maybe you'll marry for money, take a lover in the afternoon. There's like this woman. She has like a breakdown. It's about a woman who has a mental breakdown.
Do you identify with it at all?
Yeah.
You know what? This isn't doing it.
Gloria, you're a tiny pussy warrior. They put steroids on it for you.
It felt like euphoria.
Mama, open it, Moria.
This version isn't doing it for me 100%, but
Ugh.
we do have a studio version of Sandy Kane.
Honestly,
yeah,
better.
we should
The
hear the
lyrics, you
studio
want the
version.
lyrics. These lyrics are better.
Okay.
Yeah, because that way you can actually hear the studio version.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good find.
Okay. Great. Oh, great.
Is this yeah.
Is this a? Oh, this is a more produced version.
Yeah, this is better.
Great.
Because the mic wasn't good in the last
No,
one.
it wasn't. It was taking away from Sandy's vocals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sandy Kane.
Oh my God. Who are these kids?
So you still like the music, right?
Yep.
I mean, I like the tune.
Her name is Gloria.
Oh, there you go.
She is a queen from Astoria. And all the guys love Gloria.
Why?
Oh, she's a cocksucking warrior. Hey, fucking Gloria.
Yeah, she stumbled on that one a little.
She's a queen from Queens Astoria.
The best.
Boys love Gloria. 'Cause she's a cocksucking warrior.
The best.
She charges $20
Stop it.
for every penis that she sucks.
There she is, getting sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that whoever produced this like left her stumbles in.
That's okay.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah. That's authentic music making.
Queen from Queens Astoria. The best. Travis, is that not the best?
I love Sandy.
Me too.
Why? Because she's a queen from Queens Astoria.
Queen the story. Wow. Oh, look out, vocals.
Yeah, the breasts are shaking. She's fucking sexying it up. Good for her. Oh, there you go.
She is a queen from Astoria.
I like that she sings through her nose, like Britney.
A cock-sucking warrior.
I'm gonna guess that she wrote the hook and then she wrote the line about $20 for the
Queen's Astoria.
I
Yeah,
thought it was 40. Is 20?
I think it was 20, and then she kind of just made up the rest as she went once she got to the studio. Like that part?
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's a little improv.
Yeah.
She is a queen from Queens Astoria.
Yeah, well, you had to say Queens twice.
Your dick is showing.
Your dick is showing.
Yeah. You will hear this every time that song plays now.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Yeah.
It's just like.
She is a cock-sucking warrior.
She is a queen from Astoria.
You're trying to
From
listen to
Queens Astoria.
your female empowerment song?
I know, now I'm gonna hear this.
'Cause she's a cocksucking
Thanks, guys.
I like her.
Yeah.
Hey,
RuPaul?
RuPaul? Is it RuPaul?
I guess so.
Yeah.
queen from Astoria.
I think so.
She's hot.
She's sexy.
Handjobs and blowjobs. Queens Astoria.
She should be in here more often.
You think so?
Yeah.
People love her.
She'll give your fucking balls a lick.
Good for her.
You see what I mean about her kind of maybe making some of the lyrics up as she goes?
You get your fucking balls licked.
Aha!
There she is.
Yeah, she's just crushing it.
Yeah, she is.
Where does she live?
Queens Astoria.
Oh.
Actually, no, I believe she got into an argument with Mary Jean last time she was in here. I believe she has an apartment in Hell's
Oh,
Kitchen.
she does. Yeah, I know where she lives.
Right.
Why did she get in an argument?
Oh, Mary Jean and her did not get along.
It's just like what happens when two hot girls get together. There's always a rivalry.
Yeah.
Two alphas coming at it.
It's like when two tough guys get together, I'm always beat up.
Yeah. Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, I believe she said she had an apartment in Hell's Kitchen because Mary Jean hit her with the comment, "You live everywhere because you don't live anywhere."
Yeah, Mary Jean was.
Mary Jean came for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mary Jean, it was, her and Sandy, again, they had a rivalry.
Here's the thing about Mary Jean. She's not afraid of the smoke.
Right.
You know what I mean? She'll step right into it.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
It's true.
Sandy was a little ornery with Mary Jean.
Ornery.
A wee bit ornery.
We'd have to probably go over the tapes to figure out who started it.
You might, yeah.
Because I think Sandy took a shot, and Mary doesn't like it when people take shots.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember when Mary Jean was just saying to her, well, like she was saying maybe that the chair pull was a mistake.
Right.
With the whole key, like she was trying to be like diplomatic and saying, what the fuck, man?
Right, I think then, that's when Sandy responded by calling her a stupid bitch.
Yeah, Sandy doesn't pull punches.
How old is Sandy?
She's probably in her 40s.
Right.
Maybe early 50s. Might 52.
She's in great shape.
Yeah.
She is. She's sexy. She's been out there.
We'll be back with more Best of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Bennington is live every weekday at 2 p.m. So tune in with us, Ron and Gail Bennington.
Broadcasting live, each from our homes in the middle of self-quarantine. So come keep us company.
It's time you took a break from that jigsaw puzzle. You have 874 pieces left, and it's all in the middle.
Bennington live every weekday at 2 p.m. East, Faction Talk 103, and always available on demand on the SiriusXM app.
Get ready for an unpredictable football season with the SiriusXM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour. It's an all-access pass to your favorite team as we talk with the star players and head coaches.
We are going to push each other physically. This is a physical game.
Today at noon Eastern, we'll hear from Gardner Minshew, Doug Marrone, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In a year unlike any other, NFL Radio has its finger on the pulse of the National Football League. Get the latest news when it happens all season long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88.
Get this crowd going into it. Let's go.
Now more than ever, the NFL wants to recognize fans and everything they do to make football, well, football.
The best fans in the world.
The NFL Fan of the Year contest aims to celebrate extraordinary NFL fans from all 32 clubs who are a positive influence and inspire others through their love of the game.
For your family, for the brother next to you.
Visit NFL.com/Fan of the Year now to learn more and nominate yourself or others for a chance to be named Fan of the Year.
Your dog's health is too important to feed some highly processed burnt brown kibble. Make the switch to the Farmer's Dog. It's real food made fresh and delivered right to your door. The Farmer's Dog is made from fresh meat and vegetables, gently steamed to ensure only nutrient-rich whole foods end up in your dog's bowl. No high heat processing, no preservatives to keep it shelf stable for years. Just real, fresh food. The Farmer's Dog worked with top vets to create complete and balanced recipes, so you know your dog is getting the nutrition needed to thrive. And it's pre-portioned just for them, so you don't have to worry about under or overfeeding. The Farmer's Dog makes it simple to give your dog a truly healthy diet. Start today by going to thefarmersdog.com/SXM, and you'll save 50% on your first box and get free shipping. That's thefarmersdog.com/SXM for 50% off your first box with free shipping. Thefarmersdog.com/SXM.
This is an urgent message for all Americans who owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt during the current coronavirus pandemic. If you've fallen past due or are struggling to make minimum payments, you may qualify for National Debt Relief's Debt Reset Program to become debt-free in 24 to 48 months, paying only a fraction of what is owed. To qualify, you must have at least $10,000 or more in credit card debt, personal loans, medical bills, or collection accounts. National Debt Relief has helped clients resolve more than $3 billion of debt. Enroll now with no upfront costs, and for a limited time, National Debt Relief is offering a deferred payment plan. If you're facing financial hardship following the pandemic, are struggling to make minimum payments, or considering bankruptcy, there is no risk to call and speak with a certified debt specialist to see if you qualify for the Debt Reset Program to become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Call 800-894-9055. That's 800-894-9055. 800-894-9055.
At Florida Cancer Specialists, we are setting a national benchmark for community oncology.
especially when it comes to clinical research. Whether you're a full-time or part-time Florida resident, you'll find the most advanced treatments at nearly 100 locations across the state, including Altamont Springs, Inverness, Palm Coast, Zephyr Hills, and Gainesville. Florida Cancer Specialists. Online at flcancer.com.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts are live every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern.
I like dicks.
But when they're not on the air, you can still enjoy all the content they've been pumping out with Sirius XM On Demand.
What do they say? A summer body's made in winter? I don't know if they say it, but I do.
Download the Sirius XM app and never miss another moment of Jim and Sam.
Women's underwear has a softness and a fine texture to the cloth.
That's Jim and Sam On Demand. Available on the Sirius XM app.
You guys are the best.
Well, we're okay.
The 2020 Democratic National Convention is on Sirius XM.
Yes, I accept your nomination.
Your coverage throughout the day on Progress 127.
Joe Biden is the kind of person who lifts people up.
On POTUS, Sirius XM 124.
We endure, we overcome, we always move forward.
And on the Sirius XM news channels, channels 114 to 118.
That's who we are.
The 2020 Democratic National Convention, all this week on Sirius XM.
What do millions of Americans and 3 former U.S. presidents have in common? They all agree that Boll & Branch sheets are the softest and most comfortable sheets in the world. Missy and Scott Tannen started Boll & Branch to make the softest pure organic cotton sheets on earth. Boll & Branch cotton is rain-fed, pesticide-free, and carries the highest organic certification. That's why it's so soft. They work with family-owned mills all over the world to expertly weave every set of Boll & Branch sheets with the highest level of handiwork and craftsmanship. It's quality you can feel the moment you open the box. And because they sell direct to you, Boll & Branch sheets start at just $160. They're $1,000 quality for a fraction of the price. Plus, you can sleep on them for a month risk-free. And right now, you will get $50 off any sheet set at bollandbranch.com with promo code XM, spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com, promo code XM, for $50 off. bollandbranch.com, promo code XM. Restrictions may apply. See bollandbranch.com for details.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and are only available if the provider determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue Pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. You pay just $30 for a month's supply. And right now, get your first online doctor's visit totally free when you go to forhims.com/XM. That's right. Free, zero copay, no expensive appointments, no awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. Hims connects you to doctors online who can evaluate you and, if appropriate, prescribe your ED medication. And a pharmacy sends it right to your door. Hims makes it affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/XM. That's forhims.com/XM for your free online visit. forhims.com/XM.
Adjusting to a new normal means we need to be smart about how we do business. Thousands of small business owners have discovered the benefits of Stamps.com and kept their businesses running while avoiding trips to the post office. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and you'll never pay full price with access to discounted rates you can't even get at the post office. Like 5 cents off every stamp and up to 62% off USPS and UPS shipping rates. Print official stamps and labels right from your home or office computer for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail's ready, just leave it for your mail carrier, schedule a free package pickup, or drop it off. It's a no-brainer. Right now, listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale with no long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the home page, and type in XM. That's Stamps.com. Enter XM.
We are back with more Best Of. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Jim Brewer is here. What's going on, man?
What's up, Sam? I am.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh shit, are you sick? The fuck away.
He's
from
always
me.
got something. He doesn't rest well. He's
I'm
always
good.
there's always something going on with him.
No, I'm good. Oh shit.
You don't need this in your life right now, do you?
God, I got 3 kids.
No, it's not the one you're scared of. I don't think it's not the one people would assume I have.
Yeah, that's not airborne anyway.
No, it's not. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, when you get sickness in your house, that probably just stagnates for a month.
It's like being on a small bus or something. You're going down.
Yeah.
Once one goes down, you're
Everyone
down.
gets sick, right?
Yeah. Let me look at you. You're always in shape. How you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not in good a shape as I was 6 months ago, but I'm okay.
All right.
I feel
You look healthy, Jim.
What's crumbling? What's crumbling? Where's your weakness? Where's the fatso come?
Yeah, by the way, it's not crumbling.
I got a
It's
fatso.
expanding.
I got a fatso. I can't fight my little fatso kid inside me.
A part of me is like, I'm kind of done fighting it. Like I'll stay where I'm at now. Like,
You got to figure out where it's like I'm in much better shape than I'm in decent shape.
Yeah,
but I'm still enjoying.
I don't have to. I'm not getting a gout.
Right.
I'm not. I don't have to take an aspirin every day yet.
There's no diabetes shot. You don't have to take insulin shots.
No.
You know,
cholesterol a little high. I'll live with that.
Yeah.
A little high.
Little high.
Who cares?
Take
Cholesterol. Take it easy. Relax. Enjoy your cholesterol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that you could go, because when you're in like shape that's so good that you're not really supposed to be in that good of shape.
Yeah.
I've never been in that shape.
No,
you were on a streak. You were on a hot streak.
I was just too thin though. Like I was really, really thin.
That's what I mean. Like you're not supposed to be that skinny, and when you're that skinny and you want to stay that skinny, you can never eat or do anything regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kicks your ass after a while.
Yeah.
Oh, how many fucking apples can you eat?
Not many.
and pretend like, oh, I have a treat. An apple's a sweet treat.
Yeah, it's really good. And if you mix just a quarter of a banana, it's not too much sugar. Get out of here.
You know what I did recently? I took bananas and I cut them up and I put them in a freezer and I mushed them up and then I fucking put like a little light cinnamon on them and a teeny bit of cooking chocolate. And I made myself a treat that I was sick of in 3 bites. Fuck is this?
Just buy a candy bar,
Banana
man.
shit treat.
Just buy a candy bar. Where'd you get that recipe from?
I just thought it would be cool. I was in the supermarket.
You just made it up?
Yep.
It's not a bad idea.
You just mushed up bananas through cinnamon and cooking?
I've heard like an ice cream you can make it. There was something else.
Yeah.
I like unsweetened coconut shavings.
Yeah, they get boring real
Added
quick.
nothing.
I did all this.
You tried it all.
I tried it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Because people who are doing it will tell you, no, I mean, you really don't miss it. Once you get used to the coconut shavings, it's just as good as a Snickers.
You miss it.
And it's like heroin. I have a friend, and he no sugar, no meat.
Mm-hmm.
He was paying the balls to go to dinner with.
Mm-hmm.
And everything had to be specific. He had a stroke. Swear to God, had a stroke. Not even 50. He's probably gained at least 100. He's just said, I don't give a shit. He just eats ice, eats everything now.
He got pissed.
Drinks. He got pissed. He got angry.
Yeah,
he's
because
raging.
he took care of himself.
Yeah, he's raging against the fatso machine. He don't care.
Right.
Eats meat all the time now.
Was it what gave him the stroke though? Did that have anything to like? Would it have been worse if he had been eating meat or no?
Probably. There's something wrong with his
thyroid,
with the veins, and they
that's why they don't
thin. They rot.
Isn't
away.
it weird what can give you a stroke? Like everything, there's always something. Cause that scares me more than a heart attack is a
Me
stroke.
too.
Sure.
You have your body just fucking quit. And now it's always something.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, be careful. Don't wear a hat too tight. Why? Causes strokes.
Yeah. I mean, 2 people just went, done. Fried eggs. Get out of here. Strokes. Dude.
Oh, they're finished?
Yeah. 50. Well, yeah.
Is he fucked up, your friend, or is he recovered?
No, he's done. He's out of here. He's 6 feet under. It's
he
over.
died? Oh,
yeah.
whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, man. We're at that age.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are dropping dead. Yes, absolutely.
We're at that age. Jesus.
Yeah, and you don't. I mean, it's kind of unavoidable. It's like the list of foods that cause cancer. They're like, wow, potato chips, overcooked and undercooked and semi-cooked meat. It's everything that you could eat.
Paranoid with everything. I went to go eat a banana. And I don't know, the bananas the last 4 or 5 years, they're like 5 feet long.
Yeah.
When did that's not normal.
No, it's all.
So now I'm afraid to eat it.
That's what people, like, you can eat as healthy as you want. the food is so fucked
It's
up
all
anyway.
processed. I went to Europe. The banana. I went, oh, that's a normal looking banana.
Oh, you guys got the
it's
old
only
school banana.
Yeah, you got like a normal. Like, we come here, the banana's 4 feet long. It's 7 inches thick. What is this
Perfectly
thing?
yellow.
Yeah,
No brown
it doesn't
stuff on
get
it.
brown for 3 weeks.
My grandmother used to leave bananas out overnight because she liked to eat them brown.
Oh.
They were easier to mush in her teeth.
I'll bet
She
they
would
were.
leave bananas out. She really would. It was the worst.
Awesome. That's great.
Mushy bananas.
Yeah.
That's
She's a
disgusting.
terrible pal at the old bag. So,
Well, you're going back on tour.
I've never done a tour like this. I did. The last time I really went on a tour was with Jim, and then before that, it was like 2003.
Wow. Well, how are you gonna?
Because comedians always, you get some offers, you get date. Your agent goes, hey, Seattle wants to have you there for X amount of dollars, and then I also have Arizona, so maybe we can tie these together. But we never really call it a tour.
Right. It's just a handful of dates.
This is like a tour, going out 2 weeks, come home for a week, go back out for 2 weeks.
doing a bus?
No, I ain't got that kind of cash.
that's a lot.
I don't got that kind of cash. I'm not making that money yet.
Yeah. I've done less dates. It's like I don't mind it because I didn't stop for 30 years, 29 years. I was like, I just constant. And then now I'm just like I'm a little slowed down.
Well, and you got a radio gig. You got a nice gig
this
here.
is every day.
This is every day. You don't need, and you don't have, yeah.
You're right. I have no kids, no spouse. No, I mean,
And you're
it's just me.
content. We know where we're at.
Yeah.
We know where we're at.
That's true.
We don't, there's a little part of us, I shouldn't speak for you. There's a little part of us that's like, yeah, why ain't I on the cover of, and I don't need that anymore.
Not Entertainment
It's over.
Weekly, not happening.
I know, and it's out. It's done.
Starring Jim Norton,
not
happening.
Ships are gone. But then we look at what we got. We go, this is way more like anticipated.
It's fine. Yeah.
Right. This is
doing
good.
all right.
Things are good.
Things are real good.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you want.
Yes.
Things to be good.
When you see people going back to, sorry, Sam, when you see people going back to day jobs after a certain age, that's scary. Guys who are like doing it for 15, 18 years, and then they stop and they start fucking.
I think I want to start running a comedy club. It sells really well, and I can still MC.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up this gig in Mexico.
Right.
It's Acapulco, but it's got it's seasonal.
A lot of tourists.
Oh,
a lot of
shit.
tourists.
We get the cruise boat guys.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're just going, oh shit.
That scares me.
You need that.
That scares me.
Right, because it's not the on-stage part of this is not. It just didn't work out.
Right.
You got to figure out. You're trying to stay in the industry, which you should. I love that they're trying to stay in the industry, but it reminds you that you're lucky that you don't have to figure out how to just stay in the industry.
Right.
Right. You're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But broadcasting makes you feel like at least you're doing something.
Yes, this is something big.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. I'm saying like you feel like you're working. You don't feel like you're stagnating.
Do you feel any different having slowed down slightly with your dates? Because for so long you were manic about the fact that you had to work all the time, always on the road, always working. You're at like the first time in your life that you've slowed down, even slightly. You're still working all the time.
Yeah.
But even taking some moments, some weekend time, not working every single night.
I love it.
Do you feel any different in your material and your process?
Nah, it takes me a few minutes longer to get to remember the act. Like I'll have to go like into my first set usually, but if I'm doing a weekend, like by the second show, I know the thing is like more comfortable and
Yeah.
But my last 2 shows have been the best shows I've had in a couple of years.
You probably enjoyed it a little bit more that you're not doing it every
there's
single
no pressure.
night. Yeah.
No pressure. You got
There's
the
no
money.
pressure
you're
for
okay.
Jimbo.
Right.
He's going in there. He's laser beam.
How is
Don't
it doing
care.
Metallica, dude? I think every time I see them, how fucking crazy you would go up and do an hour in front of that crowd.
It wasn't an hour. Let me. This will make you feel better. I was more of a fluff guy, meaning they wanted me to. I didn't know what I was walking into. I remember reaching out to you, and it was a bunch of because I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know what I was walking into. They wanted an hour and a half of some type of entertainment while people were. They wanted to get people in.
Sure.
So the first half hour when you walked in, I got all these old videos and pictures. So when you sit down, you're like, oh, wow, there's Cliff. I never seen that picture of Cliff. Or a video of them being interviewed. I never saw that. So just a little something.
Oh, it was all Metallica
beer, and you get it. Then I had a guy go up, play songs where you requested. Hey, you guys got a song request? With 80% I plugged in. Like, play Unchained. Play Motorhead, play this one, play that one. Then I would go up at 7.
After the show,
7:30.
Was it? How long was the show been happening by that point? An hour?
An hour.
Okay.
7:30, I go up. I would usually stay on stage to about 10 after 8. But I realized by about the third, fourth show, this isn't a stand-up show.
Right.
They're a lot of them are coming, sitting and go, what the
yeah.
Who's this guy? Is he from the radio? What's this guy doing?
Yeah.
Is he telling us stories? What is he doing?
Yeah.
So to get through that, and then I realized after a while, I don't have to be on stage. Why do I have to be on the stage? I can go in the crowd. And that was actually more effective once I started going in the crowd, hunting people down, pointing people out, getting the oldest guy in the arena, getting the youngest kid in the arena, and shit like that. And would bring the whole, I'm like, where's the oldest guy? And then I'd have sections going.
It became like a variety show.
So, yeah.
Like
and then and now they're all on my side. Like, our section's got the oldest guy. And we find this guy. Then I would take a live camera and I'd go backstage, look for the band. A lot of times I found Lars. James was never walking the halls. And then I would do a game show.
How did they feel about the camera being backstage? Like,
Lars loves it.
He does.
Loves it. The other guys are kind of like,
Man, Lars got such a bad reputation from that Napster thing.
And he was right.
And
he was right about it, but everybody
1,000% right.
Everybody just thought he's the narc of the group. He's the no fun guy.
No, he's just the opposite.
He's actually the fun.
He not only is he the fun guy, he goes out of his way to please fans. I've never seen anyone on a level like him just go out of the way. He's always asked me, he's like, what? There was one part of the tour where I started knowing all these Metallica fans, and they were called the black ticket holders. So they had tickets to every single show.
And they travel with the band.
Yes.
Wow.
And they're from all over the world.
Yeah.
And every night they start gathering with me, and we headbang like jackasses by the soundboard. And they would rent out homes, like Airbnb, and then I started going there to hang out with these guys once in a while. And Lars at one point was like, what time are you doing this thing with the guys? Oh, are you really thinking about going there? He's like, yeah, if I can work it out tomorrow, I'd love to go. So he loves doing stuff.
How many people were in the Airbnb?
Oh my God, like 20 something. So can you imagine being in that neighborhood and you just see about 20? I'm not kidding. There were Nicaragua, Mexican, Swedish, Denmark, American. They were from Canadian. They were from all over Mexico. They were all over the place. All in this one place. All guys with long hair. Some people had long hair. Everyone wore black. Everyone had black shirts. Black.
Does Metallica like reach out to them? Like, is there some kind of they know you guys are the hardcores. We're going to open these tickets up to you. If you want one for every show here, you can buy them here. No,
Metallica gives you the opportunity. It's called the black. There's only so many.
Gotcha.
Black tickets, and the tickets come down to like $18 a show
because you buy all of them.
Because you buy all of them,
yeah.
And then they the way they all say it is, this is the way we get to travel the world and the country and
see it with the band.
And it becomes more about, yes, it becomes the concert and the band, but then it becomes that they created their own little family.
Sure.
And they still hang out, and they show up to all my shows. It's insane.
It's amazing.
Wait, what did they do when Lars? They didn't know he was coming.
No, and I wouldn't tell them that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't tell them that. But and then when I was done, he called me the next day. He's like, "Can you tell me if you're going to do that again?"
Oh, he didn't go.
No, he didn't go. He couldn't go.
But he was thinking of it.
He was definitely thinking of it.
Hey, I wanted to add, we were talking about this before, and I'm not even thinking that you were coming in. I forgot that you know these guys. Kirk Hammett's house. Have you been to it?
I haven't.
No, I'm dying to know.
Is this the Hawaii one?
We were talking about it where he has his like
all
movie
posters
stuff
and his
collection.
horror shit. 'Cause he did a great book on that stuff. We had all pictures of all that stuff. It was really good.
I know he was in Hawaii for a while, and then he left Hawaii. I think he went back. I talked with him the least.
You do?
Yeah, I want to hang out with him more.
But you know him, but you just don't
Because
see
he
him.
seems more, he's a lot on my level.
But he's a pretty shy guy, right?
No, he's not shy. He's just kind of, he's very, no. It's just kind of his own little avenue.
Keeps to himself.
Dude, they're like the president.
Right.
Everybody wants a piece.
Right.
Everybody.
Have you ever had
wants a
dinner with
piece.
Kirk?
Years and years and years and years. Over 20 years ago.
Okay.
At least.
You introduced me to those guys in '97. Jim was on SNL, and he brought me to SNL, and he introduced us. That's how long he knows Metallica.
Do they do different shows throughout the tour, or do they have one, like, this is the show?
They change 5 songs a show. There's 5 songs that they rotate throughout the show.
I guess the Four Horsemen is one of that. They don't do it every show. I think when I saw them, they didn't do it.
They didn't do that one. But there was one thing that I thought was good. I love the new album. And they started playing Here Comes Revenge, which I think that song should be on the radio. And I think that song should be like every ballpark when your team is losing and then you're coming with a rally. This song is insane.
But so they just have the 5 that they trade off in between.
Yeah, all right. So Memory Remains. So there you go. Where's this one? Four Horsemen. Four Horsemen is a bit Harvester of Sorrow.
Wait, did you go to Russia?
No, I only do the States.
Oh, you do? Okay.
There was one point where Lars calls me in three nights before the show ends, before the U.S. tour ends. And he goes, do you think that this could work in a stadium, say like in Belgium? and I went, well, you know, my ego and my selfishness would say I'll find a way, but I don't think so.
You think you need a band in a place like that?
Absolutely. You can't have
Because of
someone
the echo.
talking. Not only that, half them, nobody knows you. At least play in the States, I'm going to say 10%.
You're hoping for the 10.
I'll say 5 to 10% will knew the name, like Jim Brewer. Yeah, isn't that the guy? And then maybe 3 to 5% like fucking Jim Brewer, dude.
Right.
The fuck.
But they're also not even comedy fans necessarily. Like
correct.
they're Metallica fans. They're music fans.
And in an arena, I have a lot of confidence because I can go to you, and I will, and I don't have I had all the confidence in the world. I was not scared.
Right.
But a stadium. In another in Belgium. So, where's my? No, it's not gonna happen. How many? Just no.
Half of them don't speak English anyway.
It's end on a high, which is what I did, and then they head to Europe. If I will tell you this, I would retire to do that gig the rest of my life.
You would
100%.
You would
just because it's a dream gig.
It was the greatest gig I ever had in my life. It was...
How many shows?
34, 35 over a 6-month period. So they go out every month. They do like 2 weeks. Something like that. And every other day. It was to sit with... Like, you go on the road... I don't know if you go out with a crew. A lot of times just you and whatever. It's depressing.
Yeah.
It's depressing. I had no problem getting up at 11:30, getting on the tour bus with all the techs, and they're telling stories about whatever. And this guy used to work for AC/DC, and this guy Led Zeppelin, and they're talking about names where you're going, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
And then you get in your coffee, and you're in the arena at noon. Now I can walk wherever I want. I don't have to do any 7, but I'm like, no, catering's at noon, and I'm talking to the lighting guy and the sound person and the person who sits. All I do is the fuck. Then you finished at the end of the night. You're on the tour bus. You're like, oh, you want to drink this? You want to eat that? You want to think? And I'm watching a concert. I I was 18 years old. After my shtick, after I was done, it took a couple times where I finally just went, I don't care as a videotaping. I'm done with the trying to put on a persona. When I'm alone, I go ape shit.
Yeah.
When no one's home, I go ape shit to a lot of this music. Ape shit. So when they were done, my favorite part was, it was one night I'm hanging out by the soundboard, and there's a little Asian guy, and he's banging his head in one of the songs. And I went, I want to fucking bang my head. I went up to him, and we started in each other's faces, and we went for 4 songs, and then a little crowd gathered, and then this became a thing every single night. We did about 3. I couldn't go more than 3 songs. I was exhausted, sweating. But it became if certain songs would play, everyone in the back would start, get Brewer! And I'd come out, and we'd do No Remorse, No Regret, or we'd do the whatever song it was that
Unforgiven.
night.
Worst choice.
What?
And I know it sounds, for me, it's like I'm Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to do this and hang out and watch them.
Watch
and
Metallica,
then
yeah.
hang out after. Like, what?
Are you
It's
able?
the greatest gig ever.
I mean, I just think it's so great that you're able to just maintain that fandom and not let your ego creep in and be like, yeah, well, I do a show too. People should be coming out to see my show. It's like, no. Like, what would you do if you were a kid? Going you can go on tour with Metallica and just hang out with them.
No one's there coming to sit. No one goes, wait a minute. Metallica's going on now? I came here for Brewer. No one's doing that.
But you figured out a way to make it work. Because, again, did you have any shows that were bad, like when you were doing stand-up? Were any of them, rough, or were they all good?
I could honestly say the only trouble was the very first one, because they insisted they wanted me on stage until they went on. And their reason was they're big fans and they want their fans to know who I am. Very flattered. When are you going up tonight? 8:30. Is that 100%? Because I've seen you a million times. Oh, yeah, 8:30. Okay. Right before they go away, I took the production man out. What time? 8:30. Imagine everyone's there. It's the first night.
Sure.
I'm nervous. I got local football stars going up. I got a game show. I got all this shit planned every 15 minutes.
You did?
Yeah. I only talked for 15 minutes at night, and then I had game shows and the football guy and
Did
shirts
people like
and
that?
shit. Yeah, they liked it. It kept things moving.
Sure.
And then it changed dramatically, but within a couple weeks. 8:20, I go backstage. Are we 8:30? 8:30. I go up. Hey, how's this? You know what? When James comes out, I want to make sure I tell him which side to start off with. Which section's the best? I do that whole.
Sure.
These guys, I don't know. I think they're louder.
They'll always fall for that in a
They
music
always fall for it.
Every time. They'll never not fall for it.
I think, okay, everyone from this side over. And 8:30, and I go, God, I think you guys are ready for Metallica. And I left, and the stage manager's like, oh, no, they're not ready. So, shit. 2 more minutes. Went up. I'm there another 7. I'm sorry. We're going to do this one more time. I do it again. It's almost 8:40 now.
Okay.
They're not ready. Well, now I'm getting a lot of bottom jaws sticking out and fingers. Get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck off the stage.
They've turned.
Oh, they were not happy. And it was dry, so that we couldn't serve booze at the place. So all their buzzes are disappearing. And they didn't come out to almost 7 minutes to 9, and that was not fun.
23 rough minutes.
That was brutal. So after that night, I said, okay, next show, where are they before they come out? Oh, they're in the tune-up room. So they go and they jam for 40 minutes.
Did they really?
They jam and rehearse every single
40
show.
40 fucking minutes?
Yeah. How nuts is that? Every single show. Every single show.
40 minutes.
And then I asked James, like, do you guys, he put it a good way. He went, because, Jim, we all got lives. I don't know whose life is going on with their wife and kids, what this one's going on, what drama is going on in each world. And none of us really see each other together until before we go on stage. I want to sit in a room. We're locked. This is the only time we're Metallica and nothing interferes. And then when we're ready, that's when we'll go out.
So nobody comes in that room?
Nobody's in there.
Have you been in there?
No. And the only and that's another thing. I went in the first night because I brought a fan to come watch, and then after that, I had James like, dude, I can't. We can't have anyone in here only because we feel like we have to perform, and this is our zone time.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
Totally get it. So the only ones in there are recording and the techs, or whatever tech is in there. So. The fuck was I talking about?
Just talking about that show and what you did the next night, the second night.
So the second night, I was like, okay, I'm standing outside the tune-up room, and when all of them are out, that's when I'll go back on stage. And that's what I did after that. I'm like, no. How long have they been in there? Oh, they've been in there 15 minutes. Oh, good. I got time to go out and do a quick game show. See if someone can booed off the stage, which was awesome.
They would get booed off for missing questions?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It was the greatest. I want to get up there. And I bring them up, and we test them. They couldn't get any answers. The whole crowd. Boo!
What would they win?
I would bring them backstage. And then when Metallica's ready to come out and they do their circle, whatever, I would bring them and stand there and let them watch that.
Oh, cool.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
That's a good prize.
Yeah.
It's so funny how much goes into like a show like that, because it was probably one of the weirdest concerts I ever went to. Was probably the most recent time I saw Kanye West at the Garden, because with all this stuff and all this planning and making sure the crowd's in the right space, I went to see Kanye. The show was at like 8 o'clock. He didn't take the stage until
11:30.
I mean, it was probably 10.
What?
No opener. I mean, literally.
So what's entertaining you for those 2 hours?
There was this weird ambient music that was playing like the inside of a bad haunted house.
For 2 hours?
For 2 hours.
What was he doing? He's just 2 hours late?
No, it just didn't start until then. That's when the thing started. For most of the time, half the arena was sitting there on lines for merch. Like, the lines for merch were insane. People were waiting online for an hour. And then he finally takes the stage. He plays for 90 minutes. Then he leaves. And you're just like,
that's it?
That's it. I'll go home then. I guess we're done here.
Bro, merch? Holy shit. There was one show, because a lot of them were in the winter. It was one show, I think we were in Texas, and it was still warm out. There was a line, had to be a city block long, at the long city block. And I'm going, what are they all doing? And it was just the merch guys. I don't know, he's from Scotland or wherever he's from. He's like, well, Jim, on the nice days, I set up the merch outside and I probably get, probably about 200-300 at least before they even enter the arena. Well, what? They would, I've never seen anyone buy so much merch in my life. Ever. It was insane how much merch Metallica fans buy.
How would you travel? Obviously, you're going with those guys.
Bus. I'm not with them personally.
No.
You're on the tech bus.
Correct.
Yes.
So I'm with the techs. I'm with the lighting guy. I'm with the accountant. I'm with
How about when you fly?
When you fly, you're on your own. They fly you in.
Airplane.
Oh,
they use.
That's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm more of a glider helicopter guy.
Right. I thought I know you like rocket packs.
So if you here's your extra tank, Jim. Meep meep. There we go. You would fly like for instance, we play Nashville. They give you the option. Do you want to fly in a day or two early? We put you up. Blah, blah. So they fly the whole staff in a day or two early from wherever you come from. And then the bus leaves the night of the show. You get on your bus. You drive to the next gig. 5, 6 in the morning, you're there. They hand you a key. You go to your room. You're off all day. And then the next day, the bus is waiting at noon. Bring you to the arena. You wait till
Are you in
the
the
show.
same hotel as them or no?
No, they would base themselves out of one city and jet in and jet out every night.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'd show up like the president showing up.
Yeah.
You start seeing all the security. You see there's an intensity. Like, oh shit, they must be showing up soon.
Was there ever any part of you that was like, I mean, if that's kind of how the talent's coming in, maybe I should also be jetting in and out? Like,
not even close, Sam.
That never occurred.
To be honest with you, I was fine to serve rice if I had to.
But they would all come on the same plane.
Yeah, what's that?
They would all fly together.
They would fly together, yeah. They fly together. Like, the first leg was all the Northeast, so they stayed in New York. So New York, they'd fly to Albany, fly back. They fly to, I think they drove to Philadelphia, came back. Everything would jet in, jet out.
Even in shit weather, that's kind of crazy though, because there's a chance you're going to miss something if there's bad weather.
But it's every other day.
It's every other day. So if they felt something was bad and they would constantly monitor it, they fly in a day early, and then they'd stay in town. But very rarely were they in that town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I realized I was like a hot chick. I would fly into a city. I flew into El Paso, or El Paso.
Yeah, Texas.
And when I got there was this whole family of like really nice Mexicans. They're like, "Hey, Jim, it's good to see you. We're waiting for you to come. Will you sign my autograph?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." It was a little awkward. Coming off, I very rarely get that.
Yeah.
And then they follow me to the... So did you fly in with the band? Like, no. Oh, so where are they staying? Oh, that's who I am. All right. Yeah, no, I don't know where they're at.
The info.
You're the tipster.
I don't know. My son, he's a leper, and this one.
Did you ever want to fly with them?
No.
I mean, want to. I'm sure you want it, but not in the sense that this is like really going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think there's anything really going on that plane.
Yeah.
I really just think they're all doing their own thing. They're all just like us. They're on their iPads or their phone. They're checking whatever. And this one's talking to his wife. This one's checking Instagram. Lars going, what was the last set list we did for the city? And I don't really have a desire.
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
Jim Brewer, by the way.
Would I deny it? No. But,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The Live and Let Laugh tour begins September 13th for Jim Brewer. You're starting at the Paramount, where you've had your residency going on, and then going to Arizona and Branson and Missouri and Pennsylvania and all over the place. OfficialJimBrewer.com is the website to go to for all the dates. So I was reading an interview. You have the residency at the Paramount.
Yeah.
You also have a residency at the
Bergen Pack,
Inglewood.
Yeah.
And
that's a great gig.
It's a great gig.
You do different material every single time. So what the residency? How often are you playing?
Paramount's pretty much up until May of this year was once a month, and now I'm doing like one every other month. And Inglewood's every other month.
But you're doing new stuff every single time?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. And I think it's the Paramount. I have to write everything out, and I have well-structured bit, like it starts here and it goes on a journey and then there's a callback and blah, blah, blah. I just reached a point where I just started freewheeling, and don't ask me how I've done it, but it's been pretty much a different show every single show.
And you're kind of going off the cuff a lot?
Yeah.
A lot.
Wow.
You'll do some material the same. So if you go see you twice, you might see 20 of the same minutes and 40 different.
Yeah, maybe even a little more different.
Wow, that's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
And are you taping every?
Now, in the beginning of I film every show.
That's smart, man.
Yeah.
Smart.
Film every single show for many reasons. A, because of that reason.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. Every time I filmed a special, it was a well-oiled or try to be a well-oiled machine, but a lot of times I'm best when I'm not when I'm relaxed and I can go off on someone said something over here and then I do 20 minutes on what this banana said and then it turns into a whole thing. And then I come back and then we go in a completely different direction. And I go, damn, why didn't I have that filmed or why didn't I have that recorded? Now I do it every single show. So I got a stockpile of stuff that I could just keep releasing and keep releasing.
Do you watch this stuff or no? I'm bad at watching shit.
I don't watch it.
Yeah, I'm bad at that too.
I record every show on my phone and I was on a roll where I was listening and I felt the material was blasting because I would hear just a little bit and I went, oh, I could do 20 minutes on just that. That subject should be needed out. But I have to get back to it. I haven't done it.
Yeah, it's hard.
It
feels so much like work. Like, I don't want to watch this.
I know, because we're lazy. We are lazy.
I just said this. I don't want to look at it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I mean, you're literally not only figuring out how to tell jokes for a living, but how to do it without even really traveling. Well, what if I just take my the venues near my place and I just played those?
Yeah. What if I bust people
once a month? Yeah.
Well, what blew me away is the Paramount. After a while, I have a VIP where you can have dinner. There's only 10 people out in there, and they pay blah, blah. What
Do they have dinner with you or just have dinner?
With me.
Okay.
And I go in there, we say hello, and it's all catered, and we talk, and a lot of times it's baseball, a lot of times it's metal, whatever it is. Very rarely do I get those. So when you start a comedy, never get that. It's usually people just kind of nervous, and they can't believe they're sitting in there. And when I started hearing, I said, so are you from Long Island? No, we came in from San Diego. What?
San Diego?
So what do you visit in New York? Like, what are you seeing in New York? They're like, no, we came out here for you. I'm like, what? What do you...
So you have your own black ticket crew?
It's a little... It throws me off a little. Oh, well, you're never in Wisconsin, so we came to fly. I've had a lot of people fly in. It's weird to me.
I get the same thing where they'll say, we flew in to see. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, we got a wedding tomorrow. That's not why you flew in. I happen to be here.
Right, don't say that. Right, now there has to be another reason. You have to be
got my hopes up.
New York City or something.
But does it feel good after you get done with everything you're doing with Metallica and be like, wow, this is what it's like to have this kind of fan base, to then go and remember, oh, wait. I have this crazy fan base that's super loyal, that's traveling to see me, that's coming out to these shows every single time I'm here.
I feel like I got a huge responsibility to them.
Yeah.
Like I turned a corner a while ago where I went, I just want to be funny and known as this really funny guy. Now I feel my fans are really emotionally attached somehow. Whether I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but I feel I have a responsibility to always just crush it for them and deliver for them, and they honestly keep me going. Where I don't know, I have a personal thing with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where before I didn't really know them. I was just like, I'm sold out tonight. This is great.
Right.
Where now, like, wow, these people, and I got to say, the meet and greets throw me off because these are 4 blue collar guys. Here's a family, and they brought their 13-year-old and their 9-year-old and their grandmother. I'm like, oh shit, that's a completely different group. These guys are clearly thugs, and then this guy's a little off. He's like, I got signatures from this guy and that. And he's got 5, and you're like,
showing you his autographed book. And you're like,
all the index cards.
And he's really intense, and yet I feel flattered I'm in his group because then he starts showing you the people he has. Like, wow.
Could you sign vertically? I like to sign the fucking OCD about that dumb book. I've always wanted to throw one of those things into a campfire. All of his years ruined.
And then there's a lot of them that are heavy. Like there's
fat, you mean?
Yeah, that too. I got a lot of fat. A lot of fat people.
Yeah. A lot of stuff's heavy. A lot of it's heavy set.
A lot of it's heavy set. People that lost people and they can relate. And I've been getting a lot of that. Hey,
Really?
man, I just lost so-and-so, and I had to come see you. Like, wow.
That's where the
okay,
responsibility kicks in. You're like,
That's
I didn't
where the
realize I was
right
actually here for your emotional support.
And
I
was
just trying to avoid working.
And I don't underestimate that.
Yeah.
See, I
don't
think it's just the
underestimate
opposite. I figure this is not going to be a great show. That wake is going to look like a circus. You're going
That is awesome.
Do you feel a similar responsibility to Jim Norton fans?
You want them to have fun. Yeah, I always want it to be a good show. Like, but just because they're paying to see you.
Yeah.
Like, I never want
Right.
a show. I never want a show to suck, and I always try to do a good show. It's like I never.
Right.
I don't mail it in on stage. At least I try to be funny.
Yeah.
Always.
You always do.
You try. It's like, because again, they're spending money to see you, and I feel like I'm shocked they're there. I'm always shocked they're there.
So am I.
After
I'm
all this
still
time.
shocked. Yes.
Dice is the funniest guy ever. I saw him on Anthony's show. We were walking down the street. We saw people coming up for photos. And Dice doesn't give a fuck. And he's never given a fuck. But we were walking, and some guy asked for a picture, and Dice goes, nah. We were talking about something. And we're walking by, and he goes, I just don't care. He's like, I'm like, you don't care if that guy's a fan? He goes, I don't care. I want him to go home and take my old stuff and throw it in the garbage.
That's the next.
He doesn't care. He goes on
No.
stage. He murders on stage, though. He's like, that's what I do. I murder on stage. I don't want anything after.
That's the next level that you guys will get to.
Yeah, where you
like right
just-
now you're still in the appreciation phase.
Yeah.
You know, you don't care about the industry. You're here because you appreciate what you've got in your fans.
He's a different guy, though. Dice is a different guy.
You think
He
so?
is.
Yeah.
I love him.
Comedians
I
love Dice.
Yes.
Love him.
Yeah.
Because he's the purest form of all of us. Like, even though I love the fans and I talk to them, I wish I had the belief in myself to go, no, and keep walking and go, I hope they throw my shit out. Fuck them.
Right.
He's always made me laugh, like just off stage. There's one thing making you laugh
Yeah.
on stage, just who he is.
He's very silly.
He's so silly.
Well, it's probably. I mean, part of it has to be
Tuba. Tuba. Oh no, we'll call it a tuba.
And he's the worst to eat with because he instructs you how to eat. He wants you to enjoy it. Nah, the Russian dressing over there. I'm like, that's not how I want to eat it. But you do. You're like, all right.
Of course, you'll follow him.
I'll have it that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like you go into comedy desperately looking for approval, but all you want to do is not need approval. So when you see somebody like Dice who just doesn't need it and he's still doing well in comedy, you're like, there's the Mecca. There it is.
Yeah.
He really is free.
Yeah.
Jimbo,
Free,
do you see other comics, most younger ones, and I don't mean younger by age, just guys that haven't been around, and you watch them, you see how hard they're trying, and then I'll look at that and go, oh my God, that's me, or that was me.
You know,
I don't want that.
You know, yes, and I do. I see guys that are like, I'll see like a guy like Sam Morril or Andrew Schultz. These guys are so good on social media.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
yeah,
much better than you when you were young.
probably better looking too. Let's be honest. I'm guessing both larger genital men.
Yeah.
But I say to myself, like, those guys are doing it. I worked that hard for 25 years. So it's like,
right.
I actually learned from those guys, though, when it comes to the newer stuff they're doing. Like, I see Andrew or Sam.
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That's a good way to do it. So I called Andrew, and he's given me all these helpful ideas and things.
But don't you think
In
that
that way,
social media stuff?
that type of shit,
He's doing so
I learned from those guys. 'Cause they're better at it than I am.
But don't you think that they're looking at you and going, hopefully in whatever it is, 15 years, I'll be on Jim's level?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no.
Right.
Like, I'd love to be in Jim's level, which is what, been on the decline for 12 years. I'm sure they'd
I don't
love
think
that.
I think that's how you see it. I don't
No,
think that's
but
how most people see it.
It's not like I'm trying to do it the way as good as they do. I'm not going to be as prolific as Andrew Schultz on social. But it's like you can still take little pieces of what they're doing and make your shit better. Like, it's
Right.
stupid to look at those guys and ignore them.
How does it
because
apply
they're
to
smart.
you?
Yeah, like, hey, how can I do that and do it better without looking like I'm trying to be 30? Because I'm not 30.
Right. You're not?
No.
You
I mean, I look
good.
good. I have
You
great
look
skin.
good,
I appreciate
man.
that.
You look good.
But yeah, so no, I watch those guys and I'm like, I kind of like being around
too.
guys like that because it makes me feel like I'm lazy if I'm not doing something. I have to be doing something. When you watch guys who are doing this shit every day and they're finding new ways to get fans, and it's like, man, I can't just fucking hope that people show up. I got to do something.
I saw Andrew a couple of years ago on a festival tour in like Europe, and I never saw him before. And he's one of those guys I just watched and I went, all right, this kid is There's something about him. I don't know what it is. And he would just sit on the thing, and he would get in grooves where he would just absolutely crush, and then he'd get in grooves where people were like, I don't like what you're talking about. And he didn't care, and he was just pushing it like, oh. And I'd always kind of kept my eye on him, and then I've seen him pop up now, and he's
very
really
funny.
going. He pushes the envelope.
Very casual on stage, very comfortable.
Very
really
comfortable.
Best thing that ever happened to Andrew Schultz was he felt like the industry started ignoring him. So he just stopped caring and just started pushing all of his stuff out there himself and not trying to impress anybody except himself and his own audience.
That's what happened to me.
Right.
A couple years ago, I'm like, all right, the industry doesn't like me. I'm not an industry guy. I'm not in Hollywood. It's over. And that's fine. I'm going to live by my means. And then once I did that, I've had the best time my whole life.
So years ago, right? Like after SNL, Half Baked, when that era.
Ugh.
Are you?
Oh my God.